Because this is the sports center of a podcast.
Right.
This is the censor of everywhere.
Big shout out to 𝙬𝔦𝔑. And if you're watching this, it was, good to meet you in person. Fine.
That event, I thought it was beautiful. I thought the event was beautiful. I'm looking at it like a high school lunchroom now, right? You know,
They were both in the wrong, but Shannon was doing too much.
You didn't hear what I said. I didn't finich. You didn't hear what I said.
That's what
I
I'm
didn't
saying.
finish. Realistically, Tone. I had a point.
She's slow. And then what did I say? We have to give her grace.
Lauren, what's good with this stand-up thing, Lauren? We just giving up on the whole competition? Because it's like, at this point, like, I stopped caring.
Yeah, so we got another trip coming up. Y'all see it when we get there.
Huh?
Yeah, I forgot. It's about racism in New York.
Nigga.
Puerto Rican love. This is just the story of Pocahontas. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine not seeing this. I don't know if you just made that goofy shit up just now.
I did. No, that's just a principle.
When was the last time you watched an opera?
She said, turned up off the jet. I'm bumping in it.
It probably took it just as long to write as you did, nigga.
Everybody's been there at least once, though. I'm also sick of you getting in front of Adam22 for the first time and asking him to f his wife. That shit is lame as f.
I keep these insane together. Nah, and I love it.
All right, I'm ready for this 3v1 when y'all are done.
Yabba dabba do, people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. You see here, we have the podcast about your favorite podcast. I'm your classmate, Tone Groove.
J Noblez.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
Yes, another week of excellence. We are back. Thank you for clicking on the video. Like if you haven't, comment down below. Office hours, part of the show. Questions or concerns about podcasting in the universe, we answer them. But what's some more jargon we got to say?
Follow us on Instagram. Make sure y'all like the video. You know, the likes mean a lot. Like you said last time, likes is like knocking on wood, you know?
Yeah.
So make sure.
Yeah.
It rolled last time.
You keep doing that. I don't remember, but yeah, make sure you keep doing that shit. Please keep doing that.
Yeah, because we need that. Make sure y'all stay getting active in that live chat, which is what y'all normally do. But
Shout out Cletus, you know, because why not?
Why not?
Yo, shout out to Cletus, and for real, shout out to y'all commenting down below. I've been like kind of checking the comments. It's been growing, very steadily. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. I'm glad y'all talking to each other too. Yeah, so we don't got to talk to y'all. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, nigga.
We do our best to respond, but you know, sometimes things happen.
But outside of that, we got to meet a lot of our listeners too. So I mean, I think we got to give it to them first as we cover this Black Effect Podcast Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Before we jump into like the review of the entire event, we got to just give them their full love and their full credit.
We didn't even tell them we was there yet. Hey, what'd you do with your Saturday?
They know it was,
we got to do the rap radar setup for things. Hey, B, what you do with your Saturday?
Shit, man. You know, I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I went to get a rental car and drove to Atlanta, man.
What time did you wake up? And what time were you supposed to be up?
Okay, well, that's what he wanted. So I was weak ass improv. I was late. Look, so let me explain. I was late, but luckily, fortunately, the universe was looking down on us. It didn't mess up the timing.
Yeah, we were good.
But yo, for real, shout out the Black Effect event.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all because like y'all did all of this for real. I wish I would have. Like I would have gathered someone like the people that been here from the beginning to say their names, but y'all know who y'all are.
We got a lot of the people's names that we met though, so let's just jump into it. So Saturday was the Black Effect Podcast Festival, and the entire gang was blessed with tickets from the 𝔓𝔦𝔑 the God.
Yeah.
He sent us over some tickets.
It's always nice when your friends have rich dads.
It's
just a little, you get the back end.
So, you know, he sent the message over, said how many y'all need. Said we need about 5. They sent 6.
Thank you.
Know what I'm saying?
We used 4.
And we used, facts. So, you know, we used 5.
Yeah,
we used 5. And we not only did we get that, we got outside of just like thanking 𝔓𝔦𝔑 for the tickets, it's also I want to thank 𝔓𝔦𝔑 for the hospitality that his team showed us at the event outside of that. So it wasn't that just, you know, obviously he comped our tickets for us, but You know, he connected me with the people that was helping run things. If I need anything, reach out to them. We got talent passes. We got VIP passes.
It was
we
beautiful.
we didn't just get GA, general admission. We got full range of whatever the fuck we wanted to do.
Yeah,
we were taking care of.
We
for
got the
sure.
cool people package.
Pretty much,
guess
yeah.
because we're cool. But
Yeah, so-
and shout out to all the vendors. I didn't bring I took all the pamphlets, but shout out to all the vendors that were there. And the hat you're wearing. You didn't wear your hat, white man.
I wore it yesterday.
It doesn't count. But watch LOI for that.
He's got
But
on the white man's hat
That
right
fly
now.
ass hat. Did you happen to remember the brand?
I can't remember, but I'll have you in the description. I'm so sorry, yo. I'll have you in the description for sure, and not just the hat, the pin too on the side. Got that. I got a 3 for 20 deal, 3 for 40 deal.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I link everybody's stuff in the description, and I'll tag y'all on Instagram because today there's going to be a post on Instagram, a collab post of our everything that we did. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like everybody will be rightfully tagged and everything, just because I didn't get a chance to like go through and jot the names down again.
Literally.
But
And-
for sure, thank you for the charlemagne for even giving us that opportunity and making it happen for us. We drove down there. We got to run a car. A vlog is going to be coming, so you know we
You want to see him buy this hat and that fire ass pin?
Yeah, so
on the
Homeroom
floor.
University, bro. We were gone for 24 hours straight. So
Yeah.
we left at
5:30.
5:30 a.m. and we got back into Raleigh at 3:30 a.m. and then waited 30 minutes for the rental car place to open so we could drop the car off.
My head hit my pillow at 5:18.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
After
okay.
by the time I got home and showered, I was pretty much in
Yeah.
bed by like 5:15, 5:30.
Yeah, at least 6. Man.
But nah, man, shout out
But
Mr. Chestnut.
Yeah.
Nah, what was you about to say?
But the people, though, this is what needs to be stressed. Before we jump into reviewing how we enjoyed the event or whatever like that, any critique for the event, y'all classmates was in that bitch. The classmates were in attendance, bro. Like,
Yeah.
y'all was fucking with us. Y'all came up to us. We took pictures with people. We had long convos with people. I bumped some cigarettes from niggas. You know what I'm saying? So
But-
He
Don't
didn't
say-
want to give you that cigarette.
And don't say it so sneakily. That it was a very fiendish thing of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hold on.
But no, it's not.
that
this
was
is
only
You're projecting.
that was only the security guard that was a little like hesitant.
He was a little like,
Yeah.
nigga, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, you got a cigarette? He was like, yeah. I was like, so can I get one?
And I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't that much confidence in you. It was a lot of humbleness. Actually, it was like,
Yeah.
hey, did you have another one?
Yeah,
it was
right.
more like that, nigga. It wasn't like straight front. But nah, man, big shout out to y'all. Jesus.
No, I got we got some of the names. You were listing them off.
But
earlier, weren't
Reason
you?
to Doubt, shout out to them good brothers. Very cool. You know
we
what
got
I mean?
a new power forward.
The most beautiful short guy. I don't think that what he is, but that is his name.
It's self-proclaimed.
Him and his brother got a podcast too, but that is their IG. The most beautiful short guy.
That's why I bummed That's who I bummed the cigarette from.
Really?
Yeah, the homie with the freeform locks.
Damn, you was bumming a lot of cigarettes.
No, I wasn't.
God damn.
Well, I was because I only came there with like 3.
Yeah, you bumped 2 cigarettes. You
August 4th photography.
Fucking
shout out to you for sure.
He was solid.
Who else?
A lot of solid individuals.
It was
Yeah,
a lot of solid
Justin from Supreme Pod God.
yeah, that was the reason.
Reason to Doubt.
What's that one good brother who
A
was
King, shout out to A King.
Yeah.
A King, shout out to him because he's been fucking with us for a while. That picture will be posted tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we really connected with a lot of people, ran into people, more people that we, ran into damn near a lot of people that we talk about.
we
Yeah,
saw
everybody.
we saw a couple people. We saw some slow moving animals.
We did actually, yeah.
I guess there's nothing to talk about them, but
Nothing to talk about really.
shout out to Big Sloth. You know,
But
we
we did. The zoo was there. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Slav was in attendance, so
But yeah, outside of that, let's jump into this review of the actual event. So it was hosted by Pretty V and B Dot. And overall, the event was good. It was everything started on time. The venue was nice. Pullman Yards,
was.
let's just start. Let's take it from the beginning.
It was-
Like,
it was
So ground
as you
up.
walk, ground up. Walk up. The venue's nice. It's like a barn The weather was fucking perfect too. So that
weather was
helped.
optimal.
Yeah, the weather was optimal. That
It
helped a
rained
lot,
and we
too.
didn't notice. It was probably for about 30 seconds. It felt
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
And the venue, imagine like a cool ass refurbished warehouse.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
yeah,
literally
yeah.
what it is.
Yep.
So it was great. It was kind of
100%
open.
but a good sound system in there.
Mm-hmm.
Stage, screen.
Sound, let's be honest,
Okay, go
sound
ahead.
system was a little janky. It was a lot, and that could have been because a lot of people were talking. But
I
at
think
the end,
that's what it was.
the sound stopped where the seats were.
That's
there
true.
was no more speakers like past that point, so
That's
that
true.
caused a lot of problems. But
But
that's
even-
petty.
But
It's
the
like-
speakers carried
They carried
outside.
further because even
Yeah.
beyond that, I can hear what they
Yeah.
were saying.
Because
even
there
when
were
I wasn't-
speakers
There were speakers outside.
You
Because
get
there
what
were
I'm
speakers
saying?
outside.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean behind the scenes, I could still hear pretty clearly.
It
what
was
going on.
audible, but
It was
if
audible,
you were
yeah.
if you were actually trying to learn
I know
something
what you
back
mean.
there,
Yeah.
probably wasn't.
But you got to
happening.
step
Yeah.
up to the front to get that.
But
But
man,
you know, he's
yeah.
hard to please. It wasn't
I mean,
that
I
bad.
said that there though.
But
I
the
said that
outdoor
there.
section was cool. You walk in, it's the outdoor section first. You know what I'm saying? When you walk in,
Look, the vendors. Big shout out to the vendors. Those wings, man. Those wings.
yeah, yeah.
wings were tough.
My first time having wings in Atlanta, I wasn't disappointed.
Hole in the
Okay.
walls.
All right.
Best chicken tenders I've ever
Oh yeah,
had.
it was called Hole in the Wall.
Hole in the wall. I think.
Hole in the Wall
Yeah.
food truck.
Best
Yeah.
chicken tenders I've
Fire.
ever had for $15, nigga.
Them chicken tenders did look kind of.
They were legit. Like it was
Yeah.
honestly the best chicken tenders I've ever had.
Yeah. Wait, what?
No, I swear, I promise you.
They did
I don't
look good.
doubt
I'm
that.
not gonna
Those
lie. I
shits
didn't try them, but they
were
look good as hell.
crazy.
Though.
I am a finger food connoisseur, nigga. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
no, don't stop. He has a 9-year-old palate, people. This nigga is not.
Yeah. So I should fucking know, nigga. I'm telling you that you can't get better chicken tenders.
Okay.
Come
okay.
on.
What's their
man.
name again?
Hole in the wall.
Hole
Hole in the wall.
yeah.
And it was a
Some
food
good
truck. So
Chicken
I'm sure
tenders.
they're in Atlanta and they be all around. But
Y'all
look
probably
the-
heard of.
The
Yeah,
wing-
look
the
look
wings
them
were
up on
fire.
Instagram so you can
Wings were
see where
fire.
they be at.
Big shout out to Pretty V. Is that her name?
Pretty
Yeah.
V was one of
She
those.
with like she deserves an award, like at
No,
least six
yes.
man of the year or something.
No question.
'Cause,
No,
like,
no. Hey, okay. So like, out of the host, let's just talk about the lineup of the actual event. So the host was B-Dot and Pretty V.
Shout out them niggas.
I mean, B-Dot didn't need to be there because Pretty V was going so crazy.
Don't say that.
All right, maybe didn't not need to be there, but
It's like-
she outshined him. It wasn't even close. It was.
It was almost like it's a
Please
vibe.
tell me.
It's like a vibe thing. Like she was the main one riffing, but like him being there was like a good support system.
It's a balance in that because
Yeah.
like we might not get that energy from her if she doesn't have him to bounce off of.
Exactly.
Even though he's not necessarily lobbing her up for things, but still, it's just like it's a comfortability.
But I get
you
what-
man that side
I
of
saw
the
her.
stage.
I saw her cover all ranges of entertainment.
She did.
She did.
She's an entertainer.
So-
She's not
So
no
that's-
slouch. She's not no slouch.
Far
But
from a
B Dot
slouch, yeah.
isn't either.
Yeah, he wasn't.
But
ass.
it's two different type of styles. Like
Right,
Pretty
it just-
V is like
His performance was forgettable though. That's all I'm saying.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't say forgettable though.
But it's one of them things
I
where
would.
if you have someone else who's outshining as much, it makes it seem not as much. Like if he was by himself,
especially when Pretty V is like twerking, she's telling jokes like
right.
Like
Nigga.
she's a one man show, nigga.
and I guess I'm only proving your point, but B Dot isn't bad. B Dot isn't bad. But Pretty V was like
She went crazy.
phenomenal.
Phenomenal, bro. She killed it.
Outside of, 𝙭𝔬𝔑 and like the main
Well, yeah. So the way the lineup went, I mean, the schedule is still on the website. So the show opened. Poor Minds was the opener. I think they should have went a little bit later. You know what I'm
agree with
saying?
that.
Like,
I agree with that.
Even though I don't know. I mean, I guess they're like new. You kind of. I don't know how they picked the lineup. Obviously, well, they picked the lineup correctly in terms of like the closers were the biggest two names. You know,
and best.
and the best. They had the best live part. I never been to a live podcast. I never been to a podcast festival either.
Yeah.
So it was also kind of.
Oh.
Is this the only podcast festival?
So yeah, and that was another big thing. This I can speak for everybody. This is our first podcast festival we've been
Yeah.
to.
For
right?
sure, no question.
And this is the only podcast festival, so it's a lot of different caveats.
Yeah.
So I wasn't judging.
And it's the second.
And it was the second.
it's the
So I
second,
wasn't
yeah.
judging, but I was like, being aware of like, all right, like what's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
And like just pointing shit out like, all right, I can't hear shit back here.
Well, yeah, it's interesting too because it's like you hear podcast festival. I think they have like podcast conferences.
But it ain't no
I
like
think,
festival.
but that's not a festival. Festival, it's like
You have-
I should view it as a music festival. I'm about to just watch a live podcast of a live podcast of a live podcast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's how I was. It took me like a second to adjust because I never been to one, but it was done pretty well. So everybody was doing a live show. At least the people who have podcasts were doing a live show, and then what they had sandwiched in between them would be like panels. So like Poor Minds opened it up. And then in between them and the Baller Alert show, they had the Podcasting 102 Money and Marketing panel.
Yeah, it was the perfect merge of a seminar and a live festival because it's like, and I think I like Poor Minds going up first because you got to keep people entertained and then bore them and then entertain them again. You get what I'm saying?
Don't say Baller Alert was ass.
It's a certain flow. You know what I mean? Like you got to retain. You got to retain retention.
We'll talk about it. They were terrible.
I was really talking about Debbie Brown.
That's
like,
what I was gonna say. He was so.
Nah, you don't like the spiritual girl?
It's hard to have mass meditations, man.
Well,
Yo.
yeah, okay. So let's start
But
with Poor
Poor
Minds.
Minds-
Let's start with Poor
but
Minds.
Poor Minds, I did,
strong opening. And I think they were
strong
good.
opening.
Strong opening.
Very necessary.
Very necessary to have a strong opening, and off the back of Pretty V and B Dot introduction as well.
Lighting the stage on fire.
Podcasting 102 Money and Marketing, is that the one where Damon John
The
came
dude,
out?
the black dude
Yeah.
from Shark
Came out,
Tank.
yep.
So there was the
Yo.
niggas was outside.
I think he might be the richest person I've ever heard speak.
Yeah, so like number one, like the
That you know
list,
of, probably.
the list of people that were there, it was them niggas was outside.
And I didn't know it was going to be some black all-stars. Like,
I didn't
shout out to, what's his name? John V. Henry. Like,
John V.
he had some
Henry.
historical ass name. That's his name?
Yeah,
I guess so, but I was really wanting to shout out the other black all-star, Pimpin' Ken, who just so happy to be in attendance.
Yeah, you know, we took a picture with Pimpin' Ken. That's really for some melancholy.
Yeah,
You know, we
yeah.
saw Pimpin' Ken. We saw some Pimpin'.
The fanning out in his voice is what happened in real life, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Shit was amazing.
Yeah, we was
No,
both.
but I'm not gonna
both
lie
excited.
though, because it wasn't just Pimp and Ken. He was with two other pimps.
So,
them two
real
oth-
quick,
They looked official. I didn't know
They
them.
all-
So
nigga,
real quick,
the
those were his like pimp friends, but also elders. Like one was his
Gotcha.
friend, but another one was like his OG. So it was like
Nigga,
some real
those-
We saw
pimping in
pimp
there.
lineage.
Yeah,
No, because them pimps, they held a certain aura in
Nigga.
that crowd, nigga, where it was like they didn't need to be on VIP. Like
They didn't have to. They
didn't
are
have to.
VIP.
They are. bro.
They were the
are.
only niggas with like at least 2 meters of separation from everybody else.
Yes,
there was
dog.
never a moment where they were shoulder to shoulder with
Never.
somebody.
Except for when we went up trying to get a picture.
Exactly.
He almost had to remind me, like, yo, pimping non-contact, nigga.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
But
Pimping ain't with no words with us.
goddamn, shout out to Pimpin' Ken.
Yeah. Shout out to Pimp McKen. Shout out to all the pimps that was there because
And-
it was a lot of people. Yeah, go ahead.
And talk about what money things you learned from these black all stars. Did you learn anything valuable from the
I
money
didn't-
learning?
No, I didn't learn nothing valuable from Podcasting 102 Money and Marketing. I didn't learn anything from. The most I didn't just because it was like softball questions. It's
was,
like,
right?
It was really.
'Cause-
It's really like
It's on the Q&A dude. It's kind of on him to steer
it's
it the
kind of
right
on.
direction.
It's on them. You know what I'm saying? Because this wasn't a thing where they had a mic in the crowd or anything, right? To where you can
Yeah.
ask
Right,
questions.
right.
So it's like, even if there was, I don't think I would have asked any questions. Just because I kind of wanted to just see what they were
What's
going to be
going on.
presenting.
But you're also a bad example. Like it's probably no need.
I'm a bad example too because I don't need level 1 and 2 information.
Nigga,
I
we
need
don't
3 and
need
4.
that.
Which
You
is
know what I'm
something to speak on. Is that
Well,
like
yeah.
a lot of podcasts are on that first couple of steps.
Exactly. So for me, I didn't learn nothing. For somebody who's in their first year or starting, yes, there's something to be learned probably 100%.
And I will say, like, I didn't learn anything from that, but when Wallow was speaking, and like we'll talk about that, I
was
learned
actually-
more from that little sermon
For sure.
than I did from like the money learning 101, which is
100%.
crazy. But
100%.
But shout out to the Black All Stars, they did their thing though.
Yeah. So then after that, the Baller Alert show came out, and their special guest was T.I. And it was funny because our escort that was with us, we were like, "Is that T.I.?" And he said, "That's the king."
Oh,
I said, "What?"
I did hear that nigga say that shit.
That's the king.
I heard her say
That's the
that.
king.
Yeah, he
But
said
see,
that's the king.
that's what happens when the local legend still has respect. Jermaine,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
lost yours, nigga.
Yeah,
I
God.
wouldn't even pick you up at Lifetime. I swear to God.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. So the Baller Alert show came out, and
Who have you heard of them before?
no, I mean, I heard of them because I did my research on like them. I did my research on all the podcasts before we went down there, because they're all linked to this thing. So
Yeah.
And
the Baller Alert show was a pop. This is what's linked to their iHeart page. Pop culture, hot gossip, fresh perspectives, and belly laughs are all on the tap for the Baller Alert show. The latest innovation from the mega successful Baller Alert brand. The Baller Alert show is hosted by hot party host / broadcasting personalities Ferrari Simmons, TV personality you know from BT, and produced by multimedia super producer Octavia March. This dynamic dream team's high energy interplay will have viewers engaged from start to finish.
I was about to say, I don't even think you got to finish reading that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
You
So,
struggling.
I was holding my breath the whole time. That shit is long. That shit is as boring as what I saw.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
So when they went on, I was like midway through my cup. We shout out to AJ. He had bought us some potion.
Nigga, yeah.
Which it was good.
Nigga, we got a little tipsy.
You
pretty
got a
quickly.
little too lit.
No, I
You got a
didn't
little
get
too
lit.
lit. You got overzealous and you started hating on everything.
I didn't start hate. I
Start
know.
talking about the audio in the background and shit.
Like what I'm doing right now. But this is what I'm saying. Like
You got to double down.
Look, man, them niggas was like, I was irritated.
Yeah.
But it was because it's like, not only were they bad, but they went out on stage and basically was like, so what we're going to talk about?
Yeah,
You know what I
don't
mean? Like that was the energy.
Bro, they had no plan.
They had no plan.
No plan.
But the only plan they had was that T.I. was going to show up in
coming
11
save the
minutes.
fucking day.
And so all they had to do was wait until he finished smoking that joint.
You know, that's true.
That's
And
just
you know
like-
what's crazy, dog? Is like they fucked us up because I watched some of their clips on YouTube, and even though this whole description shit says that, all the clips that I saw on YouTube, they were just talking about relationships, and that's what they did on stage. But it was even more it fucked me up even more because these niggas came out with high energy,
Bro,
right?
They
Came out with so
Yeah.
much energy.
Crowd control
And
and
we were all
everything.
like, oh, these niggas are lit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's people here for them.
no,
or they're
but
They
They
hyping
came
didn't
out-
realize that they were emptying out the clip way too early.
yeah, they were. They
No,
were.
I did. They came out with confidence.
That's what it was.
I felt the confidence.
I did too,
But
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
like, I was still like,
But nigga, after the DJ like stopped spinning the record and then they like took their seats,
it was like, oh shit.
And then reality sits in.
They asked one question and it didn't.
It
You
got-
didn't get a good response.
Literally
it
the
got
first
quiet as
question.
fuck.
The first question they
Remember
asked.
what it was?
What's that couple? What's like the new couple that's in? What did they ask?
oh,
they-
Drewski and Ruby Rose.
Drewski and
yeah,
Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
And then they just
So-
looked at us.
Y'all think this is a real thing or not?
So
Yeah, that was
instantly,
crazy.
like, you know, as somebody who, you know, like I take this serious, especially if Charlemagne gave me the opportunity,
Yeah.
nigga, to talk on the Black Effect, I'm gonna have some shit planned out and it's just gonna be more interesting. But I didn't find the host like pleasant, you know, pleasant for her at all. Like it was just like whatever.
Yeah, they confused me because they came out hot with all their crowd control, and then they asked how many of y'all listen to the Ball Alert show, and it got like less quiet.
And-
I was
oh,
like,
that was-
that,
yo,
that
I
was
think
kinda,
that, but that could
So-
fuck with your ego.
it could.
It's
it
like,
could.
ooh.
That was
And
kind of
that's-
crazy.
it was
They
kinda
did-
crazy.
That
That
was
was
kind of
like-
crazy.
But that's
Fuck.
another thing. Like, what type of question is that? Like, what is the equivalent to that of like a rapper doing on stage?
Y'all
You know
listen
what
to
I mean?
my last album?
Like
Yeah,
some
pretty
amateur
much.
shit. It's just like
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like you're a novice.
How y'all feel about that last? Yeah, nah. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah, it was
don't
bad.
put us in the position to be forced to like you just because that's a nice thing
Or
to
forced
do.
to act like we know you.
And
But that's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's just like the normal pleasantry that you would
Because-
give. Like, all right, let me, yeah, we liked it, but
And
I
it's-
didn't mean that shit.
and it's
Yeah.
like a smack in the face. Like, dog, we get it. You know, Charlemagne, you're on the festival. Who cares who
You're on
listens
Black
to
Effect.
you?
You're on
Who
the Black
cares?
Effect, Black Effect.
And
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
the
right.
question is no. So
Right,
please
right.
entertain me, my nigga.
Right, yeah, literally.
For real.
Yo, for real though.
But like, yeah, I didn't
So then after that,
enjoy them niggas.
it was they rolled right into another podcast, which was Deeply Well with Debbie Brown. Now, I will say that I don't think Debbie Brown's podcast is bad. I know it's not a podcast I would listen to, but the energy really, cause she's so calm and zen. You know what I'm saying?
That's who opens. That's who opens.
That's
and
true.
that's
we
why
gotta
I
do
was trying
something
to
like
That's
that.
true. That her and Poor Minds switch, but she has a bigger name than Poor Minds, so it's disrespectful to put her at the top.
They need
But you see too much ego. You got to understand what your product does to the overall service. This is not about you.
No, I feel that.
It's
I feel
about
that.
the
Go
flow
ahead.
of the event.
That's
So
true.
give us the spirituality and then give us the skankiness.
What I think would have worked out 100% the best is like, so the guys from Earth Gang, they do a yoga event every year at Dreamville, and it's like hers is like really on some Zen shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, if she had some, I don't know if she does yoga. Honestly, I'm just like throwing this out there.
I think she would have to keep the brand up.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I feel like if she doesn't
Goes
do
hand-
yoga,
it goes
yeah,
hand in
it's-
hand
it's
type
like,
shit.
If she don't have
use
incense yoga, she's
and
a
nigga,
fraud.
at least Pilates.
Yeah, if she's
Something.
not doing yoga and has a crystal in her car, I don't
don't
know.
even believe what you're doing. Yeah,
I don't believe
yeah.
none of this
Yeah.
pimping. You know what I'm saying?
Take off the lineup. She's not even black now.
But I think it would have been dope as hell if she had like the weather was really perfect. If she had some sort of like outdoor
Something set up-
thing,
set up for
something
her.
like that.
Nigga, the
And
outside
that's
was
the
like
thing.
damn near a sandy consistency on the
It
ground.
was
Like,
too.
it's
It
kinda
could have been.
perfect.
It could have been a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have had a whole Zen garden set up low key.
Literally.
in that middle area.
Yeah, that should be hard.
That would have been dope. But Yeah, so it's like I don't really have to. It's just the energy is completely different. You know, like if you're a deeply well fan, I think you enjoyed her set. It's not a podcast I listen to, or it's not a podcast I would listen to, or any of us at the end of the day.
And it doesn't feel like
I can't really judge it whether it was good or bad because it's just not something I would be buying into on a regular basis.
It's hard to turn something that calm into a live experience.
That's what I was gonna say.
And like when it wasn't the best thing for her. You know what I mean? Like,
it's hard for that to be the thing you're introduced to somebody. Like, if I'm going to a podcast fest, to be introduced to that, I might have to find out if I'm looking for meditation on my phone.
And it's not even that. It's just back to back.
There's a bar right behind us.
The first person was Poor Minds. The second person was like Baller Alert. Yeah, and they were both on the same like type of degeneracy type of vibe. And so she came out. Basically, she came out. Hey everybody! Like butterflies just started.
So peaceful.
Pigeons was flying and shit. You know what I mean? Flowers.
It was doves.
A vibe. Doves. It was slow motion.
It was a vibe for sure.
Hey everybody! Beautiful souls. Can everybody breathe? Niggas was like, what's the fuck wrong with this bitch? Right? Niggas started talking. So John Henry came out and was like, hey, like y'all didn't hear this black woman? Everybody breathe.
Is that what happened? I missed that.
You didn't
literally. So her soft approach wasn't working. It wasn't landing.
Yeah.
And it pissed off what was his name?
John.
It
Henry.
pissed off John Henry. So he was like, "Oh no, we getting spiritual today.
Oh shit!
All y'all in the back."
Damn, I missed that.
He was like, "Can everybody in the back please be quiet?"
Yeah.
Oh,
we need a moment.
And damn. Yeah.
Don't force me to be peaceful.
And it was
just gonna irritate me.
And
that's just insane.
And
the theme of this: don't force me to do shit.
And what type of dichotomy?
Imagine a nigga like, nah, nigga, you pissing me off.
And it's like, what type of dichotomy is that? It's like I'm trying to be peaceful, but I got this nigga yelling at me to be peaceful.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't.
He gotta calm down.
Yeah, but to y'all point, she should have went first, or like they should have got another person,
or just had like a different setting for her,
a dedicated space for her.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Because I think it would have been a vibe, especially if it was on some intermission shit.
It would have been fire.
Like
that'd have been fire.
Smacking her right in the middle of intermission, where if y'all want to go drink, y'all go drink, but we gonna reset the energy in this entire place.
But what if
that would have been fire. Having her right there, smack dab in the middle, to really zen it out real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Have some people in some togas with sage running around.
Yeah,
and
or
shit.
something like that.
Really set the scene and the mood.
That'd have been fire.
Don't yell at me.
But she's bigger than Poor Minds.
Yeah, Debbie Brown's been around for a while,
and that's like that's like putting somebody like, nah, man, she couldn't have gone before Poor Minds.
Why not? She couldn't have.
It just would have been wrong.
It would have been disrespectful.
That's like Playboy Cardi coming out to Travis Scott, or like I can't even think of an example, but like.
I don't know. I feel like when you part of an ensemble, it's like you gotta, especially an ensemble like that, where we mixing information with entertainment. Like there's a certain flow to this. Like you kind of gotta fit in where you fit in this.
But it's also
where it makes sense.
Yeah, but at the top is not. No.
Mm.
The top. When you reach a certain status and you tell me I'm number,
it's disrespectful.
That's like when niggas get booked for these festivals and their name isn't the big name and they one of them little names at the bottom. They be like, nigga, I'm not coming now.
Jay-Z
like,
not even opening up. Jay-Z not even opening up for Beyonce. Like, let alone anybody else.
It's the same thing because you got to remember this is a podcast festival, so we got to frame it
like
as
music.
Like a music festival.
That's like literally the perfect comparison because it is the same thing. Like imagine. Like, who's a headliner at the Chicago Fest at the Lyrical Lemonade shit?
Let's just say it'd be Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, like, and who would be? That's like his brother.
That's like Kanye opening for Chance. The fuck are we doing?
His, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally.
It's just retarded.
All right, Black Tech Green Money. It got real techie. And this is also a podcast that I probably wouldn't listen to because that level of tech I'm not interested in. So, do y'all even remember it?
Yeah. Do you want to know what's funny? They had, out of like the two main like niggas, Gillian Wallow and Whoreible Decisions, they had the most crowd feedback.
Okay.
So, because like when we were outside, I was just listening to niggas asking them questions. So it's like,
how do I teach, my kid about AI and
niggas were buying into it.
They had the most crowd
I did hear
interaction.
that. Yeah, most crowd participation. And
But
stuff.
yeah, I would never.
But we were also floating in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like we would leave, get smoke, get something to eat,
But
chill.
like we said, it was speakers outside the venue too,
It was,
which
so
was
you could hear
which was the
everything.
perfect thing they could have done.
Yeah,
because
you heard everything the entire time.
But I didn't learn much from them. Did y'all?
I did not. I just tuned it out. I wasn't listening. And not on no like I don't want to hear what the fuck you have to say. Not on no like disrespectful level, but I just wasn't listening.
I was about to say, I don't think anybody gave them a honest shot.
None of our crew did.
None of our crew.
Yeah,
we
for
didn't
sure.
give them an honest shot.
For sure. So it's like I can't. There's only so much I can say. I don't know there's nothing I can say honestly. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say I hate black nerds, nigga. I'm not trying to listen. But nah, shout out to them though.
The content authenticity and brand partnership panel. That was next. That was a good panel. That had
It had John.
It had Mandy on it. It had fuck. Let me just look at my pictures on my phone because I can't even remember it. That was a good panel though because they were covering some shit in that one. Like there was definitely like in terms of like education and that when I was listening, I was like, oh, they're cooking. And the lineup they had, you know what, the lineup was a lot of like, I'm saying senior people, not disrespectfully, but they were like older people that are really important and have high positions.
So just vets.
Senior people.
Vets. Yeah. But I just don't know who they are. But all their titles were fucking crazy high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they were actually dropping some decent game for sure. And it was a good balance because it was an older generation of media and content branding and authenticity, and the younger generation was represented by like people like Mandy. So that was good. I'm gonna hit the bell actually because I want to go over to. I'm gonna make 𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃 and Whoreible Decisions their own segment.
I was about to say, yeah, they deserve it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wallow.
All right. Now in the wrap up the Black Effect Podcast Festival live performances. The two headliners, because we'll call them two headliners, even though if we were being technical, Whoreible Decisions was the headliner because they were the very last. But I'm counting the last two as the headliners. 𝙼𝙾 and Wallow, $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, and Whoreible Decisions. These niggas killed it. They killed it. So 𝙼𝙾 and Wallow came out first. And in terms of just like entertainment, we have this figured out. Wasn't a bunch of flashy stuff, but
it was a ghetto symphony.
It was a ghetto symphony.
It was perfectly orchestrated, but unorganized when it needed to be.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful mess.
It was a good, you got to have some improv.
Yeah, it was good.
And it was, you got to leave yourself room to, really live the script out.
Their timing was good.
Yeah. And it's funny, they wasn't the closer, but I think they did a way better job than Whoreible Decisions because it's, and they didn't have no strippers. They didn't have
no gimmicks.
They didn't have no cake on black women's asses.
All right, two things. I don't think we can rank them. I don't. If I'm judging their performance, then I disagree with that 100%.
Really?
Just because Whoreible Decisions talk more? Or?
No, the production was crazy.
Look,
everything was crazy.
I saw the host too.
That's cool. But he's talking about because I don't know if you was around at that point, but they were using the screen behind them.
I saw it.
That's cool. It depends on how you look at it though, because that could be a crutch.
Talking about the ABC shit? That was like giving the.
I get what you mean. I get what
the ABCs.
If we're ranking performances, they were both phenomenal performances. They can't be ranked because they do two different things. But if I was just if we're ranking show live podcast performance, one was clearly superior to the other, even though they were both good.
Clearly superior.
What clearly surpassed them?
What clearly surpassed them?
Yeah.
The fact that there was more organization.
So just to break it down,
and it was more elements. There was more elements to their live performance.
It was a better put together show.
Whoreible performance. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey.
Whoreible Decisions. Whoreible Decisions.
You just said the same thing. What? Whoreible Decisions
had levels to their live show. They had their own DJ. It seemed like they had this stripper come out. She wasn't stripping, but she was doing like pole shit, whatever. Then they had the production video that looked like it was footage shot from that fucking day. So on timing. Then they came out, turned up. They had segments. They had everything was to a fucking T, nigga. They didn't miss a fucking beat.
But they good.
It was crazy.
And that's
𝙑𝙾𝚂𝚃 had so they killed it, right? I think they had the best one because they had several segments, several moments. Everything was planned out. I can tell they've been doing this for however many years they've been touring, and I saw exactly why everybody said they have one of the livest, strongest live podcasts out there. 𝙑𝙑𝚃 were structured for about 75% of their performance, and the last 25 was the mess. There was the riffing and the mess, because they had the game where they like pull people up on stage, like long-term couples. They played games with them. They gave away money and stuff like that. But even though they were playing games, they kind of lost themselves in what the rules of the game. They started making up new rules to the game,
which is great.
It's great, but it's also like there was a little bit. They fell off course. So that 25% helped and hurt them if I'm ranking the two performances.
But them falling off a course without knowing where to go is how I feel about Whoreible Decisions, because it was the same amount of like.
Did we watch the same performance?
It was this.
Yeah, you
dude,
just
it was the same amount.
I'm kind of on their side.
It was the same amount of like just bare minimum slut shit.
They just had slideshows and note cards and things. You get what I'm saying?
I know how you feel.
The bells and the whistles emphasize a lot of what's there, but for the most part, it wasn't that different.
And let me just reiterate,
it wasn't that
𝙑𝙑𝚃 and 𝙑𝙑𝚃, their performance, so they both walked out just like wrestlers. But
they did.
Boom, walked out. 𝙑𝚃 grabs the mic, starts preaching.
Going
Mind
crazy.
you, 𝙑𝚃 is just like doing whatever, looking around.
No,
like,
𝙑𝚃's literally just like this.
He's trying to re-grasp his consciousness from being high. 𝙑𝚃's already sweating.
𝙑𝚃 is just waiting for his turn. So already that's hard as fuck. And then, they tag team each other in.
They literally
chemistry.
No, they had a tag team relationship because it was like the nigga went like, no, he didn't tag him in. It was when he gets too close to the ropes and he slaps his back.
Literally. And I even looked at this thing, I was like, 10 years from now, I'm telling you, we got to have that type of flow.
But it's not even like got to. It's like we already have that. Like, nigga, just watch 𝙑𝚃 tomorrow. Thank you. But
yeah, 6 o'clock.
And like the video. But as far as just the energy and like that fucking relationship they had on stage, dog, without all the gimmicks, you gotta understand, to be that entertaining without the hoes,
with no whistles.
Please tell me gimmicks. Like, explain that.
Strippers are a gimmick.
They
nigga.
iced a cake.
Yeah.
So no, explain what happened. So they had a cake, right? They had two strippers. One was more of a pole dancer, I would say. The other one was an actual, like, you know what I'm saying?
Trapezes.
Yeah. So,
well, the trapezes was like the opening.
Yeah, but the professional.
So one was trapeze, one was a hoe. The hoe, she's twerking, she's doing her thing.
Ferocious.
I'm looking at her, I'm like, yeah, black power. Out of nowhere, Whoreible Decisions come up with a big ass cake. Happy birthday. She's already doing the split. She don't even see it coming. They like, yeah, it's time. Boom, on her ass.
I'm looking
icing
for
on her
the
ass.
hoes.
Like, what type of, like, that's a show, but let's not act like it's anything like
magical.
It's anything magical. And
half the show was her ass.
And the fact that that's what they planned. Like, I was more impressed with 𝙑𝚃𝚃's bullshitting than what they planned. And that's really the problem. Because it's like, you playing all this just for it to be like a cake on a
regular
bitch
hoe
ass?
shit.
All right, and what was your?
Well, my synopsis is kind of on their side. It's like, I think both shows were amazing. 𝙑𝚃𝚃's was more entertaining to me though, because they brought more entertainment value through themselves and them talking. Like, they had not poor what's his name? Whoreible Decisions. They had a better production, a better show structure. They had all the elements AJ was talking about.
The tools.
Accurate.
And
all
you
the
wanna know
tools,
why?
a better structured show put together. But when I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, but it's whole shit. That whole shit works.
And you want to know
and
why?
whole shit works. And it was just like a lot of whole shit. And that's fine. And I'm not trying to shit on them, but that's like an easy recipe almost.
Literally.
All right, so
and think about the soul of the crowd at the time. Like, it just felt, the whole room felt alive when 𝙑𝚃 was up there.
Yeah.
The niggas was creating suspension. It was tension in the room. The crowd was like, nah, nigga, fuck that shit. Like, it just,
You know what the
it
problem
was a
was?
different moment.
And you want to know what it is?
Moment.
It's a difference if Charlamagne was like, y'all are going to be the closers. Then we probably would have saw a different $1 million worth of
It's a
game.
different lens.
Because once like, being the closer, it comes with a different level of like preparedness.
But that's what the problem was for me. It was like, I thought, because I've been hearing so much about their live shows, I thought that I was going to see something that was going to change my perspective on what a live show could be.
For who?
You know what I'm saying?
For who in particular?
For me, I thought I was going to go there for both of them. I thought I was going to go there
Just
and be
in general.
like, oh shit, this is how we should have been doing live shows. This is how we never thought about doing live shows like this. Like, and I did learn some shit from the 𝙾𝔂𝚃 and 𝙾𝚂𝚃 shit, but like, and I guess I learned from both of them, but like, I didn't see a way of like new ingenuity, something completely
You
off.
learn.
But I'm saying
that's
something
kinda,
so far away that it's like something we couldn't do.
But
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but-
I thought I was gonna see a different level of production.
And you've
I'm looking at this shit as like, we can do all this.
And you've heard some things that probably set that expectation in your head that it's like, this is gonna be groundbreaking and revolutionary.
Exactly.
Like
You
you
know
don't
what I
get
mean?
you don't get no
it's
bonus.
only so much you can do with a live podcast.
You don't
and
get-
don't get me wrong, there's a lot you can do, but there's
And
it's
they did
only
and,
so much.
and they did good shit.
And
I'm not trying to take it
No,
back.
Can't take that
no,
away from 'em.
but you don't get bonus points for bringing back low hanging fruit back to the tribe. Like, nigga, you better climb that mountain, get the fruit at the top of the mountain. Like, they just grabbed the lowest hanging fruit and was like, shit, like, nigga, you know, cheer me on.
Well, what if
like,
it's a drought?
All right, I'm ready for this 3v1 when y'all are done. So, number one, y'all are viewing it from the lens of what you found the most entertaining.
As are you.
No, I'm not. They had the nigga that looked like Saucy Santana up there twerking. I don't want to see that
He
shit.
was gay.
Okay, can I finish?
What's that?
So,
But like that's the point. Like, he was gay.
Your highlight
Exactly.
reel gonna be crazy. nigga.
exactly.
Be
So
careful.
what I'm saying is, just because you found 𝙾𝔂𝚃 and 𝙾𝚂𝚃 more entertaining and it resonated with us more because we were able to, we liked what they were talking about. We liked their level of entertainment. That resonates more with all of us, right? But just because they have shit going on, smacking cakes on bitches' asses and things of that nature, and that might not appeal to y'all, that doesn't mean they didn't have crazy shit.
AJ,
That doesn't mean they didn't
Don't
have
get it
their people
twisted.
going
AJ,
crazy.
we love that. Like,
part of-
that's
so-
appreciated.
Y'all just tag teamed each other shitting on it.
We're comparing it though.
Yeah.
In comparison.
Yeah, we're not-
In comparison,
Look, in comparison, of course we love ass.
So stop. In comparison, he said their production and their organization was better.
Yes.
And so if
Way
we're
better,
talking,
yes.
so it's not even close. That means they did better than 𝙾𝔂𝚃 and 𝙾𝚂𝚃.
No.
Period.
That is not
That does what that does what that
Kanye
means.
can
That's not
have a
what that
song
means.
with a crazy beat and trash
It could be-
bars.
it
That
could be
doesn't make it
engineered-
a,
it could-
it doesn't make it a harder song than any
Yeah,
other.
like, is 𝙑𝚃 Fiasco a better artist than Kanye because he can rap better? No, nigga. Just because the production was more cooler.
Wrong example,
that-
but I'm
no,
with you.
it's
I
what I'm
get you.
saying.
I
Wrong
get what you're saying.
example.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Production on its
but I
own
fuck
is
with
nothing.
Lupe.
But-
But I get what you're saying.
No,
I
I've seen
I
movies.
get what you're saying. I get what you're
There's
saying.
plenty
I
of
get what
movies with expensive budgets that it's still a trash story for
And
3
part
hours.
of the reason, right? Don't look. Horrible Decisions did a wonderful job.
I think
but
this is-
at the same time, like, I was actually looking at the audience too, because I'm thinking from like, if I threw a festival,
Horrible Decisions-
and
there was
I-
bitches wearing
if I
shirts with them on them.
If I threw a festival and just like one of like the niggas I booked had both men and women involved. 𝙾𝚃𝚃 and 𝙾𝚂𝚃 had literally everybody involved. Once Horrible Decisions got up there,
they divided the audience.
I'll give you
Horrible
that. I'll give you
Decisions
that.
got
I'll
up
give you
there,
that. I'll give
and
you
like
that.
you said, the gay dude went up there and twerking. When we was coming back in, right?
Yeah.
Because you was like, because Lauren had texted us, yo, 𝙾𝚂𝚃 out here taking pictures. So we walking back in, some random bystander, shout out to this good brother, I hope he, you know, healthy and hydrated. He was like, hey, bro, it's a nigga up there, bro.
Yeah. Not literally. He was like,
He was out of breath. It's a nigga up there, dog.
I will give
It's
you
so
they divided
boys,
the
man.
audience.
So
I
real
do
quick,
give
so
you
real quick.
they divided the audience. I'll give you that.
And I'm thinking from it that space, like, you had one group who had everybody involved. I'm talking women,
Men,
like men,
women.
women.
For sure.
He added groups. And then you had the other group. You had this other group who, yeah, don't get me wrong, like, they actually made use of that big ass screen
They
in the back.
did a fucking great job.
They had.
They killed it.
They
They did a great job.
they did a great job.
Yeah, they
We're
did a great
splitting
job.
hairs here, but we add the question was who was better. So you got to choose one.
I'm trying to think.
One of them.
I'm trying. My bad.
No,
My bad.
you're-
I'm trying to think of an example because y'all didn't see it, I'm trying to think of something that I can compare it to.
They posted a lot on their story. And they had, Eden was there. He was doing a lot of film and cameraman work for them. So they'll probably have something dropping on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, his right fist was still swole. Shout out to Eden.
Yeah, it was. We told him that. I told him I was a fan of his work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's how you know he's strong as shit. His reputation supersedes him.
Yeah, it was. I said, hey, look, man, we from MenaceMaterialEnt. He said, oh yeah. I said, yeah, we're fans of your work.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm so embarrassed. People keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
Said everywhere I go.
No, low key, he said, I forgot about it until people keep reminding me. So this nigga might be just running around New York beating niggas up when he gets drunk.
That wasn't even his best work.
It wasn't.
That's just what we heard about.
I was about to say.
I think Jay was like, what did he say? He was like, man, I don't even remember, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I did ask him that house. I don't even remember. But shout out to look, man, Whoreible decisions did good, but in my personal opinion, from my style.
Okay.
Right? Because I know what you're saying as far as organization, because that matters, right? This is a festival we're talking about. This is the Black Effect
They came the most
Festival.
prepared for sure.
Real quick.
Most prepared.
If the positions were switched and they were second to last and Gillian Waller were there and Charlamagne told them, y'all are the headliners, what do you think possibly would have added? What do you think Gillian Waller would have added to their show?
I mean, it's hard to say. I'm not their publicist.
So I'm going to say not much, but literally just more organized as far as like, because when Wallow came out, it was just like, Wallow, just tell your story.
There were 2 segments. $1 million worth of game had like 2 segments. Mind you, just a reminder, I love both of their sets. They had 2 segments. Whoreible Decisions had like 4.
I was just about to say, who did more time and how much longer was it?
They think they had.
It was about the same.
It was at equal time. Yeah, everybody had like everybody had between 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And look, man, it's all like within your taste preference, but all in all, like you said, dog, Whoreible Decisions, they split the crowd and instantly, like,
that is the one thing I'll 100% agree with.
Depending on like the area of work you in, splitting the crowd is good. Like comedy, splitting the crowd is very necessary.
Right.
But this is a festival.
Intentionally, yeah.
And I do want to say one thing. Wallow is really like a Philly nigga. So my dad and both my parents are from Philly. And my dad did what Wallow did. So like he got off stage, he came out to the vendors. And he like went over to one of the vendors and just like bought his whole stack of CDs. And it's like that shit my dad does. Like we go somewhere and if it's like on, because my dad's Muslim, so like we go to a mosque somewhere or whatever and there's a nigga selling like whatever, he don't buy 1 newspaper, he'll buy 5. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and I was like, so I'm watching
support
Wallow,
the good brother.
So I'm watching Wallow like, give me the whole stack. Give me the whole stack. And the dude was like, the whole thing? He's like, yeah. I'm like, nigga, this is really a Philly nigga. That's literally what my dad does, bro.
It's
trying to give back.
It's a nice gesture.
It's
a nice gesture. It might be a waste of time though. It's like this is probably he bought a whole stack of CDs. Like it's other people who could really listen to those.
It was CD, but it was just it was like
I feel him. But it's a good gesture.
And I fuck with
it's
shit
a good
like
gesture.
that. But it's like I fuck with shit like that when you know who the nigga you buying from is. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
That's when it's a little bit more personal.
Yeah,
You
but
know what
literally
I mean?
when I
But-
saw that, I said, "Oh yeah, these are really Philly niggas." Yeah,
and they said Philly don't got no brotherly love.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Supporting commerce.
So yeah, man. Outside of that, just to end everything. Oh, the event ended on time. It's I love it.
well put together.
It does a little early, right?
Maybe like 10 minutes early.
That's what I'm saying.
I love a
Yeah.
mature event.
That's
you know what
on
I'm saying?
time because it takes 12 minutes for people to leave.
And that's
So-
what happens when you trust black women.
Yeah.
To run your whole operation, which he did. They was all over the fucking place.
Yeah. Shout out to. Let me look to just give some flowers.
She
You
mentioned
saying
it.
something
But
about black women?
overall,
You just said they
timing
had
was
what you
amazing.
said? You just said they had bad organization.
But overall, thank you to Charlamagne again for the tickets and the hospitality, introductions. We met people. Shout out to Taylor. She was there. We did some content with Taylor.
Yeah, shout out Taylor.
We kind of ruined the end of her content, but we cleaned it up at the end. So just edit it, tailor-made productions.
You think it was that bad? I feel like that makes sense.
I feel like it made it better.
I feel like it's funny that way.
She made it. She looked a little frustrated at a certain point when we kept naming Charlamagne's ops.
Because it's like, oh my God. It's
She's like, I forgot who the fuck these niggas were. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you know what I need you to say. Just say it, nigga.
And
You know what I'm saying?
y'all see it in the snippet, but she was like,
if she plays, if they put it out.
who's the guy that the White House cares about? And we just started naming Morris Chestnut, fucking the brown M&M, just started saying shit.
Joe
nigga.
Budden.
Yeah, Joe Budden. Nigga.
Shout out to Samantha. She's the one that helped us out, anything we needed, and Sin as well.
And again, big shout out to Charlemagne. And if you're watching this, it was good to meet you in person finally.
Yeah, it was nice to finally meet in person.
Yeah, you're actually taller than our white man, which surprised me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we teased Lauren
I
for
think
about...
he was wearing Tim's.
Nah.
Yeah, he was wearing Tim's.
Tim's?
He had sneakers on.
He
He was real relaxed.
I'm not gonna lie, Lauren, that shit caught me off guard. I was like,
He called me by. He had my.
No, it was funny because it was funny. Yo,
And-
they never. Yo, it's so funny. They never let the height thing with Lauren go. As soon as Charlemagne and Lauren stood next to each other, they was like, "Damn, white man, he got you."
Yeah. It's over. And
I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that.
This nigga media.
It's so
Negative. I didn't even hear that shit.
I think Eden was shorter with him.
Yeah, he was.
I think Eden was pretty small, bro.
Eddington.
That's probably why that hook lands so
Yeah, and
fast. They don't
he's-
got to travel a
and
long
he's-
distance.
He's like, like he's low to the ground.
He's short and
You
stout.
got to be careful with them niggas because they get to moving. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas like that can generate a lot of power really quick.
Really quick,
He's-
and they're low to the ground. They're hard to wrestle because they're, you know what I'm saying?
that
So,
nigga, yeah, he's built like a native
I don't want to
Samoan.
wrestle him because he might be a problem wrestling. You got to keep him. You got to play the distance with him.
Yeah.
But he's kind of like some Lord of the Ring, like a dwarf almost. He's not that short. I'm just fucking with him, but
No, he's short.
he
He's
was
short.
pretty short though.
A lot of these people are real short in person. It's kind of interesting to see.
A lot of these people are short. I met by the time y'all came backstage, I don't think y'all got to meet or Jess Hilarious. Jess Hilarious is maybe 5'4", 5'3". She's
Word.
short too. I thought Jess Hilarious would have been 5'7". Pretty V is like 5'7", 5'8".
We might be some of the tallest niggas in media.
Yeah, Pretty
No
V was
questions
kind of
asked.
Besides the Reason to Doubt podcast, nigga.
Yeah, that nigga's huge.
He's the Shaquille O'Neal podcast.
He could have been our security low key. This nigga was huge,
I
bro.
would have gave him a 20 for that.
yeah.
Hey, yo, just hold it down for me real quick.
Because I was
20.
like, God damn, nigga, what the fuck? Like, but yeah, a lot of these people are shorter in person than you think than they are.
Yeah, man. But that's fine, man.
You're taller in person.
Yeah, some nigga was like, I didn't know J Nobles was that small. I was like, God damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think when people see us, we're like a large group of people. Like we're a large group of people. You know what I'm saying?
Except for Lauren,
And-
nigga.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
yeah.
pulling us down.
You are.
We almost had an average over 6 feet.
Almost. Yeah, almost. I wonder what
Brought
our
y'all
average
niggas down
is.
to brought y'all niggas down to
Our
5'10", nigga.
Our average is still probably high because he's,
At least
there's only
5'11".
one person that's under 6 foot.
About 5'11".
At least
Yeah.
5'11".
Average.
I
might
don't
be
know how
6 foot.
long this segment is. Let me do one more thing. Actually, no. Make this a new segment. One thing that I learned at the Black Effect Network, or maybe it's not that I learned, but it's one thing that I noticed at the Black Effect Podcast Festival was there's a separation in podcasting, right? So as Homeroom and Menace Material takes our time to slowly progress up towards the upper echelon, so these people of notoriety and these high profile podcasts, it's like I'm looking at it like a high school lunchroom now, right? You know what I'm saying? So the Black Effect Podcast Network, it's a beautiful little family, right? And that family is headed by Charlemagne. Let me just talk about Charlemagne at this event. Charlemagne is really just chilling, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shout out to Secret Service.
So he's really just, shout out to his security. So it's funny just watching him just this nigga is chilling. So
He's not pressed about much.
he's not pressed about much. My man is just really chilling. So it's funny that I'll go hard on his performance on certain things and shit like that. But when you see him in person and he's like, hey, look, nigga, look at what we built on some Drake shit. But less hype though.
Look at the six.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga, we built all this. You know what I'm saying?
On some Pride Land shit.
Yeah, so it's he chilling, and it's just he's just going through the motions. He's at the point in his career where I don't need a hot take, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a hot take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do I need a hot take for? Do you see the position that I'm in right now? So that still doesn't there's still areas that where
There's always a but. Because I was about to say, I made that case before, but I'm biased.
No. Let's be clear. Now there's still areas where when you get too comfortable and then it's okay, nigga, this shit was trash. Now I'm just saying, you see the you see in person why it's so relaxed,
Like,
and why the performance could fall off possibly, right?
Like even when we dapped him up backstage, he was like, "All right, I did it. Y'all here?
Yeah.
See you.
Literally, yeah.
You're welcome, nigga.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and then even outside of that too, so it's like I'm looking at like the podcast landscape. It's like a cafeteria. So there's the Black Effect Podcast Network. There's the Ebro umbrella and everything that Ebro's associated with in terms of Hot 97, but mainly Beats Radio and Apple.
Yeah.
Then there's the independent people. There's the Joe Buddens, and there's the Adam22s.
Akademiks.
Then there's the Akademiks. Then there's the Vlad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Say cheese.
Surprised
Say
Star
cheese.
wasn't there.
Say cheese. Fuck no, he don't give.
Why would he be there?
No, that is not his forte. He don't give a fuck about none of them niggas.
Yeah, wow.
But yeah, hell no. But
He
it's-
go live from the bathroom and start hating.
It's
Oh,
interesting
niggas hate
too
each other.
because those groups don't intermingle. Those groups really don't intermingle at all. You know, so it's like
there's a lot of space in between a lot of these podcasts.
It's a lot of space in between those podcasts. And then even when you look at those groups and those umbrellas, right? Let's just say everybody that's attached to a corporation. So the Charlemagne umbrella is the iHeart umbrella. The Ebro or the whatever and the Apple podcast, that's the Apple and that umbrella. Then there's the independent people. There's pros and cons of being in all of them, right? If you're a part of the umbrella and on your way up, you almost look at them like, do I have a choice to pick which group I'm a part of? That's
exactly how this works.
Yeah. Do I have a choice? And will my choice negatively affect me?
Right.
Will my choice of going this direction be penalized? Will all these other people start attacking one day if I make the wrong choice? Or are you building something and you have the personality and the people that are associated with what you have to where you can intermingle between all of them? Y'all don't have to like each other, but you have enough respect for what you've built, your brand, your business, to have respect and
for what we do here,
right.
That's the lane we have to go in. Because if we joined a camp or a conglomerate to where we was like, all right, they're obviously more affiliated with like the loudspeaker network end of things.
Right.
Then it's just like our takes on everything, because this is the sports center of a podcast.
Right.
This is the censor of everywhere.
Yeah.
So we can't just be a part and attached to one conglomerate when we covering everybody.
But it's also, I don't think it's always a choice. I don't think it's always a choice because
I don't think it's a choice.
I don't think it's always a choice.
I think this is what it is. I think either you choose or we choose for you.
I think it's
you get what I'm saying?
One or
it's
the
like
other type of
you
thing.
kind of indirect by not exactly picking a side. The audience is able to put you in a certain position just based off what you've given so far. So like you might be friendly with a lot of these people, but if you're not really choosing a side for real, it's like I'm trying to think of a good example in my head on some shit. It's been a lot of podcasts that split, but overall, it's just one of them things where if you don't choose, it's gonna be chosen for you.
Yeah, like what is a Van Lathan? Like what is he?
Van Lathan is
independent.
Van Lathan's a floater. Van Lathan is
Van Lathan's a floater, but he has a tether.
It's easier for me to use like school terms. Van Lathan is like a teacher's assistant.
But I imagine him as being tethered to a major corporation,
For sure.
but he's tethered, so he can like go.
Exactly.
But he's still attached to it. He still comes back home.
But that's teacher.
It's the space shuttle.
That's teacher assistant privileges. So where it's like I'm good with all my students in my class. I'm good with all my classmates.
Yeah.
But all the people in corporations respect me too.
Literally.
To where I can float between all of them. And he's coming off of his own corporation, which is TMZ.
TMZ.
But then it's also like I think about the pros and cons of all these
But we're also,
umbrellas too.
My bad. But we're also like, if we are like the sports center of podcasting, like it doesn't like that question doesn't even pertain to us.
Exactly.
Like we need to rephrase the question, like into like what we do, or a sports center type of question. That's a you know, for all intents and purposes, like a common or like a regular podcast type of question.
I don't think that in particular. I think if we only look at Homeroom University, then your question is valid.
That's what we're talking. Nah, that's what I was talking
But
about.
I'm talking about Menace Material as a whole because we don't come. A lot of people are just here or found us through Homeroom University. But that's not all we put our blood, sweat, and tears into.
Of course.
So y'all drop LOI, the show every week. We drop 3 Oak podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in that case,
we're not just a podcast that's looking for a home or a family to attach to. We are a table and a brand.
Right.
Which
You know
makes
what I'm
us
saying?
our own universe.
Which makes us our own
when you
universe.
have your own solar system, you're not trying to get in gravity with other planets.
But then think about this too, though. So then I think about people like, I thought about it for everybody. So I think about it for Joe Budden, right? Joe Budden, everybody invited him in at one point and they kicked him out a couple times. He just won't go away.
He wouldn't take his shoes off.
He won't take his shoes off when he comes in. He keeps smoking cigarettes in the bathroom. But he keeps going up and going up, going up. And no matter what, he's going to be there, whether you accept him or not. He's not going anywhere because he's 100% independent. Then we have Adam22 on the West Coast. He's isolated in his own world. And it's interesting because it's like his viralness, a lot of the times it's contained viral in his world. And then every so often there's viralness that comes out of there. But then we also see moments of Adam22 where we can tell it's like you do want to be on that friend, that camaraderie with Joe Budden. Like you do want to fraternize with these other people that are at your level.
You want the respect of your peers.
You want the respect of your peers, but your peers don't look at you like that's that outcast table over there. They're doing their thing. They got their own world. We don't really want that over in our world. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't talking to that many thespians when I was in high school. Nigga.
Yeah, and then so then you look at and any of the ones that are attached to major corporate. Oh, the DJ Akademiks, and even the Vlad. I don't think Vlad was the most liked either. They got so big, it doesn't matter what the fuck you think. They're gonna have to be accepted to a certain extent.
So, what do you think? And this isn't a point, just a question. What is like 𝙾𝙾 Because, like they said, they still are their own entity,
right?
But Barstool is kind of just like,
oh yeah, Barstool, yeah, that's
Barstool
true.
is just kind of like a badge that they just get to put on. But they're not really connected.
So, and if we're talking these lunch tables, that's the white table. This cafeteria right now has been a black cafeteria. There's also white people that go to this school too. So that's the white table. That's
white
like,
passing.
But
they're like Will Smith at his new school in Bel Air.
Boom, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
So is
that's
that like
exactly
the club
what they
Shay, the volume as well?
Yeah, I would say that too. Yeah, I would say that too.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just interesting, you know what I mean? And then it's like, I would say with some of these like larger people, like on the iHeart side and things of that nature, even though it doesn't look like anybody's voice has been silenced or you have to adapt or form in a different way, but I just don't give a fuck what nobody says. I believe your voice can always be silenced if somebody could cut the lights off, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? And your water doesn't get cut off or your faucet doesn't get cut off, but I would say if you would go to that side fully, then you relinquish a little bit of freedom. You know what I mean?
It's an opportunity cost to it.
It's an opportunity cost to it, but the monetary gain is much higher.
Depending on your situation.
Depending on your situation.
Because we've seen a lot of people get into that same predicament and it just didn't fly the way it should have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like what you heard when you were 5 years old. Like you could literally do whatever you want in this world.
Yeah.
It's just do what you want to do. Like, because we're going to be cool with everybody. Like, we're not going to have a problem just like, all right, fucking Olay over here, Adam over here, gotta go fuck Lena. We could just
maybe.
Yeah, then we got the learned niggas.
Maybe.
Olay is sitting at that table with all the educated niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, the scholars.
The scholars. And I saw Olay. You remember that Black History thing we did with the light-skinned girl?
Black History, light-skinned girl. Yes.
She was on there. But because Olay, she's talking to like it's this black activist we know. Shout out to her. Her name Danielle.
But I thought it was Delaney.
Delaney.
Yeah.
Delaney. Shout out to Delaney.
You know Delaney. Yeah, I was about to say that man.
Yeah. I gotta do an interview. We're gonna redo an interview.
You better drop out Doc.
And it's different aspects.
Right. Yeah, we did a whole documentary.
I didn't even know y'all.
And it's funny that film shoot kind of set a lot of things off.
We met Chubbs.
We're here because we were there. Yeah, like that shit was a domino effect. It was kind of crazy.
For real?
Yeah, it was crazy.
But shout out to her and just to the point, like we're just gonna be cool with all these different niggas. So that's why I was like, that question, even though I know you wasn't trying to like figure anything out.
Yeah, I'm not trying to figure everything out. Really, it's just I'm looking at it like that.
Just understand it, but we're not even gonna have a problem with that. But I
think there's a point in time when when tables start turning and attack each other.
Sometimes when it makes sense.
No, every time.
So
wait, you said attack?
What exactly are you foreseeing?
I don't know what I'm foreseeing.
There's a decision that we're gonna have to make soon.
Not soon.
But you know, like near future.
Near future.
Like a couple of years, you know.
Yes. Yes. There's a decision or there's a new lane to create.
It's been leading down that.
I think it's leading down the new
I was about
lane.
to say, like,
I think the honest, natural progression and
Because
flow of this is the new lane.
Because with everything you're saying, the cafeteria thing, it's like, from what I kind of see is like, Menace Material might just be bringing a whole new table into the cafeteria.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Menace Material's done from the beginning.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I've always like down to fraternities, or I've always said, "Fuck your program, nigga." Like, bro, I'm flagging this shit over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we can't rush to join another clique. Like that invalidates everything we've ever said.
For sure. And it's not like I'm looking at it as a rush to that.
For sure.
It's just I'm looking at all of it like that, how they interact with each other, how they've attacked each other, how they've worked together, how they've fallen in and out of friendships and connections. You know what I mean?
Just I know exactly what you mean, because we're here now. You know what I mean? Not to say that we made it, but we're close enough to the stuff we talk about to where it's like, all right, like we do see how the game is moving from a different level. Yeah. So it's just like,
and we've seen what happens when the main thing that I've seen the most too, and this is what I'm watching the most, is where one table loves to help one table until that table gets too tall or gets too close to where their table is at. Then all of a sudden they try to beat them back down, or they ask for assistance and multiple people try to beat them.
Food over there and shit, fucking with them.
And does that person get beat back down because, hold up, I liked you when you was there? Do they prevail or do they go away? You know what I'm saying?
And then you even got the table of all the banished people.
Yeah.
Like everybody who's been, the Tasha K's has been sued of the world and all that.
I forgot about her. Yeah.
Back corner of the room.
Exactly.
ISS lunch attention. Yeah, them niggas.
Yeah, those people. Yeah.
Those people.
But it is interesting because we're building a country here, so we're understanding world politics.
Yeah, that's literally us. It's just understanding. But nah, man. Yeah, the game is the game.
The game is the game,
and it's a goddamn game. Clearly,
it's a game.
It's a game.
But it's the game you decide your fate. Like
you decide if you want to play.
That's it. Yeah. That's it right there.
You decide if you want to use the screen behind you, or if you want to really interact with the crowd.
And when you decide to play, you got to
always use the screen behind you.
I guess, nigga.
I mean, if you have to.
Yeah, but if you're not witty enough, use the screen. But ideally, both is perfect.
Both is perfect.
You don't want to be relying on it, but it's cool to have. For sure.
I think there's a lot of people that, I don't want to keep harping on it. Y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. I think it's just interesting, and that event, I thought it was beautiful. I thought the event was beautiful.
And that's what I'm saying. It was beautiful. At the end of the day, we debating good versus gooder, or like, you know what I mean? Like, everything was.
Yeah, especially when I'm backstage and like I'm seeing like people get off stage and they're like on their way out, but they're like, yo, thank you, 𝔓𝔦𝔑, bro. You know I love you, boom, bow. I'm like, bro, this is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. It's great, but then it's like we got that love at Joe too. It's like when we had that conversation with him in the hotel lobby the night before we shot our show. It's like he's telling us why y'all are here right now, like why y'all are here, why I appreciate what y'all do and things of that nature.
Promising us hookah and strippers next time.
That's a whole fact.
Whoa, and we're gonna keep saying it because I'm not gonna forget.
Yeah,
I'm not going to a strip club until I go with Joe Budden.
Yeah, and hopefully,
honestly,
hopefully he's famous enough to bypass those showing titty laws.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying. But
Joe Budden, we talking about, nigga.
I mean, I've only been to a strip club one time, and it was a non-memorable experience, so I don't even count it for it. Like, I have no problem acting like I never caught that body.
How many white strippers were there?
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't feel like it was optimal. You didn't go through the motions how you should have.
And I'm cool with just like waiting until he's like, okay, let's do it. Y'all are there. You've graduated to this level where we can all go to Starlets. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
okay
the Illuminati.
I'm okay with
you want some wings?
Oh shit!
right. I can't wait for that moment. Nigga. You want some wings? Hell yeah, Joe. Fuck are you talking about?
I'm patiently waiting, man. Because I don't. But yeah, let's move over. Let's jump into the actual show. I mean, that was part of the show, but I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Where do I want to go next? 𝙼𝙾 and Preach. They was trying to get 𝙼𝙾 and Preach up out of here.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those recently, right?
Yeah, so Jubilee sending out copyright strikes on their videos. 𝙼𝙾 was ready to take it there. And pretty much, there's videos
Yeah, what's Jubilee? It's
For those that don't know what Jubilee is,
I'm about to say Jubilee is a channel. They do. I don't want to call it gimmicky, but it was just the first word that I thought of. It's like a lot of the
social commentary.
A lot of that. Like they might have like 5 races in a room,
social experiments
with one black Israelite. It's just a bunch of.
One of their biggest shows was Middle Ground. That was the first time we saw a show like that, and they would take 2 groups of people, religious, atheists, and then they'd ask a series of questions and they would find the middle ground. So it's like they were having a lot of socially charged conversations. And I think that channel started, I don't go to Jubilee actually.
A couple years ago.
Because I feel like it started in 2020 when
so there was
that might have been when they got lit. So started getting like the Snapchat reels and things. Like, it picks up a different pacing.
And I will say over the span of time that they have been popping, it has gotten cornier. Because
it don't hit the same.
It doesn't hit the same because it's only so many like Christian Satanists. It's like, all right, what else?
True.
And then a lot of people ran off with the sauce.
I was gonna say, it's a lot of people branched out.
A lot of there's niggas in Miami, Florida. There's just like 20 bad bitches.
That 20v1 is everybody's doing.
Nah, this is different though. This is different.
But I'm just saying, but the thumbnails look the same and all that.
This is the style. It's the style. It's the style of video and content where you have a bunch of people in a room and it's on some Squid Game shit, but.
It's different, yeah.
So Sis joined in 2010, even though I don't know if what if that was like a regular nigga like when I started my channel.
Could have been.
You was watching YouTube and you was
college,
a kid.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but we can definitely say they got lit in 2020.
Or it takes 10 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah, facts. But
it does.
A lot of people did steal their motion and sauce though, so I do know that. And honestly, I used to watch a lot of their videos, but I do click on them a lot less now though.
Because sometimes you don't even know if it's them based on the thumbnail because it's a lot of people doing the same sauce. Before, when you saw that, you knew who it was.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And it's just the quality of questions and people. Like they've exhausted the cool people or like the different segments of society.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could give them a few ideas.
They're just in a position now where they have to try and think out of the box like they did when they first started.
Literally.
Because everybody's doing that shit now, so they got to try to take it to a different level to separate again.
They literally just got to hit it from a different angle. Like maybe have 6 different types of Asians and see if they can figure who's who. Like it's just different things that you can do. That's a premise that never really ends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you can forever be creative with it.
Nah, man, you can't. It dies out. Like I don't want to hear about 3 cops talking to 3 black dudes again. Like shit is old, but
they used to encourage people reacting to their video content, and then without a warning, 𝙼𝙾 channel started getting copyright strikes. All right, these little monsters about to
just
kill
a little
these
bit
bitches at some
more than
point.
usual.
You know what we got to get in here? Assault gun. Because it'd be a couple times in here.
I have a assault gun, but I broke it. I'll buy a new one.
We got to get another because it'd be a couple times in here where we assassinating the bug just live.
Yeah, that is true.
We need to get it done quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah. But, so they sent them some copyright strikes, and 𝙼𝙾 was kind of on bullshit. It's funny because, now 𝙼𝙾 is like, the last couple of videos that I've seen of 𝙼𝙾 has taken more of a...
combative stance.
Spartacus.
Yeah.
It feels like he's losing patience.
I don't want to say bully because he's not bullying people, but it's like
he's losing patience.
Yeah,
it's like he's easily irritable now.
Because when they poke, he shoves back.
It's like I was nice before that.
Yeah,
the whole Canadian foreign black shit, but no, he's a nigga at heart.
Like little shove, he's like, hey, look, man, fuck it, nigga, we'll take it to court. Like, what's up? Like, he's like, you know what I'm saying? Fresh, that's your baby mama.
Make it sound
you name the baby. You name the baby after me. I'll go ahead and pay for everything. Don't worry about it. Like, he's just like, he's on demon time, which I'm not mad at that. I kind of like that. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not. It's a natural progression. You can only be nice so many times.
Yeah, but long story short, so they did that. He was saying like straight up, look, man, we can take it to court, fair use and things of that nature, but go to their page because I wonder if they've made it an updated video. But long story short, he got in contact with somebody because they wouldn't actually respond to him. They wouldn't respond to him, so he made it public. They finally got back to him, and
the person you least expected.
Yeah, so H3 actually came through. So yeah, let's watch a little bit of this second video when they got to it.
All right, I got you.
Came up like a creep.
Some of you at Fresh and Fit thought we was going to join you in demonetization. Well, I got one message for you.
We are better than you, period.
a little update. You can tell by my smile I got some good news. If you guys are wondering where Preach is, Preach got a life. I be at home just typing and shit. Preach go outside. That's why he's not here right now. But I called him before we did this video, and he's on board with everything. So just wanted to confirm that. First off, gotta give a shout out. Ethan Klein of all people contacted me privately. I said, "Oh my God, is that H3 in my DMs? Is he about to?" Nope. He was there to say, "Hey, bro, you need a lawyer for this copyright claim. I know the best in the business." I said, "Oh shit, Avengers!" Yo, that shit was crazy. It's like the enemy of my enemy. Oh man. So shout out to Ethan. Okay. Again. Second credit goes to all the YouTubers who contacted me, all right, who made videos about the topic. I appreciate you guys, okay? Even though we may disagree on different things, I think at the end of the day, we want channels to exist and, you know, for the copyright business to be handled properly. So I appreciate the whole community. Fans, man, how do I put the fans third? Y'all should be number one. I'm sorry about that. You guys went crazy, a little too crazy. I know you guys love us, and I appreciate y'all, okay? I'm not gonna say I love y'all, because that's a strong word, but I really appreciate you guys. But folks who go around contacting these people personally, saying all kinds of foul stuff, listen, critique them. If you want to dislike a video, that's fine, but don't say foul things. Don't contact advertisers.
I was gonna move forward, so when they started breaking down what happened.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. But long story short, so he got in contact with them, and they were saying that they did change their policy.
Yeah.
And the reason they're trying not to do as many, they want to relinquish people doing the reactions because they have a much bigger overhead budget, you know. And
For sure.
I've been preaching to do a reaction and do better than their videos, but they got a whole production staff, cameramans, and all that other things.
Yeah.
But I think one of like the most important conversation that kind of came out of this in general is just the whole fair use reaction channels and just all that stuff. YouTube can turn into like a nasty game if somebody sends you, you know, there's fair use laws that do protect you from copyright, copyright infringing somebody. You know what I mean? Being able to do video reactions and things of that nature and monetize off of it. Most of it, people who send out copyright strikes because they don't want their thing, they bank on you not knowing the knowledge of fair use. And just the strike alone, if anybody's ever been a YouTube creator or getting to that point, nigga, when you get a strike, that shit is terrifying. So when you open your YouTube studio, nigga, that shit be like, warning. It'd be like on some Amber Alert shit on your phone.
Yep.
Like that's literally what happens. The first time we got one from 𝙗𝔰𝚃 podcast, that shit, them bitch ass.
Oh yeah, them niggas formally charged us.
Yeah, they formally charged us. So they sent us a copyright strike one time. I waited the 90 days, let it go away. Then as soon as on day 91, I re-uploaded it and added some sauce to the beginning of the.
Didn't it get bigger than the first time it was out?
It got bigger than the first time.
Thanks,
So I said, since you niggas did that, I waited 91 days later. Hello.
Yeah.
New Rory and Maul.
Yeah. So, you know, shit like that happens. And I didn't do the dispute, even though I could have done all the disputing and all that other shit. I just didn't feel like going through it all that. But
know your rights, people.
Yeah, know your rights.
That's why knowing your rights is important.
And it's also, yeah, know your rights. Some people do abuse it though. Oh my God. Speaking of this, I
Came across something?
Yeah. So
What'd you discover?
I wasn't gonna really. This actually works out perfectly. I wasn't gonna make this a whole segment just because I didn't get to finish watching the whole video.
But fuck it.
But there's a YouTube creator. Adam sent him some strikes, and his name is
Goodness.
EyeQ 𝔓𝔦𝔑.
Shaheed.
EyeQ 𝔓𝔦𝔑.
Let's see how black Lauren is if you can spell
No,
this.
EyeQ.
Not very
Oh,
black.
EyeQ.
Yeah, EyeQ 𝔓𝔦𝔑. He's on an exposed. He's on an exposed straight right now.
EyeQ 𝔓𝔦𝔃.
Yeah, him.
I wonder
so,
what.
So when I went to No Jumper and I had that back and forth with 𝙿𝙻𝙰𝚃, like he was one of the first people to like re-upload that video. And shout out to him. He gave me a lot of props and stuff like that. Go to his live.
EyeQ 𝔓𝔦𝔃. His name makes it sound like he knows the mathematics today. Like,
yeah, but he cool as hell. So okay, so he's doing this exposed video because he's pissed. But I will give him. I didn't get to finish watching your video, bro. So I know he's going down this whole expose Adam22 for sending copyright strikes. He's leaning into the, he's pretty much going on
the allegations.
Hey, what's up, 16?
It's
Yeah,
Adam16 allegations, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, we've seen that before, but I ain't gonna lie though.
He made it interesting
He did make it interesting. He performed the shit out of this.
because it's pure anger.
Yeah, so go to the beginning. He's got that Birdman. You remember when Rick Ross dissed Birdman when Birdman and Wayne were going back and forth?
Yeah.
He has
loosely. I don't remember exactly what he said. I just remember that sentiment.
Mark this area before you play it because he's playing music, but I don't give a fuck because y'all have to hear it. He's like smoking with his back turned.
Oh no, like
and he's got the song
yeah,
playing
more
in
like
the background.
Hassan Campbell. Oh, after he got shot,
Yeah, with his
Yes.
hammer.
he was just Jay-Z playing in the background, smoking a cigar. Like,
Bro, nigga, this shit.
Set the
Yeah.
tone.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know you mad, but this shit had me dying laughing. All right, just play on this shit.
I would throw it on
up.
the screen, all right?
Yeah, for sure.
I have a question. Can you both is he smoking or drinking?
He's smoking.
Okay.
He's smoking, but
I was
like,
about to say, you
the
can't just
lighting-
be sitting there.
I wish the lighting was a little bit better
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
can see the smoke better.
I saw it a little bit.
Yeah, but you can see it, but it's like too bright in the room. I wish it was a little bit dark. But he's over there smoking, and he's just soaking in these bars.
He's sitting there like Dr. Doom, nigga.
Yeah,
Just-
bro, this shit is hilarious.
He's pontificating on how he should attack this nigga.
Yeah, what's his evil plan?
Literally,
You know
bro,
what I mean?
yeah.
What the?
Move up to when he gets up.
Yeah, just a slightly before he gets up.
It's your turn, nigga. You wanted this shit, right? We gonna go through it.
It's just, I
You
didn't-
wanted this shit.
it's
I wonder
just-
what
it
did
was-
Adam do?
Yeah.
He set the copyright straight because like the way EyeQ does his reactions is I will give Adam some points because Adam's in one of them Jubilee positions to where it's like he's got staff, he's got multiple people he's got to pay. And EyeQ does do reactions, but majority of the first half of the video is just the clip.
The clip, yeah.
It's like, it's not popping in and out. It's not
Yeah.
1 to 2 minutes here at a time. It might be 10 minutes. It might be 5 minutes, 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's
And
a little egregious.
Yeah, so
It's a
and then
little
at the end, at the back end, he's giving his commentary, which I don't know. It's definitely flirting on that whole fair use thing. You know what I mean?
I was about to say-
Just because it's so much before his commentary comes. So like in Adam, the DM sent him, which I gotta respect that he did send him a DM and said, yo man, any of your videos that have a lot of no jumper that are long, no jumper content in the beginning, we're sending strikes though.
And I don't think 10 minutes is a long time. nigga.
Yeah,
That's
that's a long time.
Like for a video to be on the screen.
Yeah.
Because
Long time.
30 seconds is a long time.
Yeah.
Like if we're playing a video for more than a minute and we're not talking, I feel weird.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
me
It's like,
too.
whoa, like let's pause this nigga. It's not their
It's-
show. It's ours.
Yeah, for
Because then it's
sure,
hard
yeah.
to say it's transformative. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's hard to
real
say,
hard
yeah.
to say that.
It's very hard to say. And I
Yeah.
can tell he's the type of nigga to like, what type of opinions does he have on like,
I mean, I watch him here and there. I've been following him for a while. Like, I was really tapped in because he tagged it. Like, so when the Dejan thing, when I was at the No Jumper News happened,
Yeah.
like he had that shit up quick as hell, and his video did good. His shit was at like 10,000 before the No Jumper clip hit 10,000. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit, his might
so
have
he
been
got
better than
first
ours.
diss.
yeah, it might have done better than ours. You know what I'm saying? So it was up, but it was like,
That was you. You
So
might
yeah,
have
he-
sent him a cease and desist, nigga.
no, that wasn't me. But yeah, he does do good commentary on the back end. It just takes so long to get to the commentary. It doesn't feel like it's coming a lot
And
of
it-
the
at that
times.
point,
you know
like-
what I mean?
Yeah, you feel like you just got away with pirating a video.
It kinda, yeah.
And at that
look
point,
that.
look, man, he knows what he's doing.
yeah,
He know he probably trying to finagle niggas.
Yeah.
Like, let me get the video to the 8-minute mark because that's the time.
right.
You know what I mean?
And look, at the end of the day, he didn't lose his channel,
Which is
so
good.
you're still here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just time to
Take accountability.
yeah, and
you
just
talking about?
fucking
Revamp. Just
it's time to
restructure.
it's time to restructure, bro. There's nothing wrong with that.
'Cause
Niggas restructure every
Because
day.
he could literally do the same thing, just be the Danny
Just be
of
more
Adam
interactive.
You just got to
22.
interject more
Yeah.
into the
Gotta
clip.
interject more, yeah.
It's simple.
And I don't think Adam would have a problem if you did do that.
He literally told him. He said it's just the long
It's
clips
too long,
in the head.
and I can understand that. And he warned you too. So But yeah, in this hour, he's going through the whole Adam16 allegations and stuff. So a lot of the stuff we've heard, but his performance was good though.
I would like to see him mad though. Can we click on a random part?
And was I the only one that thought he was sitting at a desk until he stood up?
Why is he sweating in his home?
It doesn't look like he's sweating. His back looks sweaty when he stood up.
That's what I'm saying.
He just hit play right there.
Yeah, clap anybody. I'm saying y'all, yeah, clap them fuck niggas. Any nigga talking crazy, clap them fuck niggas.
Sorry,
all my minds, clap them puss ass niggas. This what y'all wanted. Hey, I want to tell you, all my niggas that fuck with me, I'm doing this for us. I know y'all been waiting on this shit, right? But he came to my front door and knocked on that motherfucker. So we gonna blaze his whole ass. We gonna blaze your bitch ass on a hot Sunday, you fuck nigga. Take a fucking sip of this shit, this fuck nigga. So this fuck nigga say, yeah, he say, wanted to give you a warning, we're going to file a copyright strike on all your videos that have long. First of all, if anybody know anything about fair use, it ain't nothing in there that say you can't use a 10-minute clip, a fucking 2-minute clip, as long as you change the fucking content, nigga. So let's fuck all that, nigga. You can I don't know if you think they call me EyeQ because I'm stupid. They don't call me EyeQ because I'm dumb, you stupid fuck. But this what you wanted. So we gonna get to this fuck nigga. So I said, look, even him coming off like that, right? Cause I'm a man, so I'm gonna come, he didn't curse me, he didn't say nothing crazy in the DM. Okay, I don't agree with what you're doing, you already struck me, you puss ass nigga, you already struck me. Okay, so I already know you don't like me. I don't give a fuck though, nigga, I'm not here for your liking, bitch. Whole ass nigga, I'm the only one that was stamping it outside of your little paid motherfuckers, nigga. If anybody know anything, nigga, you should be paying me. I was the first nigga reacting to your content, promoting it. A lot of motherfuckers wouldn't even know about you if it weren't for me, gang. Okay. And you know how I know? Because they
mad at Danny. He's mad at Danny.
Yeah, he's mad at Danny too personally, and he's upset at other people.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah.
He mad Danny got hired to do what he was probably doing, already. It's like I was the one. I've been pushing you, nigga. Yeah. I've been doing this before. You know what I mean? Like,
he took it personally.
Yeah, he did. He did. And it's just business. Like the whole Whoreible thing, when that happened to us, I did take it personally for a little bit, and I went on a 2-3 weeks.
But you accepted it.
But I accepted it after a while. But I didn't go this hard. I definitely did not go this hard. I just made sure to found content I could slam them over.
You weren't belligerent.
Yeah, I was not belligerent.
You kept your shirt on, thank God.
Yeah,
nigga, if y'all see me in there no shirt going in on somebody,
it's never that deep.
Y'all know I done lost it, nigga.
It's never that.
I about to say, just watch ~3 yesterday. Did
you see it? Did you see what I did?
Oh wait,
you showed us.
I fixed it.
You fixed?
You see what? Pull it up.
Whoa, hold on, real quick.
Go to ~3.
Yeah, put some context.
So yesterday, right? We're about to leave. AJ's like, "What?" And me and Tone turned to each other like, well, I wonder what's going on. He was like, bro, come look at this. So literally the first 5 minutes of ~3, this nigga's stomach is just plopping out. Yeah. You see all those fucking gummy worms, those fucking all his bad decisions.
So yeah, y'all make sure
AJ
y'all
was sitting down like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I was Winnie the Pooh, and it was disgusting. So scroll. It's after the intro.
Oh, it's after the intro?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the intro back here.
No, keep scrolling. There
this is pretty deep.
Nope, keep going back. Okay. Yeah. Okay, watch this.
Visually.
It got really serious.
Yeah, Luda. That's why I love Luda, Busta, Missy.
And honestly, even though Suge was good, I think Bop was his peak.
Oh, yeah. That's
that music video, Danny Lay. Danny Lay choreographed.
Yeah. Now that's the one where it's a single take, backing out,
and they were on like a movie set.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah. Stars his actual. Maybe his.
Because I remember. See,
all right. Like that. Go to his, just go to his YouTube page.
It was this movement.
Go to rank them.
Oh man,
you got too comfortable.
I got too comfortable. Okay, skip forward a little bit more. Yeah, you're right.
And this is 6 minutes, people.
And you took the J Noblez approach to getting made fun of.
That's the BET performance.
Which is
use the 5 seconds to skip forward.
You took the J Noblez approach, which is to say the joke before they can say the joke.
It pretty much just leaned all the way in.
No,
but it's just this honorable way of doing it.
That's not
okay. Go back. Go back.
Your
all right, here it is.
Brother, What's that? What's that, brother?
That video felt like
Nah, this
that
other
video
fight.
felt like.
Oh, you got inspired by Rick Glassman, nigga. Yeah. I see the influence.
Yeah. All right, keep skipping forward. There's one more. Thank God it's over. Never mind, it's back. All right, keep going.
I'll just put a timer for when it's here again.
Timer. And then you put it perfectly to where it's like,
yeah, where he covers his pouch.
Yep. All right, go to the end of the timer.
everybody in the comments like the video and talk shit about AJ's fupa.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, for
please.
sure. Go in there, roast me on my fupa. And then there's one more green screen effect that I added in here.
Point of like, well, then
don't you gotta have a pussy to have a
if
fupa?
that's the case, what's the point? And is it just to because
it's just estrogen is the estrogen joke, but shout out to that it was disgusting.
That was
man.
it. Yeah, that was it.
That was disgusting.
It was nasty.
Yeah. Sorry
but
to anybody
it was
who
way
was a
better
victim of that.
than fucking EyeQ.
Yes.
Shout out to EyeQ though.
Wait, what was way better?
Yeah, nah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, more entertaining. This whole
Nah, you just said he had a better stomach than IQ, nigga.
All right. Y'all ready? I'm about to move to this next one.
Yeah, save him.
All right, off the record. So Adam was in New York going on his media run, or I don't know if it was a media run. You know, he was just up there doing business, doing pop-up shops and all that stuff. That's so Dub was out there. But while he was also out there, he did an off the record episode with Akademiks.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, Akademiks was like low-key campaigning to fuck Lena. It was the strangest shit I ever seen in my life.
Campaign is a strong word.
All right, let's watch it.
All right, let's
Campaign. Okay, yeah.
Man,
Oh, this is perfect. This is one of his videos.
Oh shit!
It's a perfect example of what we could talk about right now. So this video is 26 minutes long. See how long it was until
Can you just put it over?
until Icon?
Till he popped up.
Yeah, until he popped up.
Damn. 10.
Nah, son. Nah, dog.
Keep going,
I'm going. I'm still going.
bro. We're just trying to see when he pops up on the screen. So just skip to when you see him.
It's right there.
So yeah, 19 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Nah, he's liable. Yeah, he know what
20
he's doing.
minutes straight is insane.
Yeah.
Bro, 10 minutes, 5 minutes straight is insane.
Yeah.
Because the
That's
clip that you're
audacious.
trying to take out or talk about, it shouldn't be longer than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's just for your channel and retention.
Yeah, I mean, it was so
business
long.
aspect.
It was so long. I felt that it was okay to just put it as one of our,
I was about to say,
our reference points.
You honestly, but then we might get caught up in his mess. But you honestly don't need 20 minutes of showing what happened to talk about what happened.
Did he have a good take on him?
I didn't even listen to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Because I got what I wanted out of the tape.
Yeah.
Out of the actual clip.
And I was about to say, he's trying to give his take on the situation. Like, you know.
So yeah, go
Start
back.
from his take?
No. Just go back to watch Akademiks campaigning for this pussy.
All right.
About way back. Because I don't know when you met Lena, but when I met Lena was on my stream.
Right.
Lena was on my stream, and we all know, I don't want to get into the details.
She was promoting her OnlyFans, shaking her ass.
Okay.
Let's just air that out.
There was a point where you had asked that if those videos could be privated.
Right. I asked that on her behalf. She was not enthusiastic about those still being online.
Okay. Regardless of the fact, I said, you know what? This is a man who he's taking this girl seriously, and her being viewed in a certain way I know now you're blaming on her, but I felt like I did it for you. It was like, yo, bro, that's my girl. That's gonna be the mother of my child. That's gonna be my wife. Yeah, bro, could you not have her like on her knees wilding out naked on your stream? But please, could you take that? I'm like, I got you. And that was the Adam who I thought was
even.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he did him a big favor.
Yeah, right. So it's like
Who?
Akademiks.
Okay.
So it's just like, first of all, let's just listen to his approach.
Yeah.
The way
how
Ak
he's-
is saying it,
The way he's talking to Adam about his wife.
like
It's out of control.
It's out of control.
like you did me a favor, but don't like punch it in my face. Like just take it down when your wife was just busting it open and had her clavicle out for everybody in the world, and you saw her esophagus and what it looked like.
It's it's disrespectful, but
Yeah.
I think it's because it comes from a place of delusion. I think secretly in his head, Akademiks, he thinks that Adam's situation is worse than what his situation is with his girl.
Yeah.
Definitely thinks that.
It's like, I get it, but it might not be true.
No, it's definitely not true.
It's definitely not true.
No, it's definitely, because at least Adam is
complicit in everything that's going on.
He's complicit, he's profitable in it. It's like, bro, at least he's got a ring out of it. Like
𝔓𝔦𝔑 is giving Ak no revenue. Shout out Max V, nigga. She ain't giving you no revenue.
She's taking the revenue. So it's like, all right, skip forward maybe like 4 to 5 minutes because I just don't know exactly where it's at. But there's a point when he's like, he's pressing this nigga like, why do you let your wife fuck other men? Like, that's fucked up. And it's like, bro, why do you, first of all, bro, you have no right to talk about anybody's relationship, my nigga. We see the masterclass 𝔓𝔦𝔑 has been putting on for the last year. Like,
especially when, like, you know, he is right, but it's legal business.
And it's not your business.
It's exactly.
Period.
Especially coming from Ak.
Especially coming from a nigga who's getting...
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. What are we doing right now?
But this is what he has to do. This is what he has to do. In order to not feel like the biggest simp in the room, you got to deflect and like, all right, you let niggas fuck your bitch. You got to be worse than me.
But also, like Ak, they're like the same type of people. They both are okay with being vulnerable on camera. Because usually after some crazy shit with, you know, what's the name? 𝔓𝔦𝔑 happened or one of his bitches, he tackles it immediately. He's like, all right, guys, stream. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? He
he avoids it.
He avoids it, and he only really addresses it if the narrative gets too big.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. He also won't stream when she's around.
Yeah.
So like most of his chat complains because whenever she pops back up in the picture, he'll vanish for 5 days. He'll stream. You know, Akademiks is an everyday nigga.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's 2 days off. 4 hours on, then he cuts the stream randomly all of a sudden. Like, literally, it won't even be a full stream because she might pop her head out into the window and he's like, he just cuts the shit off and that's it. No explanation, no nothing.
So,
that's crazy.
That's funny. So Ak is trying to like drag Adam to like act like hell.
Yo,
like,
and,
how could you?
And shout out to Adam, and I give Adam props. Adam was clapping back at him because he's like, yeah, but like, are we gonna act like your situation is like you have a situation right now? And he's like, no, but my, you know, she's not fucking other. It's like, well, if the rumors are true, she's selling her pussy.
The rumors are true.
If the rumors are true,
and that's the thing.
Yours is actually worse.
Yeah, don't you have a video of her with your niggas in your house doing something?
He has to have that.
Not her.
In order to feel good about himself, he has to have that cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
You got to create that room of separation to where it's like, no matter how much my girl disrespect me, at least she's not fucking other niggas.
And the room of separation.
Even though that's not true, everybody's getting equally disrespected, which is the beautiful part about this. And overall, what I realize about Akademiks is that it's actually better for us and for the media that he's not good with women.
You think so?
No.
Think about, imagine if Akademiks was really like slaying pussy for real. If he was on some pimp shit, like you understand,
like bitches actually desired him and everything.
What he
like
does,
had what Kai has.
What he does is different. He might have to cancel his Saturday because he's got to stream for 9 hours on some shit that just broke.
Yeah.
You can't be good with bitches and live that lifestyle. You can, but it's just like,
I don't know, because if you look at the AMP, they seem like pretty normal fucking people.
They do.
And they all, like all of them are extremely normal.
And they stream
everybody's
for long hours.
normal until they get exposed though.
Yeah, because
everybody's normal until they get exposed.
almost
we
like
didn't know that he was being terrorized until we found out.
But there's
he
a
was
level of
being
normancy
terrorized.
that we can see through their content because they are showing themselves so much. You know what I'm saying?
The only badness or like the only flaw that I've seen, which I didn't look into the story that much, it looked like Kai paid that bitch $5K to hit.
Yeah.
That she tried to expose.
And he made it worse.
He made it worse
than what she did.
But she was a bad hoe. She was a bad hoe. And I've even seen other hoes that was like, nah, she can't. Like, she played the game wrong.
Yeah.
Bitch, you're supposed to get paid to shut the fuck up. If you get paid and start talking, you're fucking up the bag for us real hoes.
Yeah, you'll never get paid now.
Yeah.
And a big part about like to what y'all was saying, like Adam is turning to act like nigga, your situation's fucked up too.
Yeah.
Ak, like he said, Ak, that's his hoe, not his girl. Right. It is his girl, but it's still his hoe.
No, I feel you.
Which is different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to give
it's
him
different
that leeway,
though,
bro.
It's different though.
For who? For 22?
No, for Ak.
For Akademiks.
No.
That's his hoe.
Nah, that is not his hoe.
He's her hoe.
A little bit. He's a hubby. You don't want to be a hubby.
She doing what she want with that nigga.
He's definitely hubby.
He might have that complex to where, you know, he kind of likes to feel bad about himself. He likes, when his woman kind of poops on him. But
then when he talks about it, the way he was talking to Adam just now, he talking like from some pimp standpoint, some king nigga standpoint. Like I got
Like,
your hoes
because-
twerking on me, nigga.
Because his wife isn't doing that, his hoe is doing that. It's a difference.
Yeah,
It's a difference.
I get that point too. But let me see where this is at. Might need to do some.
It's for money, but then before you say you wouldn't do it because you got money.
Right. But he did it before. I opened my mind.
Remo,
you black.
As long as
we're
keep doing this porn thing, we're gonna.
Oh wait, no, go back. We missed it.
Here's the question.
Go back maybe 1 minute.
All right.
And did we shout out
Trapler Ross?
Trapler Ross.
Yeah, I was just about to say
because he was chilling with Adam that whole time he was in New York. I don't know if Trapler Ross lives in New York now.
He just went on Vlad as well.
For real?
Yeah.
Is it crazy how like his whole evolution?
Because he's huge.
He never expected to be like.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Shout out to Trapler Ross and the black dude.
Okay, so the house phone's like the super upgrade, which you got no money for.
Right, we're just having fun.
This was what
Wait, no, I didn't fuck her with house phone for the record. I fucked her with another homie of mine back in the day. Her and house phone was a separate situation.
You did that for free.
Yeah.
Y'all got it, man.
She was just living her life. That was before I was with her. I wasn't with her. What am I gonna get mad at her for what she did before I knew her?
No, hold on. I only did this to show Adam is, everybody has to know. And I fuck with Adam. Like this is not me trying to get him in. Like,
yes, it is.
Adam's creation of I'm the cut god is slightly, not even slightly, definitely cope.
Come on,
okay.
Bro.
The 22
I don't understand how when I chose to do this. Like nobody had a gun to my head.
Bro, you literally,
we were already rich.
You literally are on camera saying you wouldn't do it because you're rich.
And I changed my mind.
You gave it a try.
Yeah.
But then your reason for doing this is for money. But then before you say you wouldn't do it because you got money.
Right.
But he did it before.
I opened my mind.
Remo,
as long as we keep doing this porn thing, we're gonna max it out.
Here's the question, yeah. Huh? Here's the question.
I'm just listening.
Wait, you do this with your girl?
Huh?
You white, so I don't know. I gotta ask people about this shit. I think this is a white man sport.
No,
letting other niggas for their bitch.
And the big caveat, like, which is why I'm kind of defending Adam, is that like you can't fault like what he said. It wasn't his wife. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
I low-key forgot the point.
You can't fault.
Talking about when
it's-
Adam was getting.
When Adam like, oh, I ran a train on her before he was even like cool like
God,
that.
I really want to find that part. I just don't know where it's at, bro. This nigga Akademiks was like, so if you're gonna do it for money, then have your girl fuck me
and having doing things.
Yes, bro. It was crazy though.
And real quick, doing things that you like to do for fun and turning that into like a pay structure thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't want to turn your fun things into the actual job. And that's like he enjoys running a train on his wife for free. But god damn. Somebody gonna hit that motherfucker.
I'm gonna kick that bitch.
Yeah, but he enjoyed running trains on his wife for free. It was cool during that time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
then she became his wife and niggas started asking him follow-up questions and reality kicks in. It's like, I'm never gonna be able to avoid this. There's a timestamp. Lord, I found this shit kind of funny. It just shows that like
from the full interview.
Yeah, they're like, I forgot it's not the full shit.
Yeah,
this that one guy. It might as well be the full.
Right. Can you go to? I really want to hear this part. See if we can find it. I'll just go back.
Keep playing on this, or
go to halfway between the reds.
All right. Oh, between here, halfway here.
Yeah.
It's revenue.
But it's not really about that. It's about making a product that could be respected within the community as well.
This is the area. This
product
is for sure.
I'm gonna go back 1 minute before that.
Yes, yes. He's propositioning for him.
For fun, you do it because it makes revenue.
No, I mean
Adam,
it's fun.
Hold on.
The same thing with us fucking other girls. It's both fun and it makes revenue.
No. But
same thing with doing podcasts.
But you
it's
said
fun and it makes revenue.
you said the majority is because it's making revenue.
Well,
you didn't say fun.
That's a big part of it. The reason why we do porn, we wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for the money.
He says he doesn't do it if it's not for the business. So here's my thing. If it's just business. I don't know who the fuck this other black Negro was. I guarantee if me and you fuck your bitch, we make more money. Why wouldn't you let me fuck your bitch?
I've seen your dick pics. Do you really want to get into this?
My nigga, hold on.
Do you want to see the guy that we worked with the other day? Okay. This thing is a fucking anaconda. This is high quality meat right here.
Hold on. So now he's about to gaslight everybody. At first he says he's revenue man. I'm telling him that will make more revenue than anything that you could possibly do.
It would be a freak show. Nobody wants to see that.
It doesn't matter. It would make me. You said it's revenue.
But it's not really about that. It's about making a product that could be respected within the porn community as well.
Wait.
You in there, it's going to be a fucking nightmare scenario.
Hold on. So I only bring that, and I'm leaving the ad.
Hear anything else about anything else for the rest of your life.
And I'm leaving the @hominems out of there because he's trying to gaslight me, and I'm such a professional.
I mean, I just have to be real. Like, there's a reason why you don't do porn, right?
No, Adam. I'm making a point to you to say, when you try to tell me I do this because of the revenue, and we don't do these things in our spare time, we do it just only for revenue. And I said, well, I have a situation, a scenario that would make you more revenue even than Jason, whatever the fuck that nigga was.
But it would ruin her reputation for the rest of her life, as well as yours.
Can you pause it? Hey, yo, that's Ak was hurt by that.
He was.
Because it's like,
look at his face.
Like his dick brings down bitches. You know how crazy that is?
Bro.
Like a man telling you that, like your dick would make my wife worth less.
Like, why would I pay production fees for you to nut fast?
And there's a point in this when Adam says, I literally have too much respect for my wife to ever let her fuck you.
Adam is right, because you got to think about, he's coming from the perspective like, nigga, yeah, I'm trying to make some money, but it's also art.
Yeah.
This is art.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
It wouldn't make sense to have you there.
Yeah, like, nigga.
Bro said it would be a fucking freak show.
Yeah.
But yo, you know what else I'm also sick of? I'm
crazy.
also sick of you niggas getting in front of Adam22 for the first time and asking him to fuck his wife. That shit is lame as fuck. Like, every dude who has sat in front of him, Akademiks doing it, Famous Richard, y'all niggas look goofy as hell. Like, it's just like, what kind of niggas are y'all to ask a nigga to, like, I'm not with that shit. That shit is gay as fuck.
You're right, it's lame. It's Adam's fault because he opened the door for that. And you gotta understand that, like,
but that's
like back in the day.
But that's one thing though. I'm talking about like, okay, like I know, like I've known people who let they bitch fuck other dudes, they open relationships, whatever like that. But it's different when you as a man is going to another man like, come on, gang, let me fuck your bitch. It's like, what? Like, what kind of niggas you?
It's
like,
weird.
These niggas are lame and weird to me, bro.
It's lame, but I think some of them niggas are being dead ass.
They are.
I think some of them niggas think that they have an end potentially. Like, yo, he lets niggas fuck.
I think them niggas are lame. I think they like.
They're lame. Fuck? They're definitely lame and corny, but it's Adam's fault. Like, this is what happens when you open that box. These are the side effects.
Jesus Christ.
Can you really? It's like, but you're kind of blaming the person. I don't know. I don't think it's Adam's fault.
It's Adam's fault.
Like,
because you can't blame Adam for the goofy nigga doing that.
That's like blaming a grape victim.
No, it's not the same thing because we're not talking about grape. So I don't know what that.
I mean,
was
the
for.
context is different, but
Adam didn't open the door to that.
People, yes, he did because people are going to be immature regardless of what you do. But if you give them ammunition like that.
But he didn't open the door to say, "Hey, I'm taking all suitors."
Yeah,
he didn't say that.
He didn't say that.
So it's not the same thing as somebody just deciding to make themselves a suitor every time he meets you.
I think it's lame, but you let a dude fuck your girl. That's what happened.
Yeah, but then
now you think people are gonna come up to him and ask him that if that whole debacle?
No, but now I know who you are and you're an idiot and like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I said, you're stupid, you're lame, but I blame Adam for allowing this to happen. You can't exploit your wife's pussy on the internet and then expect respect. Expect respect?
I get what you're saying.
Like, come on now.
I get what you're saying.
You put her pussy on live.
I get what you're saying.
And then you have the audacity to be. I get it. That's how people should be.
I get what you're saying.
People should be nice, but people aren't going to be nice.
Yeah, but
you saying
this is the real world that we live in, and you gave them
understand.
ammunition in front of a bunch of immature niggas.
I understand that, but it's still goofy.
Everything about this is goofy.
It's still crazy.
Everything about this is goofy.
Any man asking to fuck another man, I'm not asking no man for fucking shit.
Yeah,
let alone fuck his wife. Like,
it's weird.
Y'all niggas disgust me.
That
shit is disgusting to me. Even in a hypothetical, what the fuck is a hypothetical? I'm like, fuck a hypothetical. You know what I'm saying?
It's fucked up. But the thing is, like, the mentality of a nigga like that, it don't appear that you respect your wife. So why would I respect it to your face?
No, I don't.
I'm not trying to justify. I'm just saying this is what happens.
But I don't believe. But that's how you view it. I don't view people who let their wife fuck other guys as he doesn't respect his wife. I think they got some weird shit going on that I wouldn't do. But I don't think he doesn't have respect for his wife. I don't view it like that. That's how you view it because of how you view letting your girl go out and fuck other people.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like you would only do that to somebody that you have little respect for. But I don't think they view it that way. So I can't view it through that lens for them.
But to them, it's
know what I'm
like letting his girl go to the gym by herself.
Because I don't. Well, that's different. It's a bad
But yeah,
analogy.
so this nigga
They're not
so
supposed to
like
be the exact example
so
of their
this
metaphors.
nigga is out here campaigning to fuck Lena, but then at the same time, can you pull up that picture? The bitch Shy Glizzy is back. And this nigga Ak is chauffeuring this bitch around in his Maybach that he bought in the middle of his beef with Meek Mill.
Yeah.
I hope I touch this type of luxury.
How dare you? How dare you talk to a nigga about his wife?
Yeah, I want a petty car. Like, that's crazy. He bought a car just to beef with a nigga because that's his favorite shit.
I've never been in the backseat of a car so nice.
Yeah, he's actually
You haven't
chauffeuring her though.
There's-
She's not even in the
He's
front with
chauffeuring
him.
her.
She's in the back.
You're
with,
supposed to
with-
have a driver.
She's in the back with champagne glasses by herself. Fucking
Shay
comfortable ass
Glizzy.
slides, nigga. This shit looks crazy.
Nigga, there's airplanes that don't look that nice.
You know what? I blame Ak for this too.
Shay Glizzy's pimping needs to be studied.
This is Ak.
Yeah, no, I blame him.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I blame him. It's you.
He's the only one to be.
Look
playing.
at what he allowed. You set the tone. You
You got the
set the
nerve to
tone.
press other people.
But
That shit blows
That's
my
the
that's what
thing,
I'm
mind,
bro.
bro.
saying.
That's the
He's-
thing, bro.
You
That
set the
shit
tone
blows
for
my
how people
mind.
treat
Like,
you.
I can't believe that
And
shit.
those are the moments where I act. I'm like, can't even
Bro,
fuck
and
with
Adam
this nigga
even
right
said
now,
during
bro.
this thing, he was like, look, bro, he's like, I'm gonna be real. You acting oblivious, you continually to act like people aren't swingers or have open relationships, it's starting to feel like real immature. Like, are you just doing this for content at this point, or are you really flabbergasted?
And that's the
Like-
thing,
Like, what are
maybe-
you doing at this point?
like what Ak is going through is like simp and just like not manly. What Adam is going through is, like you said, swinger.
It's a lifestyle.
It's just
Lifestyle.
sex party
Lifestyle.
lifestyle,
Regular
which
shit.
is already like that lifestyle was set in stone. It's not normalized.
They already have a
but
community.
it's known about. It's a
Yeah.
community. Like you could go
Yeah.
on Reddit.
Yeah.
Like trust me.
He's not pioneering some new
No.
lifestyle
But
at all.
Ak, you're just letting a bitch abuse you.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
completely different, and that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
bro.
Like
Yeah.
it's a little bit different.
And he's not pioneering the lifestyle, but he is putting a popular face to it.
Who?
Who was the face of cucking before Adam22? You know what I mean? Who was the poster child for that brand? There was no famous cuck that we all knew about.
Which is part of the reason why he kind of put that on himself.
See? And that's what I'm saying. You gave niggas ammunition.
Yeah, possibly.
You gave them the ammunition. But I forgot what my other point was to that.
What was that? What was that?
Academics is still. Oh yeah, it's this the full episode.
No, I can get it though.
Yeah.
Go to 109.43.
1 second.
This just shows how gross Adam is. I thought it was funny.
You said 109.43.
Yeah.
Pop up.
Like I said, why don't you let me? And then there was a moment when he said, "I'm losing weight." I said, "Ugh, disgusting." You
Like that would
disgust
make
me.
it better, nigga.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. I can't believe you just said that shit.
Like he was a few pounds away from being
yeah,
on plug.
like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me,
Yeah.
bro? Like, you thought you was only 10 pounds away from
Hey,
getting on
come
Plug
on,
Talk
bro.
and dropping dick in Lena? What is this?
But
what is happening right now?
His mindset is still elementary.
Exactly.
You could tell even by his insults in his defense. Like
Yeah,
ideally,
dog.
you know, yeah, fuck it.
Burn, bro.
Maybe 8.
Worst STD ever caught.
I can't even tell the difference between gonorrhea and chlamydia at this point because they both kind of like affect you in the same way. And either way, you just go and you get an antibiotic, and they sometimes will stick a needle in your ass, and that's it. Like, I'm just used to powering through it. You're good like a week later.
You go to the express.
Well, actually, you feel better by like the end of the day. Like your dick doesn't have this weird like lumpy feeling in it. But then
The fuck?
by the like, you know, it's just like
Aren't you like scared like herpes and shit like that?
I feel like 800 girls in or whatever that I'm probably immune, right?
I mean, you probably got it. Like,
That's what I'm saying. That shit was funny. It's funny.
That's actually
Because
pretty
start
funny.
off with him asking, how many times have you been burned? He was like, I think like 9, 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
But once he said, I can't tell the difference between gonorrhea and chlamydia.
Nah, that's hilarious.
I was like, nigga, that sounds like rock bottom, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Do niggas even get chlamydia? What type of shit he on?
Anybody can get it. It's
you
STD.
fucking raw, nigga.
Yeah, anybody
you know
can
what
get
chlamydia
that.
is?
Anybody can get that.
Isn't it a UTI? I mean, STI?
That's what they. Yeah,
it's an infection. Not a disease.
Go, let's move on. Let's move on. Stop looking at me, Lord. What the fuck is wrong with you? Let's move on. Nigga say, yep.
All right, let's get over to.
I don't get it.
Let's do a. This won't be a long segment, but we got to cover Camp Gagnon. Camp Gagnon.
Yeah, shout out the boy Mark.
Mark owns the YouTube channel Camp Gagnon. And for those who don't know who Mark is the
white man for Flagrant.
The white man, the luxurious hair white man on Flagrant.
The white man on the boards for Andrew.
Yeah. So he has a podcast channel where he just does one-on-one interviews. The set is immaculate. And the conversation, bro, his podcast is good. It's always good. I never know who's there. Mm-hmm. They're always good. But he had VBoogie, and VBoogie is one of the people that, like, over the last 6 months to a year, I've been locked into all his Instagram and his YouTube shorts just because the nigga's funny.
Yeah, the reels and the sketches.
Yeah, and these are just like, I guess I'm gonna kind of run through two podcasts that is just, I just enjoyed the hell out of them just because
he's just cool.
They were just good podcast, like bro talk, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to this.
Two worlds clashing, just vibes, you know what I'm saying?
And like this nigga is actually talented. Like he's a videographer. He's like an amateur open micer or a stand-up comedian. I don't know.
Whoa. No, he's amateur. That's fucked up. He opens for Andrew Schultz, nigga.
A word.
Yeah. You talking about Gagnon?
Yeah, Mark Gagnon.
He's not amateur.
He's a stand-up for real. He's been doing this for a minute.
He's doing his thing.
Yeah. I must say amateur. That's disrespectful. We're amateurs, nigga.
The amateur was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
you gonna apologize?
I mean, he's probably been doing it for a long. Talent is always like
he's your elder in this game.
Of course. Have you like his shit?
I haven't seen the stand-up. I just know he doesn't. I know he's been doing it for a minute.
But yeah, let's watch this Sizzle intro just because it's gonna kind of go through. Bro, long story short, this whole thing. Actually, I'm gonna cover both of these podcasts in the same. But both of these podcasts that I'm about to cover, these are just some. You want to hear some bro talk, niggas vibing. It's funny, good chemistry between the host or the guest and the interviewer, and just overall, like, bro, these next two podcasts that we talk about are just. They have it. You know what I'm saying?
You feel like it's chef's kiss?
Fire.
Is that when you say pause? Is that a pause moment?
Yeah, definitely. You gotta say pause.
All right, so just give me an example. Like you do it, and then I'll say pause.
Well, I gotta do it.
But I'm just saying.
Look, you do it. Pause.
Oh, that's pause.
Yo, you do it.
Oh, okay.
Guaranteed in my head, you say, yo, you do it. That means get down on your knees and suck a
Whoa.
I don't know.
Hey, yo!
I don't know why.
So let's just practice. I'll say one, and then you just tell me if that's pause, okay? Right. Yo, I was just sucking that guy's dick.
That's gay.
So that's pause.
That's not even pause.
Okay.
That's gay.
Come on.
You talking dirty?
I've tried that. I'm not that good at it. And when you're married, it's like, how much more can I really add to this?
Nah, you switch it up. You add a little bit of flavor. I'll tell you a couple things you can say though.
I made a mistake one time. I accidentally called my girl bro. Bro, I take that.
You off beat.
That.
You gotta take that. Take that. Take that. Take that.
Oh, I'm gonna
Shit
try
like
that. Is that when you say pause? Is that a pause moment? And how was it linking up with Kai?
I know Kai for like 5 years.
What's the best advice that he gave you?
So yeah, I watched this whole thing. This shit was just good, bro. 2.5 hours. Boogie looked like he was about to fall asleep by halfway through, and then he got a second win.
Then he got a second win. Yeah.
Kind of bad.
Yeah. He was like, yo, I signed up for this shit.
But it was funny. I think it was maybe he wasn't about to fall asleep, but his posture just got so low. He was like behind the microphone.
It happens to me sometimes on this pod. We be doing 4 hours.
And then the other one.
Yeah, who's the other guest?
I haven't watched too much of
his guest repertoire. It's got a good variety.
Talking about Camp Gagnon?
Yeah,
it's always
I feel like he'll fuck around and get like a mob dude.
Oh yeah,
that could have went to Flagrant, but he just happened to go to Gagnon, and then he'll do like Cam Patterson from Kill Tony.
I enjoy Camp Gagnon more than Flagrant for sure. I think I get immediate I immediately enjoy it more than when I go to Flagrant. I feel Flagrant is a toss up for me.
This is definitely a more simpler process.
Yeah, because there's less going on.
It's less going on.
It's more focused.
It's easier to focus.
Yeah,
and probably more polished.
And there's nobody touching each other's knees, so that's always helps.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what to do if AJ grabbed my knee like that.
I wouldn't know what to do if my hand ended up on your I can't even wrap my mind around doing it.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy, dog.
So there was no tattoos on this.
Yeah, like, the fuck, like, what am I doing at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even wrap my mind around that shit.
Trying to fucking
Go to his page, and this isn't one of his highest viewed interviews. It's only got like 18,000 or whatever. But I like it because I like, which a lot. But like 13 days ago,
Chinese
it's at 70,
mobster.
though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Chinese mobster,
World War II expert. The real Tony Soprano, I think that's what it says.
Yep.
Oh shit, Casey Neistat.
Yeah, see, shit like that. And his interview, oh wait, no, I'm bugging. He actually went on Flagrant too. And that happens sometimes too. They'll have the same guest.
They get both of them.
But you get them in a different perspective because it's like, you know, it's one-on-one with Mark Gagnon.
Yeah, it's two different people, and he always knows like the direction. Shout out to Mark.
And his
and he's consistent with this shit.
Let's say he interviewed gay Andrew Schultz.
And his
that's his name?
Nah, Mateo.
Oh yeah. We watched that Mateo and Jesse Peterson on the car ride down to Atlanta. That shit was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
You said it like Mateo.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Mateo? And you're thinking about somebody else.
Yeah, you think about somebody else.
You're thinking about
Judge
it starts
Brown.
with an M.
Yeah.
The white dude.
The little boy. Yeah, with the accent.
He's like foreign. That's Mateo. That's gay Andrew Schultz.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
He's from the white
world.
What
does he do?
Gay comedian. I think. Yeah.
He's a comedian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's number one on my list of like bro feel good podcast. Pause.
Camp.
And it's white too. Shout out all the white.
And I like how you say that word? Simplicity.
Simplicity?
Yeah. I said he chose a simpler word, but
the set is fire as fuck too. The set, like it's in a camp. It's in a tent.
Yeah.
Like the shit looks fire as hell.
And Camp Gagnon, that sounds like a child TV show that I used to love or something.
Yeah.
Camp Gagnon.
Yeah.
Like Camp Laszlo. That's
Camp
what it sounds
Laszlo.
like.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so
sounds like I thought say most camps you just put the last name and it is what it is.
All right, so then the second podcast is the 𝔓𝔦𝔑𝔓𝔦𝔑, a safe space. So I went down a rabbit hole because when they don't have any, I think I might like a safe space podcast more when no guest. Because Mitch and Yachty together, 10 out of 10.
Just them riffing.
It doesn't get any better than that, but I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga Mitch, just off of like 3 podcasts that I watched back to back, I'm like, this nigga's in my top. He might be in my top 10 or top 5 of just like
podcasters.
Bro, he be flowing, bro. He be flowing. You know what it is with him too?
I about to say, just say you enjoyed this episode. That might be too soon, my nigga.
I watched more than one episode though. I watched like 3 back to back, and this nigga was hitting. They're always good.
What does he do well?
He's in his top 3. But what about?
Not I said top 10. I think what he does well is the fact that he's so close to A-list friends and relationships, but he's a regular nigga still.
Okay.
So that's what makes him funny as shit.
Okay.
Is this the clip?
He's the everyman.
This is the clip
in Hollywood.
from Explains What It's Like Fucking White Girl.
Okay, yeah, shout out to Mitch, man.
Yeah, this is a clip of him just explaining what it was like when he fucked.
That's what Maul used to be, right? Or was supposed to be?
Bro,
the everyman with connections?
Maul was never that.
I have no idea.
She might copyright strike us if we try to figure
Mitch
it out.
is funny as shit though. And because they've known each other for a little bit.
Yeah.
And Mitch's position as like in Yachty's life is weird. I don't know if it's like an A&R or like a managerial type of position. I don't know like their relationship, but
This is still the most interesting piece of furniture I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I forgot the designer name, but it's
the
like
fact that he's sitting in it at the top too. I was like, I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that was the seat up there.
Yeah.
Bro, everywhere is a seat. You
Yeah.
can sit on the
It's
in the
so
middle part
crazy.
on the bottom. You can lay
How
down.
yeah, that shit is crazy.
It's sturdy.
you know them shits be like $13,000 to like $20,000, right?
I'm not surprised.
It should be crazy.
Niggas are rich.
I wonder how hard it is to
Oh
assemble
yeah,
too.
but this episode was the Art of Hate, part 1 and part 2.
They literally
And I love
opened it up.
I love a good hating session. You know what I'm saying?
They
This-
opened it up with hating.
Bro, this nigga was on a fucking roll, nigga. Oh, that shit was funny. He was like, nigga, like, I be hating. Like, nigga, you just bought like a $100,000 chain. I was like, why the fuck did he need that? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
just hating on some regular shit. But yeah,
Yeah.
this is him explaining what it was like when he fucked his first white girl.
I do not love white people. I hate them. But in a good way, though, like in a positive way.
How many white women have you slept with?
1, and it was cold inside. I never did it again after that. No, dead ass. It was hidden, but it was so cold in there. It's like I was shivering inside of that shit.
It was cold.
She's like, oh, you come too fast. You come too fast. I'm like, look, I had to get out of there. That shit was a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I've definitely had more.
And I did it unprotected, and it was in New York. I remember that day. And it was in your hotel room. And I didn't use no condom. Just scarred from that. I ain't had sex with a white girl since then.
Damn.
No, I'm lying. I did it again in Australia. Fuck. And then I heard him go in the restroom and ask the girl. He's so weird. I heard him ask the girl, like who did it better? She's like, you know, it was you. I'm like, whatever. Fuck. Like, whatever. I wasn't trying to outperform him. I guess the whole time he's trying to outperform. I wasn't trying to outperform you, nigga.
Dude, too. I would never in my life.
And it's funny.
I didn't know it was a competition.
That shit funny because he said it like if he would have known it was a competition.
Nigga. Bro, this episode, the Art of Hating Part 1 and Part 2, it was almost like it was really Mitch's episode. It was just him to rant. And this was a vent session for him.
Yeah.
Because he was just going through shit. And it was just, Yachty would ask the simplest question, and he would just rant for like 2 to 3 minutes on that shit, and it was hilarious the whole time.
That's what happens when you're talking to a nigga named Mitch. I've never met a boring Mitch.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like, they're all
money-making Mitch.
He's got his own brand. They all got their own type of quirk to them.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
They're always an interesting character.
Yeah.
I'm about to say.
You can't, that's not a wasteful name.
Nah,
no.
You got to have some charisma for that.
Go to Instagram and go to a safe space Instagram. They just posted a clip of R. Kelly about R. Kelly. Bro, this nigga is crazy, dog. I'm like,
Who, R. Kelly or Mitch?
Mitch talking about R. Kelly, but it was hilarious because I was like, I can't believe he just said that shit. Like, with confidence.
Who the fuck
is that her old self right there?
Yeah, I was about to say.
The hell?
I don't know.
I hope that's not true.
I should have just Googled it. It's not just a safe space?
Try just go to Yachty.
Yeah, let's see if he's vertically integrated. Little boat.
Oh, well, that's not his
Yeah,
real
no,
shit.
that's definitely a fan page.
Yeah.
Little boat.
Yeah, Yachty's getting, you know.
Shout out to a safe space though. What type of? I can't remember the last interview that they even had up there.
They said they got some. Oh yeah, it was Umar. They said they got some shit in the tuck.
Oh, it was V's.
Click that second one. I
This
feel
one
like
right
it's that second one.
This one?
Yeah, I can't tell really, but click it just to see.
I got you.
Yeah, you commented.
Oh, Lucas.
Johnny Lucas is a black person.
Oh,
Action Bronson, Lil
my
Dicky,
comment went
Post
up in this
Malone.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't fuck with none of them niggas.
Oh, my nigga Macklemore.
Macklemore.
I fuck with Macklemore. That's my nigga. He got
You're
me.
lying. Look, I know it's your homeboy now, but you're lying, bro. You don't
No,
fuck with Macklemore.
I fuck with Macklemore.
No, you don't, bro.
Yes, I do.
Name 5 songs.
I said I fuck with Macklemore.
The other person. So we're not talking about that. I can name 2 white people. I'm talking about rappers. It's crazy because if you read that whole list, you can't name 5 songs from none of them niggas. Name 5 Machine Gun Kelly songs. Name 2. Them niggas suck, bro.
Oh, Steve-O, I'm a wild boy. Steve-O, I'm a wild boy remix.
Bro, them niggas suck, bro. I'm not even on no racist shit, nothing like, bro. I don't know none of them niggas songs.
All right, go back to go left to the first one. This is the one, the R. Kelly one. This shit had me rolling laughing.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. They need to start making new laws too. Like, I feel like if you make a song so good, then there's certain shit you should be able to get away with. I'm still thinking about Michael Jackson because he made Thriller. So I feel like once you made
he
Thriller,
definitely got away with it, nigga. Michael Jackson never seen a jail cell when he touched kids.
Because you think he weird.
I'm not how weird I think he is. People should listen to R. Kelly.
See, the thing with R. Kelly is this is where it started to get kind of complicated. Because R. Kelly made I Believe I Can Fly, right?
It's a good song.
So damn, technically by the law that I'm inventing, he should not be judged. But it's like, that nigga's on camera. See, now that's the thing though. That nigga's on camera peeing on a bitch.
Yeah.
That's where the shit get canceled out.
But is that weird?
To pee on a bitch?
Yeah.
When she underage.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you're on camera peeing on
this
underage
nigga
bitch.
is
Like,
this nigga's
no song can really
unhinged, my
save you.
nigga.
But Michael Jackson, we ain't never really seen nothing for real. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They need
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna be real. This episode was so gnarly. I don't know how much longer. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Like Yachty's homies gonna be like, hold the fuck up.
He's a liability.
Yeah,
Yachty too famous to just be rolling with this nigga Mitch.
That's why I enjoy them together because somebody that high up, you gotta. That's a nigga. You gotta have a nigga that keep it real like that, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how it is with a lot of these podcasts. With like, with a @Mike that's a celebrity and the 𝐵_Mike is the real personality.
The human.
Especially with these basketball podcasts, it's a lot more of a.
It is a lot more.
But they're smart too because basketball niggas are known for not having personality anyway.
Yeah.
So they really need somebody that's like the common man, like you know,
their whole life is basketball.
Somebody to do the brunt work too, like
pretty much.
Paul George got shoot around. Like, he can't be doing thumbnails and worried about captions.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah, those are my two podcasts and just enjoyable listens for this week.
Shout out that nigga Mitch. You know, I like his deposition.
Yeah, I fuck with Mitch. All right, let's get over to Club Shay. The man that seals.
Yeah, we got to keep it nice. She's slow, so.
And she's a black woman. Whoa.
Don't say nothing mean.
And she's a black woman.
About the big R community.
And as a black woman, I feel like, you know, you handle those the best. So you should probably just leave.
Yeah, kick us off, man.
Yeah, kick us off. Like, you know, we got to extend them a certain amount of grace because they are one of the most unprotected creatures.
Creatures is crazy.
And
man.
I don't even. Whoa!
You know what I mean?
I'm not even gonna.
So basically, spiritual beings. We're beautiful creatures.
Yeah, I bet, nigga.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait.
When have you used creature as a negative connotation?
Oh my god!
When
you
I
just
think
called
of
him a creature.
when I think of Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, when I think of a ghoul.
Oh, you asshole! Creatures are creations.
But she is a beautiful soul who's been through a lot of pain. I didn't know what to expect because after everything had already came out about it,
so many
after
clips
I watched,
right.
I had already had some
It went so
thoughts
viral before you even went into it.
and so I'm like, okay, like I guess I'm just gonna find the moment where he spoken out of turn or like,
and then she
just went
flipped
crazy
from there. Yeah, right.
And that's kind of what happened. But you had watched it before and you had kind of told me about it. You were correct.
Yeah,
like they were both in the wrong. But Shannon was doing too much.
Really?
Too much?
You gotta understand
at the beginning until she flipped.
At the beginning until she flipped.
Yeah.
If I invite somebody over, like there's a certain level of humbleness. It's a certain way you have to act to where like he was trying to be a journalist instead of an interviewer. You get what I mean? Like he's trying to actually
what's the difference?
He's actually can I talk? He's actually trying to like. Okay, so that happened, but could you see it happening it this way, or you like? What about if you look at it from this perspective? It's like none of that was really necessary. Like him trying to question what she went through, how she took it. It's not necessary.
Okay.
Necessary. You get what I mean? Okay. So I get where she's coming, especially like it's like. Knowing her,
and it wasn't even a whole lot of them. It was like, in particular, at the beginning, it was two specific stories to her, like her childhood, the childhood experience of the racist thing in the room. Like, this is how you took it. Like,
so basically, it was one situation where the good old, you know, talking too much in class. Her parents get called. They ended up going down there.
Yeah,
and she's
correcting the teacher.
Correcting the teacher thing, and Shannon said, you know, well. You know how adults are when kids talk. Like, are you sure it was about race? You know what I mean? Like, are you sure it just wasn't about woody whoop whoop or whatever the fuck you said?
Did you think that was a valid point that he brought up? Children are correcting adults.
Yes, but was it necessary?
It might not have been valid because of the context of what was happening with her and her being the only black person,
and how
her being this or whatever,
and how she brought it up is certain.
Whose job is it to explain the context of your trauma?
She did explain the context.
Was that before or after?
Before.
She explained
the context prior to, and then he came in with that. And so the thing is, once she got triggered, though, it started to turn into, I see why she's hard to work with. Like it turned into me. Also not liking her.
Exactly.
Even though he started
it was the craziest kind of shit. And that's my thing.
It was weird.
I don't go around expecting people to just understand the nuances of things that trigger me or my traumas or things that have happened to me. So even if I explain it to you and it's like you say, well, let's look at it this way. That shouldn't. Should that destroy you?
And another thing,
that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like you know how you feel about what you went through. Another person's perspective is that shouldn't shut you down.
But there is the thing where I correct you on something that you've done with me in a moment, and then you do that same thing the very next moment again, and now I'm like, nigga, didn't I just tell you about how this is supposed to go?
To what you said the other day, like if I'm venting to you, I don't need you to tell me like if I'm wrong in my venting. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, just listen to me vent in the context of this. Because it's not like she was venting. She was actually kind of just telling the story.
She was venting.
She was, I don't know though. Like if I come to you and I'm venting, but I'm really tripping. You know what I mean? Like I'll tell you the story, you do the science like Danny, and it's like, nigga, but it don't really add up that way.
But it's also like, it was her. And another thing, I think Shannon knew of her and met her, and another thing, he knew what to expect. That's kind of why he was trying to get in front of it, because he's heard these things about her. He's probably met her before. He's probably
she's the one that actually set it up.
Because
exactly
he was speaking like he has a prior context or just like overall knowledge of how she could be as a person. So it was a lot of things where it's like, nah, you might be interpreted like this. He spoke like he knew her.
It didn't feel like
personally.
And it's not even conversations that they had. There were like hit pieces that were written about her across like articles and platforms where it's like people were taking the time, journalists were taking the time and writing actual articles saying she's hard to work with.
A lot of journalists was like taking the time out, and
like 5 big black media ones like Essence and all this other shit like that.
To your point, Lauren, like I feel you. Like I started to not like her too. But at the same,
it was weird because I started feeling like she's on the spectrum. I was like, you know what? She might be.
She's on the spectrum.
She is.
She's on the spectrum.
I can see it low key,
and you can see it in her eyes. Like it's a certain thing that happens. Like at first, it just felt like she was, being animated and performing. But it's like she kind of looks at you like to see if her point landed.
Like the people who we visibly can see are on the spectrum act a certain way when certain actions are taken toward them, and they do that same reaction every time. And her shit, it might be something kind of like that. And I'm not trying to give her out because she still was on some shit where I'm like,
nah, she was still.
But I can see if it's true.
And it wasn't like the best interview, but there was the point of no return around like 20 minutes when she just stared at the nigga with like her fist on her chin.
Yeah.
Because it's like she just accepted like, okay, this is happening. I literally just told this nigga what I went through. And like you could tell like her gut was like,
because she thought she was walking into a safe space and she thought she was going to be able to, but she felt like he didn't give her a fair chance.
But it was weird because he was actually apologizing in that moment.
He was.
You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, this is an interview, and sometimes I'm going to say how I feel about what you're saying.
True.
This is my platform.
True.
No, but it's different.
I don't know. So this is how I feel about the whole thing. I feel like Amanda Seales is the problem, obviously. And I don't think Shannon Sharpe did anything wrong. Again, in the beginning, I didn't think there was anything wrong with him asking her to see it from a different perspective. I think her combativeness to him trying to have a conversation was ridiculous. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, we're having an interview, but this is also like a podcast, and you're closed off to having a conversation. He realized within the first 15, 20 minutes, oh, you just came on here because you just want to vent to me?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Like, I didn't sign up for that. I have a job to do too. And if now that you and I can't even have a exchange conversation and you just really came here to fucking vent, we're already starting off on a bad foot because what's my purpose of being here?
I don't know if that's fair though. Cat and them just did the same thing.
I've always said it as a joke. But it's being proven true on this podcast. It's hard to tell a black woman something she doesn't already agree with.
Well, look, so back to Shannon Sharpe and Kat.
That's
the same shit.
Shannon Sharpe and Kat, they literally did the same thing. Like he was just
Amanda Seales.
Nigga was just venting. And like,
but I'll tell you exactly what the biggest difference was. The biggest difference was Cat Williams was going up there to correct everybody that came up there and had negative stories about him to prove them wrong. Amanda Seales was going up there to combat her likability into the complete opposite.
Aren't those negative stories about her though?
Same thing.
No, because people weren't going up to Club Shay to say Amanda Seales is a bitch. Amanda Seales did this to me. They were specifically doing that to Cat Williams.
Hey.
He was literally going up there to refute the lies that were said in the same seat that he sat on.
That's a different comparison.
Completely. Amanda Seales is going up there to combat
what everybody across the world was saying.
What the world is saying.
On all
she was
news.
fighting the industry,
Yeah.
and then she showed us why she's hard to work with, and she is a problem.
How many drops of like Monique syndrome did you count in there?
Oh God,
You know,
they're both the
it's
same.
a certain mentality.
They're both the same.
It's a certain like I don't know.
I avoid both of those women, just like that.
There's a
Straight
certain
up.
because it's funny, right? Like there's a certain way you probably have to be to get to that level, right? Like just
talking about in terms of likability.
Just
confidence. You talking about
confidence in the way you act, like the vigorness to like how you go about doing shit. And I don't think what Amanda does or how she acts is any different from like any other of these crazy successful motherfuckers. Like everybody's pretty much kind of has their own crazy. Because Cat Williams is fucking crazy too.
For sure.
He's fucking crazy too.
For sure.
He might actually be.
Some people are more accountable than others.
Cat Williams had a conversation, though.
And so it was a conversation. I get what you're saying. She was venting a little bit more, and I do feel like Shannon could have helped steer the conversation outside of her just venting and like actually trying to have a conversation. Because there was points in time where like there's two ways you could take this. You can fight or you can expand. He chose the fight a lot of times instead of trying to expand the conversation and taking it farther. As far as like asking specifically what was going on in the classroom or like specific questions instead of going straight to, shit. Grown folks do grown folks thing.
Hindsight,
it's not even a
hindsight is 20/20 with that though, because technically with the question that he asked, it was an expansion of the overall conversation. Like, hey, maybe it was this instead of that. Problem is, she was just too closed off to anything.
But hold on,
She tricked y'all.
I can tell she got them. She got them.
It's not even that.
First of all, we're having a conversation. Don't say she got that. That means y'all losing. That means y'all losing.
We're still conversing.
Exactly.
And I'm saying I had to take myself out of it and try to look at it completely objective. I had to like sit down and be like, I don't know who this is. I just want to listen for a second and try to be objective. And he actually started the combative nature of the stuff.
Did.
He started being combative when I'm telling you my memory, nigga. I'm telling you a memory.
Literally.
And you're going to be combative about my memory? It's like, that's not the same thing as having a conversation.
Let's be honest.
If we're gonna have a conversation, we can expand. We can even disagree within conversation. But I'm telling you a memory and something that may have happened within a memory for me at this moment. And I'm trying to tell you what happened in the past, and you're telling me, but it was this though. And I'm like, well, here's how it happened to me in the past.
And it's
like if I wrote a book in my story and you read my book and you were like, I read that in your book, but come on, like it was.
And like I said,
just because it's your memory doesn't mean that you have the accurate assumption on what happened.
Right.
But how can you? How can you? If it's not, how can you?
But listen,
he didn't assume that. He just
Lord.
asked the question.
He just asked.
But him asking the question was offensive.
So here's the thing, though. A question can be a conversational piece, but there's also questions that come off in a defensive manner toward the other person that you're trying to portray as your. You know what I'm saying? Like
now
if I
we
say
have
somebody
to play the clip because the tone of the question that he asked
was not like
was
that.
real, just on some like, hey Amanda, like do you think it could have been? He's not a mean guy.
And I was about to say,
he doesn't
and on
say
top
anything
of that,
like nigga, bitch, I want no racism. What are you talking
I was about to say,
I'm not-
on top of that, like let's think about all the Shannon outside of Amanda Seales. Shannon Sharp has never really had the energy of combative.
Did he ever
do that.
Did he
He
question?
barely asked follow-up questions.
Bro.
It doesn't mean aggressive in nature of question. It just means the question that was asked after what was posed before.
And it's not necessarily. And Shannon. First of all, Shannon's a gentleman. It's never going to be tone.
Yeah, it's never that.
It's never going to be
not
like
tone. It's not
like,
that.
Like Amanda, what the fuck?
But she replied to him with that energy.
And that's why I said
because there was a lot of nuance that he kind of started. Like, think about this. Okay. What could have been the purpose to that question? What was he trying to find? What was the other side of the coin that could have led to?
Where are we leading to?
Yeah. What
It was to see.
I think overall,
what it was him hearing what he heard about the industry.
Yep.
And him trying.
We don't know what he knows.
Let me talk.
We don't know what he knows.
Let me talk. And him trying. You already know where I'm going, but him trying to find out for himself.
You're saying his questions were shaped based off of things that he heard already.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Potentially.
But I did start this off with they were both in the wrong.
Yes.
When this whole
and I said the same shit. And I remember I said the same shit.
They're both in the wrong, but Shannon isn't some type of like nigga who just didn't do nothing. Like, no, you know who you're talking to because you heard these stories. You've heard how crazy she is.
Shut the whole world has.
Literally.
Yeah.
And whether it was true or not, whether the journalist was lying, whether they were just, making the story bigger.
Yellow journalism.
Making the story bigger than what it is.
It's his job to have her in there and not have her feel any of that.
The thing is, though, I feel like even us in our interview career, somebody has probably said something on the show, and we've been like, nah, man, what if it was like that? Like, that happens.
But
I feel like
because you're having a conversation.
Like it's not combative to be challenged on your perception.
No, it's not.
That's not combative.
If let's say if I told a story and I was like my theme of my story was racism, but instead of like I don't even know.
I have the perfect example, actually.
What's up?
Please.
Remember when I went to that thrift store in Raleigh and I was like, bro, I'm not spending no money here because my service was bad. And he was combating my entire point.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what kind of service do you want? Do you want top class service? Like, sound like you're being spoiled. Like, you were more, like, you were doing more than, but we were having a conversation, but your position was more of combative to my experience there than even Shannon Sharp's.
And that was actually combative because, like, at a certain point, you're not trying to understand. You're just trying to kind of make fun of what's going on in the situation.
No, I wasn't trying to make fun. Look, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, right, you're the interviewer. There's a certain amount of grace
Podcaster too.
And podcasting.
Because this is a podcast.
This is a podcast.
Which are conversations, not rant sessions.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't rants. And if we're being honest, everybody that comes on that show rants because all he does is wait until they stop talking. Bro. All right, next question. That's so everybody rants. So let's not like act like not everybody gets on that fucking show.
We're being completely objective,
what are you
bro.
talking about?
60% of the guests on Shay are ranting, and he's saying quips and one-liners and shit like that.
Ranting is different.
Ranting.
Ranting has a certain connotation. That means you were just rambling, talking about things that I haven't asked you.
You're emotionally unhinged.
You're all over the place.
Maybe not rant. Maybe not rant.
If you're expounding for a long wind on something I've asked, that's good for an interview. I'm not supposed to be talking as much as you. You're my subject.
But wait, I'm not supposed to say.
I'm not supposed to be talking as much as you. Like, ranting is when you just rambling on some random shit that I didn't even ask you.
So
but if I ask you a question and you're answering it for 5 minutes, that's a good interview.
But what I'm saying,
but it's also a part of like Shannon's job to control the ship.
You can't control Amanda. You try to control Amanda, she's going to lose her mind.
He could have controlled her.
He could have controlled her. She was hard to work with.
He could have controlled her.
After watching how it expired, like I can see how that comes.
But he didn't talk to her. He didn't talk to her like a older elder. You know what I mean? Like a fucking
Listen, Lord, this is
Amanda got y'all.
Lord,
I promise you, I was being completely objective. I promise.
The thing is, you guys keep cutting her slack.
Right.
You keep saying, like, in the same breath that you say Shannon was being combative, you also say, I can see how she was hard to work with. So where's the inverse to where it's like, you kind of see from Shannon's perspective what's going on here?
Because
we do media, nigga.
Because look here, I think everybody else's perspective got y'all. I think y'all are thinking about everybody else who said that she's hard to work with, and that shit made you look at the interview a certain way. I'm trying to sit down and literally just trying to take it completely fresh. Like I'm just like, okay, how is this? Because I'm feeling the cringe of the moment, and I'm like, what started this moment? I went back because I'm like, what started this moment? Why is there cringe?
And y'all forgetting
real quick, but Lauren, you in the same breath that you say she's hard to work with, you just leave it at that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It doesn't ever go past.
Because what I'm gonna say about her being hard to work with is I could see it being like she makes it hard for herself now after she's combated with certain things that realistically being combated. No. Wait, you're not letting me finish.
Let him talk.
Let you finish.
Yo, Tony, my nigga.
What you're
Chill.
I lost
You
it,
just
bro.
literally interrupted me.
I literally lost it. I don't even have it. It don't matter, bro. I lost it. I don't got it no more. It
Because
don't even
think
matter,
about AJ. Did you hear what he just said?
Look,
I never heard
nigga,
niggas cop so many pleas for a person.
You didn't hear what I said, nigga. I didn't finish. You didn't hear what I said.
That's what
I
I'm
didn't
saying.
finish,
Tony,
nigga.
Tony,
The fuck?
my nigga, you
Shout
didn't
out
let
to
him
black
finish.
women.
Nigga, what
You
you
didn't let
talking
him
about?
finish, and now you're doing. Come on, dog.
Nah.
But seriously, on a real note, like we said, right? I started this off with saying they are both in the wrong. They are both in the wrong.
same shit.
But at the same time, right? It's
But you're
I'm
putting
not-
more blame on one person.
You have to give her
That's
grace. You have
literally
to
what
give.
they're doing.
No, you have to. I'm giving her the most grace because as the interviewer, it's your job to know your guests, to kind of feel the vibe of the room and not create a problem like this.
I'm glad.
And also,
the vibe of the room.
back to her, like, you know, being difficult to work with. She's slow. And then what did I say? We have to give her grace.
Yeah.
But not.
I don't have to give her grace.
No, you don't.
I don't
She's
like
a
nobody.
grown- she's an adult.
Everybody cutting Shannon slack.
And on top of that,
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
on top of that,
everybody
you were
is just-
saying you have to feel the vibe in the room. The vibe in the room, which we learned on this podcast,
Yeah.
is that she wouldn't shake his hand or give him a hug on entry.
She wouldn't shake his hand.
That didn't. Shaking my hand.
Who's being combative?
Bro, off the rip, we haven't even
like. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
We saw them formally shake hands and hug an hour and a half into the 3-hour podcast, or 2 hours into the 3-hour podcast.
Y'all are crazy. Lauren was just about to say, man, she was a woman. She was on a menstrual cycle. She was going through an emotional
I don't even
period
want to
of
hear none of them
time.
goddamn jokes, nigga. You ain't give me no
You
chance to
go
speak,
through
so you
emotional-
shut that shit up.
you didn't give him a chance to
You didn't give me
speak.
no chance,
That was rude.
nigga.
That was
So I
rude.
don't
But
even want
you
to hear that.
heard what I heard, and I heard
No,
a
you
bunch
didn't
of
hear
popping
anything. I didn't
pleas.
finish. I didn't finish nothing.
You don't even give AJ grace like
Nigga,
that.
I didn't finish nothing. Nigga, I didn't finish anything. Nigga, I don't want to hear it. I didn't finish nothing. You can move on from that.
That was rude, and I feel like you should apologize. That was rude. He had a point.
I apologize.
I ain't never seen y'all team.
He had a
I've
point.
never seen that, bro. That's honestly the grossest shit that's ever happened.
He had a point.
That's the
Y'all
grossest
right-
shit that's
y'all-
ever happened.
no, y'all right
Y'all
now-
are crazy.
No,
Yeah,
no,
and
y'all
I'm
right
the
now.
whole
this-
lover.
No, look,
And
look,
I'm the whole lover.
Whatever, nigga.
But look how you are.
Tone. This moment right now is when we play 2-on-2, and they both put jerseys on.
And they both put
Whatever,
that great
dog.
takes on, nigga.
Whatever,
That's
nigga.
what just happened.
Nah,
Realistically, Tone, I had a point I was getting to, and I can't even. What was the question you asked me, AJ? Because I'm trying
Bro.
to see if I remember this. I don't want to hear from you
Hold
right
on,
now.
I'm about to apologize. God damn, nigga.
But look how you're.
But actually,
look how you're
I
yelling
stepped
at him.
on you, so you step on my apology. You just won't get it. That's fair.
That's
And
fair. That's fair.
Let me bring up.
But
I
no
was trying to-
shit,
I
I
was
will
just-
apologize for stepping on it.
It's cool.
But I
It's
couldn't
cool.
hear it
It's
because you were about to cop so many bullshit pleas.
It was
that I
see,
was
that's
about
what I'm
to-
talking about.
I was
I
about
said,
to
what do
throw
you
up.
mean, bro? You can't come with an apology and do that.
Listen, I saw your setup. I
Nigga,
see
you
the
didn't
punchline.
know where I was
The
going.
punchline
It was
is.
about to get disgusting.
Yo,
It was about
you
to
don't
get
know where I was
disgusting.
going. Y'all
It was
didn't
about to-
honestly-
No, bro.
Wow.
No, bro. You didn't know where I was going. You had no idea where I was
One
going.
more thing, and there's another point. There's so many moments where she's out of control, out of pocket. Do y'all remember the LA party? First of all,
It went off the rails afterwards.
In this
Yeah.
3-hour,
Yeah.
Off the rails.
it was off the rails the whole time.
No.
There wasn't harmony until an hour and a half into the podcast because they didn't even shake hands until an hour and a half into the podcast. She had no respect for him going in.
I'm
period.
blaming it on
But
that.
she had zero respect.
You can speak to
then
that.
Then on top of that, it just these stories she's telling. Then she moves over to the Issa Rae story. She starts talking about that Hollywood, that black party. Nigga, they done turned you away at the door 3 fucking times. Take your ass home. Then you keep letting these people tell you, oh no, don't go home. Then you go inside and you're in this building getting escorted out. Nobody protected you. It's like, bitch, they didn't want you there. Why are you in places where nobody wants you at? And then causing a scene and try to push this story on us like
Having the audacity to accept protection.
They were so rude to me, and they had two big white men. They try to tell you 3 times before you even actually got in the building.
Literally.
You're not welcome here.
It's sad.
Go home. Niggas, look, just because it's a black party, niggas don't like niggas either. So, bruh, you only have to tell me half a time I'm not invited.
Facts.
I'll never come back. I'll never fuck with you again.
Nigga, it is that easy.
It's half of a time.
true.
And it's honestly,
So you went all the way in there.
facts.
You got turned away 2 to 3 times,
facts.
went in there, and then had the nerve to have a last stand. to where niggas security had to get the fuck out of
facts.
here.
Yeah,
We don't care about the protection at this point. You doing this to yourself. We don't care, bro.
And that's the buzzword right there. And that's the shit that Monique does that I really don't like.
Yeah, man, either. Yeah.
Obviously, right, we love black women. Like, this is a real moment.
No, yeah,
we
for real,
obviously love black women. We all came from black women.
That's not the conversation.
Stop talking. We want to protect black women. But what some black women do is hide behind that guise of, we're the most underappreciated, underdeserved.
Most disrespected.
A lot of that is true. But some of these women are hiding under it to just hide their bullshit.
Yeah.
And it gets niggas passionate.
No, it's not even that,
And
bro.
on top of that, let's talk about her behavior post-interview. Not only were you rude the entire 3 hours and just use this as a ranting session to not combat the whole likability thing, then you start slamming this nigga on social media. Afterwards, you in your bed, hair fucked up, just like, what are you doing right now,
And
bro?
what did Shannon do? Shannon went on Nightcap with Gilbert Arenas and Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah.
Which, real quick side note, that shit is funny as fuck.
That combination,
I feel
combination is like that.
I feel like it's Shannon Sharp's like ego, super ego, and id, just all in one thing.
They're so perfect for him
That's
because
all it is.
Because it's like, bro, they're really perfect. Because we know everybody has to play the game, and Shannon, you that nigga, don't say none of this, but you facilitate us. We gonna speak for you.
Yeah.
That like all of them equal his voice.
It's just like it's all
perfect.
his psychology.
It's perfect.
But on there, he went on and he was still graceful about it. He was like, I know what I did. Got to do this right. We'll do it. Just look at how they're acting after the fact.
But you hear that though? He said he know what he did, but I don't even want to talk about that.
I never said nobody was wrong.
But here's the thing: like both of them were in the wrong, right? And I agree with that. As after the initial hiccup, it went off the rails. It was egregious. She was doing all that shit. I agree with everything y'all just said. I just don't like how y'all can't separate all of that from the initial moment. Like the initial moment,
let's watch
the initial moment. We can kind of say some of that was on Shannon. The initial. That's my only argument. That's my only argument. The rest of it being like her. That's why I said afterwards. I was like, she kind of hard to work with because of how she does things after the fact.
And,
you know what I'm saying? How she does things after the fact is what I think makes her hard to work with.
And
you know
I
what
feel
I'm saying?
like the initial moment is when she didn't greet him properly.
and that
That's
we didn't
the
even
initial moment.
we didn't even see that on
We don't
camera.
know what that looked like.
We don't know what that looks like. That's true.
But that's
That's
now
true.
the initial
That's true.
moment,
We don't know what that
which
looks like.
makes her wrong first.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
also, like we've all been around some girls that were a little slow. We know how they act in social settings, my nigga.
Please,
like, let's just play.
Please.
I went from shit went left after this moment. That's the clip I clicked on.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is 17 minutes.
17 minutes in.
Yeah, let's just save 1740. Let's go to the beginning.
Okay.
She is a young person. Do you know how disgusting that is? And that your hornball.
Get past the
I forgot he's got that
music and
shit. I don't know how he got that Nipsey clearance.
My life,
I doubt we do.
Right. No.
They're gonna call us hard to work with.
Right.
Shay, I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay. The lady that's stopping by for conversation on the drink today is a multi-talented, prolific comedian, actress, writer, producer, director, TV host, syndicated radio host, author, podcaster, DJ, rapper, singer, poet, media personality, performer, cultural commentator, content creator, an industry veteran, social media star, NAACP Image Award nominee, hip-hop scholar, entrepreneur, CEO, a philanthropist, an activist, a Renaissance woman. She calls herself a common sense specialist, the people's favorite truth teller, or truth translator, as she prefers to call herself. She says what folks are actually thinking. Welcome to the show, Miss Amanda Seales.
You ran it down.
How was that? I mean, so how was the intro? Did I leave out anything?
That was the best intro I've ever had in my life.
You like that?
That was fabulous.
Because you was a little worried. I mean, when you came in, you was like,
Baby, I wasn't worried.
You was like,
oh, you don't know.
You like, you're so formal. Why you
That's not worry. That's me trying to welcome you. That's not me saying. That's not
how
me.
you welcome me in my own house.
No, because I know that I have a lot of energy when I come into a space, and people will be like, oh, it's a lot of. So I have been trained over the years to try to make people feel comfortable.
Okay.
So that's what I'd be trying to do.
Well, I like to.
She's been trained over the years to make people feel comfortable.
No. She said, I was trying to welcome you. He said, how can you welcome me in my
house.
space? What are we talking about?
Bro, like,
and
listen,
we can't forget she wouldn't shake or hug him on entry.
Who thinks like that?
What the fuck fuck are we talking about
You
right
get what
now?
I'm saying?
Somebody
It's
with
bad
autism.
This is bad already.
But and like Lauren, I apologize again because
That's all
that
good.
is rude.
You're
But it's
good.
just like you were about to defend that.
Yeah, but I'm not defending this moment.
Say that
but that's the thing.
You can't say that. That
That's the
means
thing.
nothing.
You guys are bringing up. You guys are bringing up things
don't
that
act like you don't do that, nigga. We're podcasting.
Yeah,
and
but
it happens.
in
I
the context,
apologize.
in the context,
y'all are
of
bringing
that.
up things that are all valid. I'm not disputing any of these points. I'm talking about a specific moment that we hopefully can find later. You know what I'm saying? There's a moment that I think he needs to be held accountable for.
For sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why? Where? Okay, because if you didn't greet me when you came in, you wouldn't shake my hand, greet me. You're inviting me onto my own show as you're sitting on my couch. And now I have pushback. At what point was I out of pocket when you've only
for now agreed to continue with if you felt so egregious anyway, and now we're doing the content anyway, then we shouldn't have done the content if it's already on this level where I feel as the host so disrespected by my guest that I don't want to.
No.
Interview.
But what did he do?
But what did he do?
He gave her fucking grace.
That's what I'm saying. He gave her. So he can't be wrong if we can watch 2 to 3 moments, and there's probably 1 to 2 moments that happen off camera we didn't see, one within the first 30 seconds of the introduction. Where is he wrong when he's already gotten hit 3 times?
At this point, you came to my shit disrespecting me.
Yeah, how is he wrong?
Okay.
I think I just answered that same thing. I think y'all just asked me the same question a different way. I think I just answered what you said.
Like, what do you mean he's been hit?
No, I get what
3
they're saying.
times?
They're talking about like the thing that we don't see on camera, like her not hugging, all those things in the home.
Which sounds very bad without seeing it, but it could have just been like a real, like, you know,
we can also ignore that, and we can just see what.
Of course,
she just invited him. The energy is already weird.
He tried to greet her, and she was like, "Why are you being so formal?"
No, I don't think that's what she said. I think
not what she just said?
I think she walked. I think she walked into a nice ass studio. She's fucking retarded. She was like, she saw. Imagine, bro. Look at the studio. Imagine walking into that shit and being a little bit on the spectrum, right? A big ass nigga trying to come in for like, oh, you should, like, come on, dog. I think that's petty. And if Shannon Sharp is mad, like, bitch.
But hold
bitch
on,
ain't
so
give you a
this
hug,
you think
nigga?
this cringy interaction at the beginning is enough for him to be upset?
I don't think it's
We're only 2 minutes in. We can continue, and it's only going to get worse.
It's the
right, but I'm
culmination of
trying to figure out how much does this hold weight based on what are y'all saying? This right here.
Well, this is the thing. This is we're just at instance 1.
It's just a domino.
It's just a domino.
Grace.
That timestamp that I had when. That was the moment that she fell completely silent. The pushback that we were initially arguing about, that was 17 minutes in.
Okay.
So we still have 15 minutes of her being weird and doing possibly disrespectful things, which she was doing.
But, well, for not for nothing, it kind of went okay. From this beginning up to
Can I
that
say
turning
something real
point,
quick?
there was a middle point where it was fine.
Can I say something real quick?
Nothing was fine for the first hour and a half.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
AJ,
There was a
for
middle
the
point
first
for like 10
20
minutes
to
where it was
30
fine.
I think another
10
big
minutes out of
caveat.
3.
How? When at 17 minutes they were combative.
Hold on. I think
10 minutes is
another
within
big caveat, right? She is a comic, right?
Oh my God.
Oh, all right. Oh my God.
You know he hates comedians.
I know,
keep going.
but I'm like,
Just
come
keep
on,
going,
dog.
just keep
Okay,
going,
so
just
look,
keep going.
she is a comic, and to your point, I'm gonna be honest. Was this the most weirdest interaction for Shannon Sharp's history of interviewers? Probably, but for about 20, 30 minutes, it was pretty fucking normal. It was just like it was normal enough until the turning point. Until
17 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, that's why I said 10 minutes. There was like 10 minutes of normalcy.
And we keep saying like 10 minutes, 17 minutes, 30 minutes. This is a 3-hour interview.
That's what I'm saying.
And we had, let's say the longest.
She's out of control.
30 minutes
I think there's a confusion.
I think there's a confusion, bro.
Look,
I think
I'm
they're
not
confused about what
saying
we're saying, bro.
we should blame one particular person.
Yes.
I am.
And I don't want to argue that because there's no place for me to argue that because I think they're both to blame. And that's fine.
That's my thought process.
You know what I'm saying? But I just don't.
I think they're both to blame too.
They're both wrong. We've been on this for a minute. They're both wrong. One of them tried. One of them tried to extend grace. One of them tried to be reasonable. One did not.
Yeah.
One doubled down.
I want to find that moment because that's the moment where I don't think he tried. Because I think he.
It's at 17:30.
Yeah,
It's at
okay, let's go to it.
17:40.
Yeah.
Go to like 7. Go to look like 20 seconds back like that. Yeah.
In the 90s. And
But let me ask you this.
okay.
Do you think she would have felt equally as offended if a white kid, because I'm assuming this teacher was white, right? If a white
I think we need to go back before this when she was setting it up.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So we got to give her the proper moment of telling her story. And
That's
shit.
true.
Yeah, because
If we're gonna give the full context and we're gonna talk
AJ,
about
don't you fucking smirk like that. What's
We
wrong
can't-
with you,
Nah,
man?
it's just
Let's
funny
be
that-
fair, nigga.
No,
We gotta
it's
be
funny.
fair,
It
nigga.
is funny that we are coddling this grown woman.
it. I'm not even
very-
trying to coddle. I'm literally just trying to be objective about it.
Y'all niggas got some nice shoulders.
My
to cry
mom
on.
and Miss.
I think it's right here.
It's interesting because Amanda has some complaints about you. And so they came to the meeting. It was my mom and Mr. Wright and Miss Cersei. It's all black people at Dr. Phillips High School in Orlando, Florida. And this lady sat there and actually, you and Mr. Wright had the same build. And Mr. Wright was like, all right, so, we're here to discuss Amanda disrupting the class with her talking. And she was like, no, Amanda doesn't disrupt the class with her talking. She actually helps the other students out. He's like, oh, okay. So is it about her grades? And she's like, actually, no. One of her art pieces is featured in our exhibit at the library. And he's like, so what are we here for? And she's like, well, she corrects me in front of the class. And these three black people are like, here we go with this racist bullshit, because that's really what it is. We're in Florida in the 80s and the 90s. And
But let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you think she would have felt equally as offended if a white kid, because I'm assuming this teacher was white, right?
Mm-hmm.
If a white child would have corrected her, I think most teachers would feel some type of way if a child.
No. Keep going.
I was
Okay.
but I'm gonna be honest.
Keep going,
She's
keep
not
going.
setting this
Keep
up
going.
like how y'all presented it.
No.
He didn't even know the teacher was white.
And on
Keep
top
playing it. Keep playing
You
it.
get what I'm saying?
Lauren, keep playing
She
it.
said
Lauren,
this
keep
is a
playing
room
it.
full of black
and I
people.
think this is the second instance too, but keep going. We'll keep going.
Let's keep playing.
Corrects them.
That's not for me to surmise. I'm just saying that my experience was this lady giving wrong information.
Yeah.
And I'm allowed to correct her. Now, this is the same lady who tried to accuse me of stealing. And when a white girl said, no, Amanda didn't steal it,
Now,
I did.
pause.
She was like, well, I think.
I just want to say, because it just happened.
Happened.
No. It literally just, so she said her story. He combated with something that honestly had, it was something that you would take out to put on IG as a snippet. Like, that was like some old commercial shit. Like, well, what if the teacher was white? Like, what type of, who cares?
We're having a conversation.
But keep going.
You're having a conversation, but that was a stupid question. And she followed it up with another story of the same quote unquote racist teacher. I don't know.
After
doing some more scandalous shit to her.
After.
So, what do you mean after?
Right after. She said the story about her talking down the turn or whatever happened in class, and then she said, this is the same lady that accused me of stealing something. Bro,
because
before that, he said, do you think it was really was it racist, or do you think it was just a child correcting a student? And she said, that's not for me to surmise. So you have closed the open communication off.
So let me talk, right?
The discourse.
Of course, and was that rude? Yes, there was a better way she could have done that.
This is crazy.
No, let me talk.
I didn't say that.
Oh my God.
Ain't nobody say nothing. Hey,
Jesus Christ.
This is a safe space.
Oh my God. But look, damn, it happened to me.
Well, I just want to keep playing it. I just want to keep playing it because it's not even
bro.
finished. I want to keep playing.
And then after he said that, she doubled down on the fact that, no, this is my life. I've been through multiple situations like this. And then she answered that question with another story of just like, no, this is the same teacher. I've had this happen to me a couple times, Shannon. Like, I'm not just talking out my ass because I know that's what you heard. You get what I mean? Like, it's not.
He asked her a follow-up question about her life, about an incident that happened in her life.
Was it a stupid question?
No, it's not. It's not that dumb of a question. Because think about this. I've been through what she's been through. I've gotten in trouble for debating with my debate teacher. Because I was being a belligerent nigga in class. Right. I'm not saying that's what she was doing, but I understand the perspective of like,
she also
a
said
student can disrespect a teacher from being overzealous. Because I was that guy.
And she also said, I have the right to correct you as a child.
Literally.
And
I have the right to correct you as a child.
And he's just trying to ask, do you think children have the right to correct teachers? Because I feel like all of us grew up in households where we weren't allowed to just correct our parents or elderly people.
It's adults talking.
Literally,
it doesn't matter if you're right.
But that's not.
That's
not for her to surmise, though.
Exactly.
And I have the right.
That question. The thing is, it's not for her to surmise because it goes against whatever narrative she would like to persuade.
It's
like
not,
that's all this
But see,
is.
that's the thing I'm talking about right there. And this is, I still wanted to play the whole thing through, just so y'all know. But because I still haven't done that. But what I'm saying, even with what we're talking about right now, she like Tone, if you had an experience that happened to you in your past and you knew it was some racist shit that happened to you, and you're like, hey, some racist, and somebody just came up and was like, well, do you think it could maybe be this? And you like, well, I can't say that because this is how it was for me, and this is how it actually was because I know I had this experience with them another time that made me think this time when it came around, oh yeah, it's definitely some racist shit. And I just told you that, double down on it. Now you're gonna come back on me again and be like, well, nah, it probably wasn't that because of this and this and this. Well, I just gave you 2 instances it was that. Why are you combating that point in my life, what I'm telling you about, instead of trying to expand on it further and say, was that the only two instances you had? Are you certain because of this reason? Like, why am I trying to say it's not that now, instead of just trying to find out what other things you have to say to tie it to be sure? If I want to debunk your theory, I'm going to ask you for all the pieces of your theory, put your theory together for me all the way, and then I can be like,
if that was your purpose.
And then that was your purpose. And then I can debunk it. But I'm not going to try to do that before hearing you all the way out and allowing you to speak your story.
Unless you heard of some of her, you know.
Unless you heard of something in the past.
That could be potentially true.
Y'all doing more work for her story than she was doing for her
Literally,
own
she
story.
didn't even go this hard for herself, which is what's fucking insane.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Neither
right?
did Shannon.
But the thing is, right, what y'all have presented to be true isn't true based on the film. You guys said that she set up by saying
I'm gonna find the clip myself.
The clip is right here. We're watching it.
We're
watching it because you guys said that she made it clear that her teacher was racist or that there was an incident that happened before. The only reason she brought up the stealing event is because he said, could it have gone like this? And then she was like, no, it was definitely racism because this happened.
Yes.
The context of the story was racism. It's like,
but hold on, this is not the. But look. The reason. Hold on. Look,
when the story was brought up, the context of like talking out of class and a white teacher, usually a black student, white teacher, usually means racism. When
she didn't even say the teacher was white. She said it was a room full of black people. Mr. Right, y'all gotta listen.
No, I know what you're saying. She said after. She had to ask.
He had to ask if the teacher was white.
I heard.
What are y'all talking
about?
Because
listen, because this is still not the host. The reason I want to play it through is because there are 2 instances that build up in my mind of me say, oh, Shannon did this twice. So it's not just on this story. There's another story, and that's why I flipped on the edge. So it happened twice. That's why I say this is not the full clip, and that's why I say I'm gonna send you what I'm talking about. Because it happened twice, and it was the second time where she was like, what the fuck, nigga? And that was when I was like, oh, you did do that twice. Why are you doing that instead of letting her do her shit?
Just let her.
And that's why I was like, and then it started flipping on the edge, and I was like, well, damn, now I'm seeing how she's a fucking problem.
Because,
and then that's where it all fell into.
But real quick, because we do have to wrap this segment.
We do.
We do have to wrap this segment up. My question is for everybody. Would you do a one-on-one interview with Amanda Seales after seeing this interview?
Yes.
I would, yes.
Yes.
I would.
Yes.
They have to say yes because we just argued for 40 minutes.
But you see how he didn't answer the question? He tried to answer the question.
My answer is obvious. Why would I do this?
Okay.
Why would I do this? But y'all have to say yes to make that last 40 minutes.
No. Why don't you have to say yes?
That's
no. Well, just say yes. You don't have to do all that.
That's why you have to say no because of everything you said. Like
honestly, and if I did do it, I might pull a Joe Budden, do it, and never put it out.
Yep. Just play with him.
AJ,
just off the
if
thrill.
you was to talk to Amanda, you would try to bang her. And I know it, nigga. You would try to bang her, nigga.
Okay, now
you would try to bang her, nigga.
He's going low.
Yeah, he's reaching.
But when they go low, we go high.
This is your partner.
You would try to bang her. I've seen you in public settings. I've seen you in public settings, nigga.
What are you talking about?
This shit nasty.
What are you talking about?
I can't believe
you just went there.
What just happened?
I did.
What we just went through.
I don't worry. I'm gonna send it in the group chat when I'm gonna go back through the film and I'm gonna send you the 2 instances I'm talking about.
We know you are because you protect black women and we're proud of you.
It's gonna be a waste of time, man.
All right, but let's move over to this. Joe Budden clashed with Poetik Flakko on Twitter Spaces.
I feel like this is somehow not going to be as fun. You know what I mean? Like that. It was all that entertainment. I was like, I hated him for a minute. Like, fuck that guy.
So
shout out to Flakko.
Danny did a 12-hour when on Saturday he was on Spaces for like 12 hours. And he said 6 of them hours Joe was in there, and then another 6 of them hours Rory was in there. So it was just lit. Like
you got day and night.
Yeah. So, but in that time that Joe was in there, Flakko came in there at some point, and he pretty much tried to go battle. He tried to battle with Joe about. Joe doesn't view No Jumper as a hip hop platform, period. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter what interviews they've had, period. This is what Joe believes. And Flakko is battling against that. But then Flakko started kind of reaching and going crazy. He started lining up people of Joe Budden podcast compared to people in the No Jumper universe. Like he was like, me. He said, I'm worth more than an M4, a ish. Nigga, it got nasty.
It was nasty. It was kind of like y'all trying to defend Amanda.
Yeah,
oh my god! It got
nasty.
to that point. I was like,
and Joe, on
no
behalf of Flakko, because I fuck with Flakko, I apologize for this nigga's delusional bit. I don't know what he was doing. He's too much. He's too much of a company man.
Me and my niggas was talk circle around your niggas.
I apologize on the behalf of Flakko because this was crazy. I can't believe he started doing like 1v1s between the hoes. That shit was crazy.
There was a point in time where he was like, almighty suspect.
Yeah, Joe was like, cut it the fuck. What are you doing? Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop, nigga. Like this shit is.
It's like you just like talking to me now, Flakko.
And it was funny. There was even a moment when he said, "This is why you're." He said. He was like, and this conversation is proving why I had you on my list of niggas I would never talk about. Do you hear yourself right now?
Jesus Christ. And that is true. He did put Flakko on the list of niggas to talk about.
The only reason he brought him up is that show that we did. Yeah. But it's like,
I'm not gonna lie, all the elders had that stance on Flakko to where it's like, what the fuck is this nigga be talking about?
What's happening right now? But yeah, let's watch this Danny video though.
Go to war.
Hey, Flakko, respectfully.
We gotta hear Danny's intro.
Joe Budden and Flakko from No Jumper go to war.
Hey, Flakko, respectfully, and this is with all due respect. You come from No Jumper land, which is BMX land in my brain. You niggas ain't hip hop, don't know nothing about hip hop. And y'all get y'all rules and y'all moral compass from y'all operate off other principles. So anything that any of you No Jumper niggas got to say about hip hop related matters, needs to come
we more hip hop than you, Joe.
But why get the fuck out? Y'all are delusional over here. Don't be delusional just for sake of
in terms of battle rap, right?
Hey, Flakko, I won't even dignify this stupid shit that you just said, but let's not be delusional just for the sake of argument.
If Ice hip hop is hip hop, is Melissa Ford hip hop, and how is that cast more hip hop than No Jumper? I have to respect your opinion on who you believe is more informed. Cool. There's people who will say, listen, I don't give a fuck about what Ice, Ish, Queen Flip, or Melissa Ford has to say about hip hop. And they will be validated in their opinion. I'm just saying, right, from my opinion, Joe Budden cast of niggas ain't with us.
All of that is awesome. And that's the great thing about YouTubers and their right to opinions. Certain things can't be argued because they're etched in stone in the record books, documented as fact. Parks was just Grammy nominated last year.
And WAC 100 has a multi-platinum album.
Let's not be foolish. WAC 100 is in the music business, so I'm talking about you dirty
and he's hip hop though, right?
Niggas. Yes, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you bike riding niggas.
They don't have any bikers giving takes.
Oh, you're wrong, Joe. Again, though, we talk about cash for cash. I'm telling you, it's this, nigga. If you got Parks, we got WAC. Now again, let's go down the line. Queen Flip ain't do an iota in battle rap that Lush One did in battle rap. That's just a fact. You can line up.
Wait, this is hilarious.
And Melissa Ford.
Wait, hold on. Can you pause real quick? I didn't know you could actually make those comparisons. Like Lush, Queen's Flip, that's a beautiful comparison. They both in battle rap and shit.
Yeah, they both got Winnie the Pooh bellies.
Yeah, they both.
It's crazy, bro. I was like, I can't believe he chose to die on that hill. Like,
Was there any bit of truth? I didn't watch the whole thing. Was there any bit of truth of what Flakko said?
Fuck no.
I don't know about that.
This is the thing. It's
He
like,
definitely believes it.
He definitely believes it.
Which is the
That's
first
the thing, and the thing with like Flakko too. It's like he's one of the most valuable hosts over there. Lush, now that Lush has returned, we didn't even talk about that. Lush has returned to the No Jumper show. Lush is now most valuable person, host over there, and then of course Adam. Those are the top three in terms of like on camera hosts, right?
Damn, what about Brick?
No. It's just those three. Like, who else is in that? No, who else is in that building?
Yeah.
That we give a fuck what they possibly might say. Nobody, none of them. Like none. Like absolutely none.
Yeah, not right now.
I'm pretty sure there's a cool guy on the couch somewhere that he might have a
I've been
hot
fucking
take.
with that one girl. It's like this one new girl.
Zan Princess.
Yeah, I've been
Zan
fucking with her.
Princess.
She cool.
She's kind of cool because she keeps it the most real.
And
but
she
even-
doesn't try to, you know.
She doesn't try to fake it, and even
I mean, yeah.
I remember when that damn homie thing was happening with Sharp, and he was like, "What did we even learn from this?" She was like, she said, "I learned that you care about her a lot." That shit was funny.
Yeah, nah. Why the fuck would he ask that?
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
cool. She got a good
yeah. But yeah, and like Lush coming back to the No Jumper show adds the Lush adds the most hip hop credibility to No Jumper currently out of the staff that is there in terms of like music knowledge and takes. But outside of that, it's like, no, bruh.
Can we count Whack the same way that Flakko was trying to count him?
Yeah.
Whack's in his league of his own though.
But he's No Jumper, right? Is he?
He was,
is
he
no
was like,
jumper.
nigga, you got parks.
Yeah.
We got
He is
Whack.
no jumper.
And shit, Joe Budden.
It was
Joe
a nice little
Budden.
trump card. I didn't see it coming.
So there's really a top three. I mean,
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Because Whack would be in there
Whack
as
would
well.
be there.
And
Right.
Joe Budden acknowledged that. He was like, I'm not talking about him.
Yeah, he's like,
He's
yeah,
talking
because-
about you being Mex niggas.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, and he calls anybody not Whack 100 a BMX nigga. and he also, I'm almost positive Joe doesn't have any sort of like hate or disrespect for Lush either. So like, I think he definitely respects what Lush has done in battle rap and shit like that.
Well,
but outside of
respect might be a stretch.
respect might be a stretch, but I think he definitely views Lush as hip hop. I think, you know what I'm saying?
If he's even aware of who Lush is.
He does know who Lush is though.
Yeah?
he knows who Lush is. Yeah, but yeah, let's watch a little bit more. Just because it's really funny. Like, I don't know if this whole thing is the 12 minutes of that, but yeah, just play this shit.
It's not happening, right? So again, though, Joe Budden has a cast. Joe Budden has a cast, right, of nincompoops and yes men.
That's right. On a Twitter space I just hosted, it literally hit the fan. As Flakko, one of the co-hosts of the No Jumper platform, and Joe Budden would collide.
Danny ain't shit. He put that picture of Flakko on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Flakko?
Yeah, from the race.
Wow.
Yeah, that bundle of mess.
But he didn't even fall. Gina was the one that fell though.
Oh yeah.
But then they got Joe Budden in the looking like the Black Reaper with his hood on. Like,
That's literally what music looks like.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, I remember when that shit was coming out and like Joe Budden had that iconic mixtape cover with him in a straitjacket. I never listened to it back then because I was like, what the fuck is this? That was some of the wildest shit I had ever seen at that point in time.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't know
when niggas started getting vulnerable like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know Joe Budden could rap until a couple years ago.
Damn,
Real,
really?
real.
So you only viewed him as a
Love of hip-hop.
personality.
And a couple
And
years
love of
ago,
hip-hop.
might be an overstatement. I recently heard of like it was a freestyle he did. I forgot what radio station.
I remember you loved that shit.
The Benny Siegel Freeway. It was like Styles P was in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
This nigga Joe Budden walked in there. It's like, yo, like I'm really not in the mood. Just put on a beat. He said that shit like, look straight face, like, yo, I'm not in the mood. Put on a beat.
Yeah.
Rapped his ass off. Dapped everybody up and left. I was like, yep, I'm a fan. I swear to God. And you're going to be able to find it. I can send it. Like, just type in Joe Budden freestyle.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, Slaughterhouse was hard, nigga.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
No, Slaughterhouse was hard. My dad put me on to them niggas. That's when that's the only capacity I've listened to Joe Budden.
I'm not gonna lie, when Slaughterhouse came out, I said there is no way these grown 4 men are about to do a rap group. I can't fuck with it. And
I was a kid when it happened.
I didn't give them any credit. I didn't even give them a chance. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I was a kid when it happened, and they had this one song that was hard as fuck.
Yeah, I never even gave Slaughterhouse a chance. I'm not gonna lie.
And it's crazy because it's like couple years later, Griselda come, a bunch of 40-year-old niggas rapping their ass off.
They came that way though.
They sold their way in that way.
But they tried to package them as like a rap group. It was the way the packaging was crazy.
Yeah.
The packaging was crazy. I don't want to say they had matching outfits at one point, but I almost feel like they tried some matching outfit shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
they got too,
like the packaging was fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
It was too uniform.
Like it's like Griselda is just some niggas that are
it's Griselda and just niggas that rep it.
Literally.
Yeah,
it's just like an ensemble of niggas.
Yeah. Like the Avengers. It's it's a multiple of niggas.
Yeah, look up Slaughterhouse. I almost feel like they have matching outfits, even though this is taken away from the Flakko. We'll go back to, but even us being able to talk this much about Joe Budden hip hop, it's obvious he's a hip hop platform.
Bro, we're talking about
hip hop escapades that you didn't fuck with.
Right, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
And I can't go in depth with anybody like this that's a part of No Jumper, unfortunately.
Shit like this.
I remember this picture.
I remember that picture.
Is that what you was talking about?
Yeah, they're not matching too bad though.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
This is how they position niggas in photos back in the day. Or back in
Go to that
couple
album,
years ago.
that album cover.
Oh shit! Here's a better one down here.
Why does Joe Budden always
same
look so
thing,
funny? Like,
because I think he's taking himself seriously, which is funny.
Sure reminds me of, this sure reminds me of Def Jam Fight for New York.
I couldn't fuck with it.
Exactly.
I just didn't like how it was packaged for some reason. I just didn't like. I'm legit never gave it a chance.
This.
You see what I'm saying?
This is bothersome.
Yeah,
Nigga, is that Royce the
You know what I
5'9"?
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Royce, Joey Ortiz,
and JR Ryder? No, not JR. Sorry.
I guess he was the worst.
He wasn't. Oh fuck! I had it on the top of my. Oh.
Apologies for
I don't know this nigga's name.
Forgetting your name, brother.
Ortiz. Yeah, I forgot his name too.
But I get what you're saying because they're all covering the eyebrows with the hats. But it's something especially funny when Joe does it.
Bro,
you get what
it's like even click on that photo.
Damn,
go down real quick.
Oh shit. Crooked Eye.
Yep.
Crooked Eye.
Crooked Eye. That's what it was.
I said it to myself.
Yeah, I don't know why that shit was.
And then it
fucking me
just
up.
escaped me. Fuck.
You thought a crooked smile or something.
I'm not hip hop now. Fuck.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. But nah, man. It's
No
something.
jumper shitting on us.
They more hip hop. Lush would have never forgot his name.
Yeah.
But nah, Flakko was tripping, talking about some trying to compare hosts.
It's
Yeah, nah.
hilarious.
That
Do y'all
was-
It
view-
was
do
hilarious,
y'all- Do
though.
y'all view No Jumper as a hip hop platform now? We talked about it a little bit, I feel like, last week, but I didn't title it correctly, so we can rehab the conversation.
I give it to him, but at the same time, like you said, I don't even know how hip hop I am. Like,
Okay.
just base level, I feel like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It's like, I'll give it to him, but I can also understand where people don't give it to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Because it feels like it's not their main focus.
Exactly,
Because their
yeah.
conversation's not centered around anything like that.
And
anymore.
on top of that, it's just like I can like a hip hop elite. Like, bro, a nigga came from a BMX company and started a hip hop brand. Like, there's a certain level of people that will never accept it. Just like there's a certain level of people who will never accept Drake and be the best rapper because he ever had a ghostwriter. It's kind of one of those things. So it's like
Your perception is too warped.
yeah, I could definitely see both sides. Now I will say that like
I see it.
it's so we're so far removed from even going to No Jumper to hear a hip hop take.
We are,
Like
bro.
that is so ridiculous. Like I can't even wrap my mind around doing that.
And we
You
don't
know
do
what I'm
that.
saying? Like
That's never happened.
it's
never
actually
happened.
never happened. Yeah. I'll go for an interview.
Well,
Exactly,
hip-hop,
but
Y'all go
not in
for
the
it,
way
ain't
that you would go to an academics for how does he feel about this?
Well,
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like-
yeah, exactly.
hip hop take, but you'll definitely see some hip hop interviews for sure.
For sure.
once
Yeah,
again-
yeah, for sure.
And once again, we always got to bring up the news with No Jumper because they like hip hop news
That's-
is its own element.
And that's where that is their foundation because all the news, their news is hip hop news, but even those takes, I don't want to hear from those takes.
Yeah, not those takes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's more so factual information about
Yeah.
things that are happening as opposed to just like, what do y'all feel about this? Which is hard.
Yeah.
No. Their news, they're giving takes. They're just terrible takes.
I'm thinking about like them breaking shit
But
on
in
Instagram.
terms of like breaking,
yeah,
now,
not the
I
actual
feel
news,
you.
but yeah.
I think
The Instagram, the Twitter presence, that holds more weight than the No Jumper live, for sure.
That's the whole conundrum with No Jumper is that like all we see and talk about is the fuckery. Is like the
Yeah.
lost leader on top. It's the circus.
Yeah.
But what they actually are is just it lives and breathes
site.
every day.
Yeah,
It just goes unbeknownst.
They do, and it's funny because they do what they say they do every day. For some reason, we just don't care, or it's not the first thing that comes to mind either. You know what I
They're
mean?
marketing. Adam knows what he's doing. Like he markets. Like they don't even market themselves for takes.
And honestly, their YouTube is very separate. Their YouTube identity is very separate from their Instagram and Twitter identity.
Like
we
it's
very
completely different things.
Completely different things.
But they do I get what Joe's saying. Like they're not hip hop. They use hip hop.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. They use
But
hip-hop.
it's like, you know.
No, that's you literally
You know
summed it
what
up
I'm saying?
correctly. They're not hip hop, but they do use it.
Is that more of a now thing? Because would we be saying they're hip hop if they had the old cast?
No, I'm saying
if it was like 80 and them still there at the time, would they have been more hip hop?
Definitely more hip hop. For sure.
Right?
For sure.
Still using it though.
Everybody there. The whole cast. There was just better music. Okay, so there you had.
AD raps like
You had
all these
AD
niggas
rapping.
rap.
You had T-Rail who was with Tiger for 10 years.
yeah.
You had
House Phone.
You had House Phone. You had who was tapped in with the local scene, the underground shit. Then you had Gina Views. She was famous for her ciphers that she was putting on in the local scene. So it was like there were so many more people associated with
hip-hop.
music and actually close to music that even they could actually get Lush was there too. So you can actually get a valuable conversation from the people that were there.
Might not be a good take, but it will be a conversation.
It will be no. It was it might not be a hot take or a good take, but it was. They had conversations every so often that had you like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, Gina spoke.
Yeah, but not regularly.
So it was a hip hop platform at once,
and now it's a gang platform.
Well, more
technically, it's all more because it's always a hip hop platform.
Okay,
yeah, it's always a hip hop platform.
No matter like it. If you're talking about hip hop, you're a hip hop platform. No matter if you're using it for good or bad.
Tracks.
You know what I mean?
Whether you're a vulture or not.
I don't know if I like that take.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to like it.
What about the Daily? You know that Daily Chief? You know that shit on Twitter? What is
Daily
it?
Chief.
Daily Chief.
That sounds so familiar.
It's an account.
It's an account.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like-
It's
It's Chief something.
But what do they do? What's the significance?
Like they break news. They're a
Okay,
news
yeah.
platform. And I think they would technically be classified as a news platform, but I've seen them go viral for people saying like, bro, it's just two white dudes running this shit like, and they're like spinning these narratives and causing these narratives by breaking news. It's Chief something. God. Or it's Big something. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
I can see the logo too.
And
you know what
I
I'm
can't
saying?
find it. It's making me mad.
Yeah, I can see the logo too, but whatever.
Shout out to you, brothers.
But honestly, for Flakko to have his first run-in with Joe,
it wasn't the best.
That
right?
wasn't exactly how I thought it would.
yeah, I didn't think it would go that way.
Like you thought it would go.
But Flakko
Wait,
knew
how-
what he had to do, and he did exactly what was necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Can we go to Flakko's YouTube, see if he's made any videos about this? Defending No Jumper as a hip hop platform. Well, it's just so funny because we only see the drama, but oh my God, this video was hilarious. That Charlemagne video that he did was such a reach.
Why his skin looks so smooth?
It was such a reach. Did you call him and tell him?
I did, but it was such a reach. It was such a reach.
It looks like he did.
What did he say? God, what did it say? Go back, God. Charlemagne the guy tries to fool his fans, but it
quickly backfires.
Yeah, and when I watched it, I said, "What are we talking about right now?" That's all I was thinking. Is like, what are we talking about? I couldn't, and even the comments,
You couldn't surmise it.
I couldn't, and even the comments was like, "Boy, nigga, you reached a mile for this one." like the comments was funny as shit.
Sometimes I think Flakko just tries to test himself. See what type of stories, how far he can really go.
But it be backfiring because what they do on YouTube, they do to his Instagram because he has the whole I'm posting information angle on his meme page. Not his meme page, on his Instagram page. But sometimes in the comments, like the people be like, nigga, this isn't news. You bugging. You just kind of make this shit up.
Yeah. It don't be the news.
But Flakko, like
it be his opinion laced with the shit.
But nigga, it be
wild though. It be wild.
But there is a reason
it be
why
his fever dreams.
Yeah.
Literally. And there is a reason why Flakko, like he's good at marketing. Like he's probably one of the best, and I say best in not it actually being the best, but just, you know, it being sporadic.
I think he believes it, which is 100. Like that's like half the battle.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh
half.
shit,
You know
that's
what I
a
mean?
Wax Girl.
Carla.
Huh.
We saw Carla.
Oh yeah, we saw Carla.
We saw Carla.
And she looked beautiful.
You treading lightly. You don't normally do that.
Yeah, nah.
You hear that? He thought about what he was about to say.
I was like, it's like, should I do a makeup joke? Like,
I was thinking, I didn't do it either. I was thinking about it.
But it wasn't. Y'all get the point. We saw her. It was beautiful.
Let's see.
She looked safe.
Let's touch in on the homie Redbar. We won't stay here too long, but I didn't get to see the beginning of this. I just saw a little bit. But Redbar, we're doing this. We're building a nice friendship, like he said at the end of the clip.
We have white comrades.
We got this is our comrade.
And
you know what I'm saying?
It's cool for him. We can call him white because he calls us the blacks.
It's a fact. Yeah,
So
he's
the white nigga.
Yeah, man. Tony Stark over there and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Tony Stark. That's a very good compliment.
Yeah, but
we're the blacks. Not the Black Avengers. Not a.
But I don't think he said.
Wakanda.
I don't know what he said in this one, but I know. But yeah, but long story short, he's reacting to us.
Reacting to
him replying to Adam22 about doing an interview. We won't do too many more of these.
I was about to say this is something we have to be careful of.
Yeah. This is something that we won't do too often, but it's just we fuck with the homie Redbar, and I do want to see this just because I saw the back end of it, and I didn't get to see the front end. So we'll watch a little bit. But Redbar is watching in the comments. Y'all know what to do.
I'm about to say I love seeing myself
And
twice.
shout out to and honestly too. Outside of that, shout out to everybody that follows us and fucks with us because of Redbar. Like the Redbar
community is something serious.
Y'all are dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and y'all are great guys.
Yeah,
great guys.
They don't just come in and just like they genuinely like. They're in all the comments. They don't just consume Homeroom University. They watch the 3-0 podcast. They watch LOI the show.
They're in our likes too. Like
they're on our Instagram.
Because I'll go to some of their pages and I'm like, did a fucking Oklahoma KKK follow me? Like, because that's what a lot of his fans like. I'm sorry, that's what a lot of y'all look like. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit, and y'all type a little scary. Like, y'all be showing love.
They have a cadence.
Redbar is watching. Redbar is definitely watching.
Yeah, they have an eerie cadence to where they
because like Grand Rising. Redbar's watching.
It's almost like it's a threat, but it's not though.
It is. For us, it's not a threat. For other people, it is a threat though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very
exactly.
Yeah. Like Redbar is watching. When it first happened. I was like,
who the fuck you mean Redbar watching?
I wonder what's gonna happen with this.
God watching right now too.
Yeah.
We're talking about Redbar.
Yeah, so I think for other people it could be terrifying because sometimes when they get it in their algorithm, nigga, it's 100 comment, and the Redbar watching comment on YouTube will have 60 likes. Like it's up. You know what I'm saying?
Because fuck, he beat me to it. Let me just support the homie.
Yeah, bro. So let's see what he had to say. This is just about us.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go through. I've got some very funny ones here.
Do the wild. This one was hilarious.
Iron Patriot.
That one's good too, but also I can't remember the name. I'm just scrolling down. The MME Adam22 one is really good too.
This one was so nice to see. So on the last show, we talked about how Adam22, Adam22. I feel bad, because I just made it a joke. I don't want Adam to think that I turned down doing his podcast or didn't respond to him or made fun of him. I don't want him to think I did that because of his his general hate, the cuck thing. Yeah. I don't want him to think, he's one of these guys who hates you because he thinks you're a cuck because of the black man that had sex with your wife and all this.
We don't care about
stuff like that. We don't care about that at all. We actually were the only people defending Adam22 during his big incident where that black man did what he did to the wife. So I felt bad because I know Adam22 is sitting at home going, another one of those guys, huh? Doesn't appreciate me for who I am, but just good. I hope you don't think that. It has nothing to do with that. It's just I cannot be involved in the Adam22 universe. It seems very harmful for my career. But based on my own personal reasons, no reasons that would ever make sense to you. Okay, so don't feel bad about that. But this one was good, and I love these guys. This is MenaceMaterialEnt. I don't think they're a big podcast.
They're good.
20,000 subs, okay.
Yeah, we doing.
But I love them, and they should be big because they're good. It's 3 Schwarzes Okay. Black guys. Which is always super exciting.
Pause real quick.
Okay.
Pause real quick. Pause.
Now, Red Bar, if you're watching this, I'm fine with it, okay? But I'm fine with it, but it's like, what the fuck?
But hold on. Why are you fine with it?
Because we're from a different world. We're from a world in comedy where it's like, yeah,
it's not malicious.
It's not malicious. Plus, he's genuinely funny.
Yeah, right.
He's funny.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
We understand.
Like blacks that funny? It's the blacks.
To white people, it's hilarious.
Shit, I chuckled a little bit too. It might be true. The blacks. Nigga, what?
Yeah, facts.
I'm the blacks.
Oh man, yeah. Let's watch a little bit more.
Yeah, watch it, Blackie.
If black people know this, when cool black people talk about pure whites like myself, you get very excited, especially when they're complimentary. You get very excited. It's a big rush, a big thrill, and it feels like
they do feel
you're
like
understood. Okay, it feels like you're, because most black people probably despise white people. So to be liked by any black for any reason is just, it feels great to whites, okay? Especially whites that don't hate the nominees. Okay. Here they are, and Adam22 is big in this black community. This gangsta I'm just joking. Adam22 is big in the black community, and they love clowning and goofing. And so our Adam22 I brought up that he followed me.
He wanted to say his idea, black people having fun.
He wanted to say jigaboo.
He said jigaboo on the couch.
Oh my God. God bless
But I'm not
Red
gonna lie,
Bar.
when you look at like black Renaissance art and it's like the folding people,
it's literally
that's
like
kind of
that.
how it looks. It's like,
bro,
yeah,
some
we
of
having a
the
good
most
time.
famous pieces. Bro, some of the most famous pieces.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, bro.
Niggas, it's like shucking and jiving, I
Yeah,
guess.
what's the
Fuck
name
it.
of that piece? The one where it's like it's the dancing scene. You know what I'm talking about? Like
it's the famous black photo.
It's like it's in my mom's house.
It's in a lot of houses.
It's in mine, too.
It's in a
It's
lot of houses. Yeah.
Definitely in
I
Amanda
can't remember
Sears.
what it's called, man.
And they got the little it has like a banner up top of what's going on too.
Yeah, because it's in some sort of like house, speakeasy house or some shit like that.
But just know, Red Bar, you're black as hell for knowing that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, man. Say the N word, man. I give you that right.
Yeah, nah. But you see, the thing is, he'll take it.
Yeah, he will.
And so you got to be prepared for the backlash that you might face
for giving
him the license.
As the leader, I will do it.
But you see, this is what happens when you stroke J Noble's ego.
Oh my God!
Which we
I'm
will
just
see
saying,
in the future.
As the leader, I'll do it.
This is what happens.
Oh wait,
You see the baiting.
Funny. Look, watch this
play
it.
And messaged me saying, let's do a podcast together. I responded to that, and these guys got such a kick out of it. We'll show you the reactions. So cute. So much so that I even want to hire one of these guys. I'll explain that in a bit.
Oh, shit.
Let's check it out. Menace, Mayhem, Mike from Redbar, clowns, Adam22, and turns down podcast offers sent from No Jumper. Okay. This one's funny.
He's a fan.
Right. I'll show you the coolest guy here. Let me just make sure we're giving him all the quality we can. This guy right here is the coolest guy of the group. This guy for sure. This is the guy that I wouldn't mind hiring as my, not co-host, but sidekick. I wouldn't mind having him sitting here laughing and going, oh, yeah, you're crazy.
Jay Nobles? Yeah. Jay Nobles accepts your offer.
You were Robin.
Jay Nobles
You were
accepts your offer.
The Black Robin.
No, you're a Robin.
The Black
You're
Robin.
a white Robin with red bar.
I know, I'm the Black Robin.
You white
No,
Robin
I'm
with
the
red
Black
bar.
Robin.
Jay Nobles accepts your offer, and we might possibly be in a city near you soon.
Literally.
Yeah.
Hey, red bar. If you need a caddy, he's right here. He's got you. Your golf clubs, all that shit.
And you know, black people, we always come with a deal. I got 3 friends. And they only work for about 2 to 3 hours. Maybe.
Hey, Redbar streams for 7, so you got to be prepared to lock
6.
in.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a long one.
Yeah, you got to be prepared to lock in.
Yeah, we're not cool enough to help you clean up after him.
Hey, look, I'm the war machine to his Iron Man, man.
But why? Oh, he's got to explain why.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Am I not just handsome?
Stuff like that. I think that would be perfect. Look at his. I love his body. I'm not kidding. I'm not
He
kidding.
would look really good in clothes. He'd be a great model.
He's a great model. Like, look how good that guy could be a celebrity.
He looks amazing.
He looks incredible, and you'll see once his swag starts revealing itself. Second coolest guy is a tie between these two.
Oh shit! Yo, you just got complimented for being a hairless man. You just got complimented for being. You got feminine legs. You see all the shine on his legs.
Oh my God.
I had no idea.
Oh
And
my
you was
God.
so giddy.
I had no idea.
He just likes your body.
Exactly. Like, not even like, yeah, he's a funny guy.
Nigga,
I could see him opening up for me.
He did say you were handsome. He said you got a great body,
He said
man.
you got a great. He might want to Terry Crews you real quick. You know, just
Y'all
cough.
on the same page because he did say the handsome shit. And he finally
But
did.
I-
say that.
Yeah, that was coincidence.
Y'all on the
That
same
was
page.
coincidence.
They got chemistry already. Red Bar, we see what you see too.
No, we don't. No, we don't see what you see.
We see the chemistry.
No, I see the chemistry.
We see the chemistry.
And the hairless legs, but you the only one that wants to make him cough with his balls in your hand.
Oh my God.
Redbar wants to give you a physical.
Yo, I think Adam got to him.
But now you are a physical specimen and let's hear him keep describing. Hey, Redbar, he's 6'4".
With stocky shoulders, what else, nigga? Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you, nigga.
I wouldn't say this guy's as TV ready as his friend, but he's good. He's got a great personality. And then this guy, every group needs one. That's all I'll say about him. So listen to these guys. They're going to dig pics out of your Redbar, okay?
I don't know how to feel.
So you're the most attractive.
I'm the sexiest.
Yeah, you're the sexiest.
I disagree.
Yeah, I don't look the best, but I have a great personality. And every group of friends needs a you.
I'm pivotal. What does that mean, Redbar?
You're the glue guy.
I keep these insane niggas together. Nah, and I love it. Yeah.
I'm so glad we reacted to this the first time because I didn't get to watch the stream yet. I'm so glad we got to react to it.
Nigga, if I would have known
Yeah, I
he
didn't
called
see
me
this.
I didn't either
attractive.
because
But in the clip, I feel like in the clip that we put in the notes, it didn't show all this. Like I
it
was
didn't
trying to
because
see.
that was what somebody sent to me.
Oh, okay.
So this is the actual full clip. Redbarradio.net. We're not gonna keep playing this. We'll play this later for ourselves. But make sure y'all subscribe.
But keep it pulled up long because we got to finish this.
Just keep the tab open. This is
yeah.
Go back so I can see the season.
Damn. So how I feel to be a nigga gimp?
No, first of all,
This
these
was-
lights.
hold on,
you
wait,
are somebody's gimp.
Hold
now.
on, wait. This is Red Bar Radio season 21, episode 21. The one that dropped April 27th.
21.
This is a free episode as well. This is another free episode. So I'll just link it
Yo,
to the and
and
it was
another-
5 hours.
This is karma.
What was it?
5 hours and 34.
Let me say something.
But this is karma. Before
Yeah,
the show.
534, 40.
40. Yeah,
534,
5:30.
44.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And major shout out to Redbar. I don't know if this is true, but I'm gonna assume every episode that he's talked about us has been a free episode. So it's like
Which is
y'all can
helping-
go like
Yeah, all of y'all
hear
can
this.
go, which we appreciate
Yeah,
that
yeah.
too. Because
Shout out to you,
I mean,
my nigga.
I'm subscribed to Red Bar. It's only 11
Only you,
a month.
though.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to Red Bar. Only 11 a month, but I do appreciate that they have been the free episodes. So
Every time.
our classmates can go over there
Yeah.
and watch the content as well too. So
And I also appreciate the universe working how it normally does because there's this thing called karma, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then whatever you put out, it's gonna come back
It's
to
gonna come
you.
back to
AJ,
you.
you know yourself. You've had to reel this brother in from objectifying a nice young lovely lady.
yes, yep.
Now what happens to him?
Yeah.
It's your turn, nigga. That's what you get for wearing shorts. Look at what he wears next episode. Is this the Hoochie Daddy Short episode?
I think
Yes,
so. I
fuck.
think so.
Nigga,
Yeah.
you was flirting with everybody.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Those green shorts got me a couple compliments, my nigga. It was a couple. It was like, you know, not. I'm happy
it got
about
you a
it.
couple
I'm not happy
compliments.
about his
It
compliments.
got you a couple.
But it was some black women that like, ooh, Hoochie Daddy. Who's the nigga in the Hoochie Daddy? Hey, what's
Nah,
up?
that
You know
was
what I'm
that
saying?
Amanda's-
It's just the most sexiest nigga on
Oh
this
my
couch, bitch.
God.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. All right, but yeah,
man.
make sure
You just
y'all
got validated by a man.
make sure y'all subscribe to
His wife.
Make sure y'all go to redbarradio.net. If you enjoy his content, these free episodes, we've been lucky enough to be in all the free episodes. But if you like him, just subscribe to his kick into him his monthly subscription and all that shit.
Yeah.
Let's jump over to office hours. This is office hours.
Office hours. Yep. Hashtag office hours. If you've made it to this point, like it. But this is the part of the show where, you know, we answer your questions about the universe, about us, about different podcasts that we've talked about. Maybe some insider news, you know what I mean? Because we kind of in the business now. We know some secrets.
We know a little something.
You know what I'm saying? Not some Illuminati shit, but, you know, we know who gay and who not. No, I'm just playing. I'm fucking around.
You shouldn't have said that. It might be you, nigga.
Well.
You seem to attract older white men.
What?
This is the second one.
Hold on. Finish the.
But nah, man, office hours. We love y'all. We got a couple this week, and again, hashtag office hours if y'all want us to see it. Hashtag office hours if y'all want us to see it. Because a lot of y'all be leaving questions, but you don't put the hashtag, and you don't have to, but it does make it easier on our part.
Yeah, at least I can find it.
We control F that shit, you know, office hours. But yeah, man, shout out to the, you know, the weekly attendance. I'm pretty sure PD said some fucking.
Yeah.
Cletus hasn't commented down below. I hope he hasn't had a stroke.
No, he's in there. He was in there last time I was in there.
Ah, man, what's this guy name?
Cletus is still alive and well.
Benny Musica. Hashtag office hours. Have y'all ever discussed the way how 2010 Chirac drill characters have been building whole careers off of speaking on the wickedness they got up to? Because it's wild to me how J-Mane, Tay Savage, and a bunch of other niggas are getting millions of views off that shit.
Nah, man, it's not. It's honestly, it makes the most sense because America is mainly populated by white people, and white people find that shit cool.
It's black people too.
But a lot of it, like the viewership aspect, I think it's mainly white people, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's mainly white people.
I don't watch that shit. Like that whole like them going on the tours and telling their war stories. I don't watch that shit. I don't. I mean, I don't find it that interesting. You know,
I do fuck with you,
though. And they're also not doing anything outside of what's normal for a rapper.
White people love that. They love
white people love that shit, man.
So do niggas.
Yeah,
don't get it twisted.
Yeah, the niggas do love it.
I was about to say 2012, nigga, the war in Chirac. Shout out to Akademiks. I was like the only.
That was all you was watching.
Shit, there was a moment when I think I can't remember what it was. This page about Philly that was crazy, or it was a Reddit, and it was the Reddit page. Where there was this Philly war Reddit, nigga, that shit was graphic. I mean, there was like bodies getting caught. I was like, I'm not good on
GoPros.
Yeah, it was a little too much for me.
AR-ab snitching at the top of the fucking
ring cameras and shit like that, like catching murders, and it was too much for me. But I'm good. I'd rather just watch a John Wick movie. You know what I'm saying? Office hours. AJ, how do you feel about Dejan coming out? Only asking because you called him zesty before he came out. I called him sassy. And I don't feel any type of way because
he's asking you, how did you have such clairvoyance?
I guess so.
That's what he's
asking.
Why
is your gaydar so strong?
Great question, Tony.
My gaydar is really bad. This is just a sassy nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that was kind of obvious. You can tell that with a broken gaydar, probably.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, I mean, I don't feel any type of way. I mean, hey. I'm proud of him, I guess. I don't know.
And you had
I didn't feel any type of way.
Yeah, because you had it wasn't because you thought he was gay.
Yeah, exactly. It had nothing to do with that. It was literally I read the paragraph that he put on Instagram. I said, this is pretty sassy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's as deep as it got.
Yeah.
But what's interesting with Dejan is like what Whack 100 was pretty much saying is that something happened. Some sort of incident did happen, but he tried to milk it and
that's a crazy word to use.
Yeah, it is. And he tried to sue Adam for
money, right?
Some sort of money, but the insurance came back because it didn't. So maybe he got hit with a bullet shrapnel. I don't know what happened.
Didn't somebody say it was 10 racks? I remember Adam saying somewhere it was 10 racks.
Yeah, it was on Fig Muni.
I'm not paying
Fig
10
Muni,
racks.
yeah.
That nigga laughing at me, man. It's crazy. Nutso.
But I'm gonna pull up the other one.
Oh,
right now. There's one that I want to. I think there's a 2-part in here. There's only one part of it though, I think.
And whenever you get the chance, pull up the Hoochie Mama that was choosing. I want to give her a shout out too. But shout out Nutso.
Let's go to her profile so we got to see what she looks like.
Shout out to Nutso. Hashtag office hours. I like watching the channel's growth, but are the likes to views ratio increasing? And what percentage of views are audio listeners compared to YouTube? Now,
Jesus,
are you trying to be a manager,
you
nigga?
try to audit us?
Yeah, can you try to,
Right.
But I get what he's saying. I think he He just wants to make sure that this is going how it's supposed to.
The health is going up of the channel. Y'all can see the YouTube views.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're averaging between 2,500 or 3,000 to 5,000 now on clips.
Yeah.
And our full podcasts are hitting like 8K now after 7 days.
And
so everything's going up. The likes have been going up. I would say like
it's not like crazy, but it's
not crazy.
It's a steadily rise.
Like I'm ready for us to hit 200 likes regularly and get into that 300-400 like range. That'd be nice. But also, I mean, if I'm being honest, I feel like the last 2 weeks the shows weren't as good as they should have been. But we're back this week. This shit was fire today. This shit's up this week. And this episode is off the chain. So
yeah, no, that's a lot of moments in here.
Yeah, but like last week, that episode low key flopped. But it's like I kind of blame myself for that a little bit too. Yeah, just because the way I structured it, I was trying to do something different. It didn't really work out. But I know how to do what I was trying to do better next time though.
Yeah,
it was a learning experience. Long story short. But long story short, continue to hit the likes for everybody that wants to help us grow. Y'all hitting the likes, it means a lot to us. And leaving a comment.
To what you said at the my bad. To what you said at the end, audio listeners, anybody listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts right now, you deserve motherfucking 2 high fives.
Yeah,
because you are really appreciated.
Facts.
For sure. Spotify, Apple Podcast listeners.
But shout out MDPD is boy. Hashtag office hours. I've seen Destiny and Hassan Abi argue against black people about black culture and made the black people look ignorant. Us being black people, told you, Jay. Oh, shit, he even said it. Us being black people, us nigga, Jay on that bull. What do you think we should do in situations where there's one of us arguing for us, but they, the ops, are winning the argument logically? Do we try to help our people in the argument or situation, or do we stay out of the argument and completely? Do we stay out of the argument completely and try to ignore it? Is there more?
It depends on if the argument makes sense. You shouldn't argue everything. Like not everything can be argued and you win. You get what I mean? Like that's not how the world works.
If you're arguing, you're not gonna win.
Most likely.
You're not gonna win.
For the most part.
Like what happened with that Amanda Seals shit? Who won? Nobody won.
Because they both felt the same way.
No, I'm talking about when we were discussing it. Like nobody won.
Yeah, nobody.
But also,
nobody changed their opinion.
You just argue.
Yeah.
But he's talking about black people.
Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about arguments in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out. He's talking about black people being like losing debates about their own culture by people who aren't in the culture. Is that what he's talking about?
But I was even thinking of like Jesse. What's that one
Jesse
nigga
Lee
who looks like a burnt up thumb?
Jesse Lee Peterson.
I was even thinking about that nigga having like smart arguments. You know what I mean? Against black people. Because some of them are like, it's like, not all of them are like just completely racist.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no.
Most of them are though.
We got a little dogma in the culture. So it's like shit like that's easy to shoot down. Like the things that don't make sense, but we just upheld them for years.
I should have been paying attention when I first read it, man. This is so layered. I'm like, fuck about it.
And PD don't. And
it's not that layered.
It's not layered.
It's not that layered. It's some words.
He's
to
saying,
it.
what should we do in that situation? I think like when
you see,
one of them are arguing for us.
Like, for example, say you saw a black person arguing with Destiny or like Nick Fuentes. And they was getting cooked. What do we do with that black person? Do we send them to be Redbar's caddy?
I actually do have an answer for that. So like when I watch like Destiny and Hassan argue for black people, I'd find it's always interesting watching because most of the time when the white people are arguing something about black culture, they're arguing about like black African American culture. But like not Hassan, the niggas that be arguing for the black perspective, like Abba. It was Abba in there?
No, he's not in there.
Oh, I was thinking Abba and Destiny. They've had conversations about this nigga's a Canadian.
And
like he's Canadian, he's not even a black African American, and Destiny's talking about black African Americans thing. This nigga's a Canadian.
And
you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I ignore all
and
that.
And part
shit,
of the
bro,
white
honestly.
people like trying to help us, it can be a weird thing, right? Like it can almost like get nowhere. It's a weird thing because like
I'd be ignoring their ass.
Yeah, there's nothing that we can do. Like if I watch the YouTube video of a black guy getting cooked by a racist dude, it's like there's nothing like what I'm gonna do? Comment on the YouTube video? It's like
I don't watch that content.
He lost that battle. It's nothing that we can do as a collective to like fix the fuckery he did.
And shout out
You
to
know what I
Patrice
mean?
O'Neal. Like he had a joke about this, is that like white people don't have to like coddle their criminals. Like there's not something one white person can do to mess up the overall image of all white people.
Facts.
So like, and that to that point was like this is a deep question.
It is. It's
because
levels to
part
it.
of it is like, do you look at all black people as your people?
That's what I'm exactly.
Like
I
this,
don't.
that's a whole nother layer to the question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
So
when
it's
you,
like,
when you say
yeah.
all black people, you just mean American black, or you counting Africans?
American.
Well, that's the thing.
I think
if
he's
I'm
asking
watching,
for American black.
I know, but but that's the thing. So like when I'm thinking of Destiny, I know he's an American. So when he's thinking black, when he's arguing about black people, he's probably thinking American black. But then he'll argue with somebody who's not even American and black. So I'm like, I'm not listening to this nigga anyway. Or
it's like Destiny. Destiny could fuck. My bad. Destiny could be fucking around, like making it worse for us. Like I said, like the same white people that are against immigration are most likely causing the gentrification too.
Yeah.
So and like they don't even know it. You feel me? So it's just.
I'm gonna tell you what the biggest issue is. Somebody tried to get on me for yawning in the microphone. Bitch, I'm tired.
Oh, it was a woman too?
Nah, it wasn't a woman.
Oh,
it was just like,
Jesus.
I can't help when I yawn. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, bruh, black people don't have a defined leader or leaders. So honestly, I take all black discussions with an extreme large grain of salt, because I don't even know what I'm buying into until these niggas get to cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been black discussions that have been had on the Breakfast Club, and I think half the conversation was goofy, or all of it was goofy. But then sometimes there's some where I'm like, okay, this makes sense. It's like the people that they have in this room, it's all logical. So, honestly, and I'm gonna be real, bro, if it got anything that.
And honestly, man,
and I gotta turn off, like, bro, white people arguing what black culture and shit is, bro. I'm not listening to none of that shit. I don't give a fuck what they think, honestly.
To what you said, just to piggyback off of it, because we kind of answered the question, but like, I don't even like leaders. I like information givers.
Yeah.
Like, I like niggas that give me information and kind of let me do what I want with that information. But I don't like somebody like, I am the leader presenting this information
as what we should do.
You know.
And I'm kind of
like, just tell me some
50-50 on that information shit, because everybody's information is different. Even like I can know 4 black niggas that are working for black people, and they might say 4 different things. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so fucking. It's so.
I would say overall, you gotta stop expecting there to be this monolith to being black. Because we're all gonna go up there and probably say different things about what this is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what do you do with niggas who are getting cooked? I guess you ignore it like AJ does. It's like,
because it's probably some niggas watching this that clicked off the video as soon as we said it was okay for Redbar to say blacks.
Oh, for sure.
The fact that I made it, the fact that I even said like, is that even funny? It's probably a nigga that clicked off of it. It's probably looking at me weird. So it's, I mean,
like you want to tap dance for the white guy.
I mean, don't be mad because I'm War Machine.
Yeah, like when we were like when that when it
that's
was
not
that,
a flex. That's not a flex to be attractive to a guy.
that episode.
They're not in the Huxtable relationship.
That episode where Petrobeck David had Schultz on, and he was, remember that moment that I screen recorded? He was like, you know, one of my biggest moments that I remember in like rap and black. He related to like black culture. It was when Tupac died, and I was like, you know what, this goofy ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was like it'd be shit like that happens in those conversations and YouTube videos that just have you like, shut the fuck up.
And that's what I'm, because that's the equivalent of me being like, I was saddened when Princess Diana died.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
nigga, come on, man.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck.
Like, I heard the story. She was
bro.
fighting for the world and shit, but nigga, who really cares?
Yeah, exactly,
You know
bro.
what I'm
Exactly. So, yeah, honestly, it's fucked up, but I ignore majority of that shit.
All the time.
Yep. Consistently.
PD, beautiful question. I still don't believe you're black.
And another one. Hashtag office hours. Quavo and C Breezy arguing over hoes and bitches. Do you guys think you would ever publicly get mad at a man or a woman for being publicly foul to you like Shy Glizzy and Act? Or let's say a dude is showing off with your girl to the world when she's still supposedly dating you. Would you all respond publicly?
Oh my
I'll drop a bitch so quick.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
man.
hold on, let me read the last. Wait,
No, you heard it
with
right.
your girl to the world when she's still supposedly dating you, would y'all respond publicly? Nigga, I changed the locks to my house.
Yeah, that bitch better not come. She better not come
For
back.
sure.
Yeah,
There's nothing for her to come back to.
I'm keeping your shit too.
It's cool. Yeah,
There's
like,
nothing for her to come back to.
like all codes have changed.
And
Everything is done
and there's
for.
no,
like,
and there's
yeah.
no
I moved,
conversation.
actually,
Like
bitch.
if the conversation will be so quick. Like if that happened right now, right? And we see one of our girls online or some shit like that with another nigga, it might be as quick as like.
I used to know her.
Yeah.
You remember this bitch? You remember this bitch?
Like,
The bitch I just introduced you to.
It's so
Bro,
quick.
it's a fact, bro.
Nigga, we
It's a
moving
fact,
on.
bro.
Nigga, we moving on so quick. It's not even funny, nigga.
Nigga, yeah, I'm about to say.
Fuck
I say,
that
let's call
nigga.
Joe. Y'all want to see some titties?
Yeah, bro.
Let's go see some titties.
I'm about to
that's
say,
crazy.
nigga, I put a bitch on punishment for less.
Yeah,
You
that's
crazy
what-
nigga.
nigga,
You got your
bro.
goddamn mind. nigga.
Yeah,
Hey, because
so
the funniest thing is about niggas is that niggas could be in a perfectly happy relationship and the bitch do some foul shit and the nigga is acting like all of a sudden it's like I didn't know I wanted to be single again.
it's
Nigga,
almost-
now I'm happy, nigga. What's
It's almost
up?
like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, yeah,
Like this whole falling
It's
in love
crazy,
process,
yeah.
it just switches
It's
so
crazy.
fast.
It's literally the end of the world. It's crazy.
And
It's crazy.
And it's, I mean, if we're keeping it like relating to like Chris Brown and Quavo, they also dated chicks. They also were dating chicks that like these niggas be sharing these bitches. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm already like not an advocate of
Sharing hoes like that.
Yeah, man.
not even sharing hoes, but like publicly having my relationship or just like hopping in the same circle where we all
All the
just
time,
taking
yeah,
turns over.
yeah.
And it
Yeah,
seems like the industry niggas do that shit a lot. I mean, Shay Glizzy, she apparently was known. That's what Aunt Glizzy said from DC. Says that we do know her.
yeah. That's how she got the name.
has his last
That's how she got
name.
the
But,
name.
yeah, but we didn't know her as like the public. We only know her because of act. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these niggas like I don't know. I'm not doing that public shit anyway. So hopefully there's not a woman that you can even relate that might be mine. Like they might know. Like the niggas in the room will know. Like the bitch has been around, but you probably won't even know. Honestly.
Yeah, ideally, you should never be in a situation like that, man.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's terrible. It's traumatizing.
Showing your
can't
girl
even-
off. Another dude showing your girl off.
That's wild.
It's kind of stupid on his
On
part
some
too.
get back type shit.
And that's disgusting.
Showing your girl.
Her letting that happen, that ain't my girl no more.
And I'm disappointed
say,
in myself for being able to choose a woman that was that stupid.
Pretty much.
Like you was able to just be a pawn in the nigga game.
Yeah, the
bitch.
fact that you were
easily.
the fact that you were
Yeah.
even able. Yeah, bro.
I didn't teach you nothing.
Yeah, exactly, bro. What the
And it's
fuck?
really just disappointment.
Yeah, it's disappointment.
It's disappointment.
Yeah.
Finding out. Because like, I'm pretty
And
sure
your
y'all
own
lived enough
choices.
to where like y'all had like a lover that was a hoe or ex-hoe.
Everybody's had, for sure.
And
I
not
mean,
even
yeah,
like
yeah.
actually a hoe, but just a hoe up here.
Yeah.
For sure, 100%.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, I've taken L's. Let's be very clear.
Okay, me too.
I've taken my L's, but thank God they weren't on a public stage. Like
Of course.
these niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing.
Shout out to Leroy, blackest name in here. Hashtag
T.
office hours. Did y'all see any of the pod with Carla, Wax Baby Mama, and TK Kirkland? Does it change your opinion at all on what really happened, on what really went on with Wax for real?
I did not see that, but
I didn't see it, but
sounds
somebody,
interesting.
Somebody posted a clip in our Reddit. Hold on.
Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah, just go to our Reddit.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Shout
we
out
saw
to
Carla
Leroy.
too. Carla looked cool.
What you mean by cool?
On the left side.
Hey,
Let's
y'all,
see.
y'all
That's
fuck with
definitely
Ice.
not Carla.
Y'all fuck with Ice's.
Homeroom University.
Wait, who is that?
Nigga, that was Ice's bitch.
That was Ice's bitch, yeah.
Going on.
Why she look 1,000 times younger?
All right, this is Carla and TK Kirkland. This is the clip somebody put in our subreddit. Make sure y'all get up on our subreddit and post this shit like this and clips like this.
Going on. But he doesn't stimulate your mind, but he doesn't turn you on either. Now you got a choice. Which one you choosing?
Well, here's the reality of that.
This is my story.
I hear you.
Which one you choosing? A person that has money, but he doesn't turn you
I
on.
need someone to stimulate my mind. So I'm not a very sexual person, like physically. I need someone to stimulate my mind. And someone who stimulates my mind is not a broke nigga.
Okay.
For you to be able to
But
stimulate
stay
this
focused
brain,
on me. I'm
And you see how
I don't see.
Wait, real
I
quick.
don't know if I've gotten anything from that.
I don't see.
I didn't get
anything.
anything from that, but you saw how he kept trying to wheel her in. That's what Shannon should have been doing. But TK Kirkland really comes from that era.
TK Kirkland is playing a different game.
Nah,
he's playing a different game.
Playing against a different player.
I don't know. That's all I saw from that. That's all I saw from that.
Wax was selling weed, man. I can't think of him being broke.
And he had a chicken farm too.
Yeah, I think her problem was the abuse.
The chicken farm, that was probably one of the realest things he was talking about, but I never believed it.
I saw it. I was on his Instagram.
Why not? That was the thing that he's always had, honestly.
Which is crazy.
The thing that he's had
him talking about, I'm like,
oh wow, this is old.
It's 7 months ago, yeah.
Bro, I never.
I don't
seen
even
this.
think the new. We didn't
4
even.
months ago.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is this?
Nah, the full thing right here.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's just a clip they pulled out.
Yeah.
2 months later, which is.
It was just an odd day.
Subscribe
But
to
the
is that
chicks-
Carla. Subscribe to Carla's YouTube channel.
All right.
Pivot with a purpose.
Yeah, let's see what she been cooking on. I never see. I mean, even when we knew about Carla and Wax, I knew she had a podcast, but I never watched any of her.
I ain't never tuned in that much.
Me neither. So I have no
Crazy.
idea. And I am gonna tune into Bully and the Beast this week just because it's been years since I've tapped in,
Been a
and I
minute.
think it's only right.
I don't watch them, but I follow their IG. I watch all their snippets. They still be, you know.
I prefer Wax with Charlamagne and Schultz.
Yeah,
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
But I did like Bully and the
You
Beast.
think Wax?
They pull something else out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did like Bully and the Beast though. To be
Yeah.
fair. But
It
these,
had a good run.
These views are suffering.
Okay, we can't say suffering.
I mean, they're getting
but
LOI
for
numbers.
where she was
Nah,
in the opportunities,
that was 2 months ago. LOI last episode cracked 1,000 at least.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
I'll
only-
take it. Fuck
It's
it.
only been 7 days, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
No lives.
You know what? She might not be podcasting like that anymore.
the fuck is she doing?
What was her most recent escapade?
3 weeks ago.
Okay, that's not terrible. That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
3
For
weeks is bad.
in
3 weeks
podcast
is
land is bad, yeah.
Now,
And then before that, 2 months.
now I want to pocket watch her. How does she live? How? It's so confusing.
How does she live?
Like, how do people live? Like, and I'm pretty sure y'all be looking at us like, yo, I wonder what y'all be doing.
She was just a viewer. She was just enjoying the podcast
Yeah.
festival. Like she was just common folks like us.
Yeah, just
at the podcast festival. So
But
shit, we had more.
I'm
access
glad
than
you
she
did that.
nah,
everybody missed
we didn't
it.
have more access.
Everybody
to
missed it. But while y'all were having an intelligent discussion, me and Lauren were thinking about her titties. And as soon as I looked at him, he zoomed in on them. Could you do it again? Because I thought I saw something that I didn't see.
But you see,
But you thought you saw it as well.
I did.
Yeah.
See, y'all childish. I would have told you to build up a better picture.
It was just a YouTube. I wasn't searching for it.
Y'all niggas not about it.
Well,
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry I didn't
You
go
talk
on the
about- nah, I'm
fucking
just
OnlyFans
When you
search
talk about
for
some
shit,
titties, nigga, you better pull them
Jesus
up.
Christ.
His boyfriend got him turned
Yeah,
up.
it's wild.
But shout out to Carla. I am glad like she's still sticking and moving, especially outside of Wax and shit, like the whole situation.
You're glad Carla's still sticking and moving? Why?
Yeah, why? 'Cause I feel like you just said that.
Yeah, because that's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what do you
you
actually
being
mean?
fake nice?
No, me.
Jay Noble
that-
be playing. Man, look, Jay Noble be planting seeds low key.
That
Did he
statement.
wearing hoochie daddy shorts?
No, he be
that
flirting with
that
that.
statement. No.
He just be dropping shit. You know what I'm saying?
That statement. No.
Seeds with sticks.
Yeah.
They plant little seeds.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
In
I'll
his
lay
head,
thinks
he
I'm a
on that
good
shit.
leader.
He does.
Wait till I get popping, bitch.
Yeah.
I'll be
He
right
does.
back for this
Yeah.
seed. See how much this grows.
See,
nigga.
see if it's proud.
Yeah, bro.
But nah, it's
That nigga said maybe she needs a young strapping stallion like me. Y'all remember that shit?
Hairless young lad.
yeah. That's not what I said. That's
A
what
hairless young lad.
I'm saying that in the sense of like if somebody asks you how you doing, you just say good. You know, like I just
Oh,
hope
yeah.
she's doing good.
But
you
that's
know?
why we called it out, because what are you doing? Why are you being fake
Why
nice
you-
with
yeah.
it?
That's
What's
what I'm
up,
saying.
man?
Nice.
What
Like,
are
what
you
the
talking
fuck?
Who else do you do that
Like,
with?
what's up with all these formalities?
Amanda.
The nigga.
Today.
That's not the same thing. No,
gotcha.
nigga, that's
Amanda
not the same
today.
thing.
Nah.
He said it. He said it twice too.
Yeah,
'Cause
he
earlier
did.
when she came up, he was like, "She looked very nice."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay, nigga." Look, I hit the bell right after that shit.
You damn sure did. You damn sure did.
Bell
What
right
are you
after
talking
that
about?
shit.
Like, this fuck, nigga.
I feel like y'all are forgetting I'm the sexiest nigga on this pod.
Stop saying
Yeah.
what's wrong.
I deserve to plant these seeds for beautiful
You don't
women.
even have eyebrows, nigga. Fuck out of here. Sit down.
And by the way, Redbar, if you're not because you're not watching this by now. The lights are bright. It's reflecting against my legs. I have hair on my legs.
No, he doesn't.
You just were you gonna show him? Is that what you were gonna do?
But that's exactly what was about to happen. Just give him a peek. Just give him a peek for next episode. Come on, man.
Give him a peek.
Give him a peek.
Really, Corbin?
Flirt with him.
Are you serious?
That doesn't work now. You gotta let that go eventually.
No,
you gotta let it go eventually.
Well, I didn't double down on
We're
that. I
gonna
just
talk
called you
about
Corbin.
your shiny legs for a minute, but just not as long as Redbar, because
why do you have the legs of a fucking
of a
Is there any more? That's the last
man
one.
with testosterone?
Auschwitz patient.
Whoa. Hashtag office hours. My bad for the long comment last time. Just got 2 observations and a question this time out. Number 1. Go to Homeroom University, episode 48, child support, and go to 212. Y'all know the timestamp. And listen to AJ clears up a rumor. That's interesting.
Did you?
It is. It really
That
is.
is scary. Should I finish reading other ones before?
No,
we-
let's knock this out first.
Episode 48, right? 2/12/10.
Yeah.
All right.
This
Child
nigga,
support.
This nigga name, he could be anything. Jay Vicious.
48 homeroom.
Yeah, homeroom.
What time is it?
Don't check. You
Don't
might
even look.
get mad. Don't check.
Yeah, don't even look.
I don't know where my phone is.
Yeah, good.
You got my phone, fucking nigga?
48.
No, your phone's probably.
Get that nigga under control.
And it's crazy because like the Andrew we
10.
see now is exactly in the wrong comment.
Hold on 1 second. Said 2/12/10, right?
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
like that.
2/12/10.
Display.
That's close
Was
enough.
it 10 or 20?
I think it was.
It was 2/12/10.
2/12/10. Yeah, it was 2/12.
Y'all saying it like we can't go check.
Yeah. For podcast questions, hashtag office hours. Really appreciate y'all. Y'all been doing pretty good these last couple of weeks.
Sending them paragraphs in. I like that.
I promise you we won't get pompous responses.
That's what it was. So
I like that.
Yeah, that's what
You
got
like
you.
that.
So he's saying that you are the problem. He's saying that you
You
one
were
that
the
made
catalyst.
it.
You were the
That's
start
that's
of
what he
all
was
of this.
saying.
So it was me. It was
Okay,
me.
okay.
And this is
Since
how
you guys
this is
like-
how shit get lost in history.
It does, yeah. We appreciate the that was my fault.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
But
it was funny too because I think when I brought it up, I said, "Who the fuck said that?"
You was the loudest
You was
one.
the first one to like question who said it. Like, nigga,
I like how he did that first too. He was like, just to be clear, this is your fault, my nigga.
exactly.
But number 2, a few episodes back, someone asked y'all to state your top 5 white people, and no one said Mac Miller. Just a thought.
Oh, really?
I
didn't
don't
say that.
I don't remember that, but honestly, saying Mac Miller is a cheat code, and it's kind of redundant.
I know I said Bam Margera. That's crazy that I didn't say Matt Miller.
Was this when we were talking about like white people or white hairstyles? Because we've talked about
white
No, we were
rappers.
talking about our favorite top 5 white people.
Okay.
But if that's the case, man, I think I could give you Ryan Reynolds. New Deadpool movie about to drop.
Yeah, that
I fuck with Ryan Reynolds, so he's just on top of my head. But
pause.
Deadpool and Wolverine. It's gonna be fire.
Fuck you.
Keep going.
Bar.
Yeah,
Redbar.
but you're supposed to say it last. I had it loaded. Trust me, I had it loaded. But that was supposed to be the 5th one.
I'm not saying
It's comedic time in there.
My bad.
Feel like Mitch. I don't like white people.
And number 3, has White Man Behind the Boards done his 5-minute stand-up yet? I also make beats, so Lauren, I'll DM you soon, Brody. Keep doing your thing. But no.
We literally just brought that up on the. Was that on the Patreon? It was on the Patreon.
Yeah, it was on the Patreon.
Because I had forgot about the shit.
Niggas
Tone
forgot.
brought it up.
White man is looking for a new job.
Yeah,
So that
give
white
it
man
time.
can just get it done.
Give it
easier.
time. The white man, look, man, y'all know the stereotypes. White people work hard and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. White men be tired.
White
of shit.
Jamaicans especially.
White Jamaicans, and honestly, it's not the most important thing going on over here. So it could be put on the back burner.
I ain't gonna lie.
But it's definitely gonna happen.
I ain't gonna lie. They killing me in the comments on 3 Oak.
About what? Pull them up.
Can't be that bad.
Oh, your knees.
It's just getting started, nigga. We're only like 5 hours.
About the.
Oh shit.
We're only like 8 hours away.
About the Pooh Bear situation.
Oh, your little fupa
Damn,
hanging out, nigga.
Are there any good one-liners? Like,
I feel like that was completely my fault.
what, did the stomach was up? No.
No.
Lauren,
No,
I love
no.
I
I
love
love
the
how you did that,
accountability, but that's not your job to fill a draft on another man's belly button.
Yeah. Thank you, Tony.
You give on like
There was no
What are you talking about?
Lord, Jesus Christ.
Like, nigga, what?
Oh god. Come on, man. That was the last officer.
Is that Lush right there?
Yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's lush. That looks like
That's him.
They came from the tunnels in
World.
Vegas.
Comparator and
Raider and Rick.
Big Rick.
Oh, Big Rick is from the pop-up.
Why does Lush always look like that, man? Get off the drugs, Lush.
Yeah, from one,
I'm just fucking with
from
y'all.
one junkie to another.
Hey, that was good.
You get clean.
That was good, right? It felt like I was being real, but that was the last office hours. And look, man, again, any questions or concerns you have about us, about podcasts, any questions about the universe, please feel free to ask. All right, but like the video, comment down below.
Oh yeah, damn! I should have hit the damn.
My bad.
can.
You want to hear again?
No.
Yeah, I'm about to say they're here now.
I was
They
about to go
get
into the whole
chance.
story again.
Go ahead.
But nah,
Wait,
man.
I want to add one thing. Make sure y'all go to the 30 podcast comment, and best comment will be highlighted on the next homeroom.
Yeah, that has to be.
Yeah, it definitely has to be.
And-
I think you're looking. Go to like the. I can't remember what the time marker was. We pulled it up on the show.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it. Yeah, find it.
Best-
It's at the beginning during the little baby segment.
Best joke about his fupa.
Yes,
Will
best-
win something.
We'll win something.
Might win a fucking pin comment, but
Something.
you'll win something.
Yeah, for sure.
But appreciate all y'all, man. Like the video. Again, everybody who's listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, give yourself a pound in the back. We love y'all dearly. But yeah, man. Jay Noblez.
Tone Groove.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
And we out.